I hope it works on YouTube. I forgot to change the title. Sunny, can you help me with YouTube, if that's possible? It's working? Okay, nice. Hi everyone, say hi, say hi. I already set up the YouTube. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. My goat, Sunny. Are you a goat? Cause you are the greatest of all time, brother. Why is it paused? Okay, let's wait for some people to join into the stream and start yapping. We have a couple things to do today. One, there's the trailer for the show. We can watch the trailer. Two, we also have to do our Pickems. And three, I have to give you guys a big kiss. Mwah! There you go. Can you look at the YouTube chat? No, I forgot to set it up, I think. Hold up, let me see. Oh, wait. I don't know if it's working. The last message I see is, could be swollen lymph nodes. Look out for sickness symptoms. Fuck my life. Alright, I guess it's like update time. I think it's gotten a little bit better today, my chest soreness. It was like not getting any better yesterday, but today it feels a little bit better. Hello, you look so pretty. Thank you, Mr. Pay Chatter. I just came back from coffee. Genji 3-0? Bro, I hope it's not a 3-0. 3-0 is so fucking boring. I don't know. I don't like watching 3-0s to begin with. Is that what you want to see as a Genji fan, though? CFO waiting room? Yeah. CFO play on the 3rd. They play against T1, though, RIP. I don't know. But hopefully it'll be a fun series as well. I'm looking forward to Mainstage, guys. Today's the first day for MSI Mainstage. We just finished play-ins. Chobi waiting room? How about girlfriend waiting room lah? If G2 puts out a fight, it'll be more entertaining. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, guys. Guys. Everyone say hi. We have 13 minutes until the broadcast starts. Let's try to, I want to say hi to everyone before I actually skip over to the MSI Pickems. The Pickems are out. I will do them on stream. LOL Esports Pickems. I think I have to log in as well. I'm not sure. Hi Oblivion. Hi Jerboa. Hi Squall. Hi Pistachio. Hi Luan. Hi Eels. Hi Mystic. Hi Cause. Hi Dust. Hi Crepe. Hi Jimmy. Hi Dust. It's time to watch that new Espa music video. I've seen it. I've low-key seen it. Yo, Sunny, can you link me the MSI Pickems? Hi Vestian. Seeing how they played against Scam, I see it is going to be possible that they won't win any map. Oh, I don't know. Okay, I don't know if you guys saw that tweet, but apparently Genji, they haven't scrimmed that much. And also talking about Genji, I literally met Ruler at the gym 2 days in a row, and they were at different times. I should have 1v1 him in real life so G2 can win today. I'm joking. He's like 2 times the size of me. 图5 G2 赢吗？怎么可能会到头5啊？图5啊？ Am I logged in? How do I log in? Get started. I hope I'm logged in. Oh, I have to log in. Give me a second. I have to log in. Welcome to the main event. Is this the theme song? Do I fuck with this song? Alright guys, we have the Pickems. I have 70 points. Wait, I got my predictions right. Yo, low-key, I got my yo, I'm right there. Perfect! I got my predictions right, no? 我的预测好像是对的喂。哇塞! I got my predictions right. I put BLG first, G2 second, Gam third, and Furia last. I got it right! Wahoo! Let's do our actual Pickems. Okay, everyone. If you haven't done your Pickems yet, do them now. MSI is about to start in like 30 minutes. Y'all got some last 40-minute chance before the Pick'em lock. Okay, guys? So, for anyone that is unfamiliar with the bracket, here's what it's looking like. We have Gen G G2, first seed of LCK versus second seed of G2. G2 made it from play-ins. Very tough. AL, first seed of LPL versus FlyQuest, first seed of LTA North. CFO, first seed of LCP. T1, second seed of LCK. MKOI, first seed of LEC. And BLG, second seed of LEC. On paper, MKOI versus BLG is the closest match that you will get out of all 4 matches starting off the main stage. Okay, let's actually get to predicting. So, Gen G G2, I think, is gonna be rough for G2. If you're a G2 fan, the only positive that you take from their previous series is that they've played 13 games at MSI on the stage already. Gen G, all the main stage teams arrived like maybe 4 or 5 days ago. So you like pray that they didn't scrim that much and they haven't adjusted their jet lag yet. But being for real, it's probably going to be Gen G going forward like 98%. I'm gonna give G2 a 2%, not a 1%, a 2%. I'm gonna be extra nice today. For people that don't know how the MSI main stage brackets work, you have the winner bracket and the loser bracket. So it's also called the lower bracket. It's double elimination. If you lose today or this week, you'll be fine. You have a second chance. They're all best of 5s, so no stress for anyone this week. No one's getting kicked out because 2 teams, including Gam and Furia, the Vietnamese team and the Brazilian team, just got kicked out from play-ins. So I'm going to advance Gen G into the next round. And for the series tomorrow, AL versus FlyQuest, I think LTA is probably the only region that I didn't keep up with this year. Can you guys give me like a ratio for all my LTA fans? How good is FlyQuest? Because I personally really like AL. I've been wanting AL to do well for like the last 2 years, and I'm so glad they finally picked up their pace and they ended first this split. But I'm not too sure how they will do against I'm not sure how FlyQuest will do against AL. FlyQuest is worse than AL, but maybe equal to BLG. Maybe a little worse, just a little. What do we think? I'm at the venue today. Enjoy, enjoy. Make sure to take lots of pickies. Do you have a specific team that you are supporting, Johnson? I got 70 points too? Yeah. For people that followed my predictions, you would all have 70 points. FlyQuest got lucky with the C9 choke game 5. Yeah, from what I remember, C9 versus FlyQuest was super close as well. It was super close. FlyQuest? Nah, they're not like Furia, be real. Okay, I'm just gonna go with the basic bitch answer. I think AL Gen G is gonna be the fun matchup for the upper bracket. I want to see Gen G versus AL, which is this first seed of both LCK and LPL versus the G2 FlyQuest in the lower bracket. Hello, like look at this. Lower bracket round 1 is gonna be G2 versus FlyQuest, aka me and Basil are gonna break up. I'm gonna break up with Basil over this. That's the first prediction that I'm gonna make for the lower bracket. Like it's so sad. 安安，欢迎，我们在预测。FlyQuest nowhere near AL. Yeah, okay, moving on, guys. Moving on. So, we have CFO, T1, MKOI, BLG on the 4th? No, it's on the 3rd, I think. It's on the 3rd, but the LOL Esports website has Australian time. So for me, it's on the 3rd. In 2 days, 2 best of 5 series in a row. And I am going to predict that there is a world where CFO can be competitive, but I translated an interview with Hong Q for Sheep Esports, and Hong Q said, like, I don't know anything about CFO scrims, even though I'm their translator. The mid laner for CFO said that honestly they don't know their form yet going up against T1 because they haven't scrimmed that much themselves. So I don't know if the CFO winning timeline exists right now. I'm like kind of doubting. I'm doubting my own team technically. CFO 有没有赢 T1 的可能性啊，兄弟们？ I was promised a new Gen G. Let's see if Rolla can lead this team. Let's see. Gen G won MSI 24. They won last year, so CFO is busy getting Tim Hortons. Dude, Tim Horton breakfast is actually kind of banger. Hongkyu will gap Faker. What do you think of Vancouver? I love the weather. 零吗？真假零？赢一把就算 CFO 赢了吗 ？Damn, you're 你们真的这么不看好他们吗 ？Everyone is saying if CFO just wins one game, that counts as a win for CFO against T1. That's crazy. That is crazy. 因为我最近也没有看 T1 的状态。Who was T1 versing HLE? Oh, T1 looked really good against HLE. To be fair, 我要是没有记错的话 ，T1 打韩华好像是状态是蛮佳的，蛮赞的。I have CFO beating T1 in the upper bracket and then losing T1 in the lower bracket. I think it's all down to which Doran turns up. That is true. Doran single-handedly low-key won them that Hanwha series. Pickems 5 minutes before game is crazy. Bro, what do you mean? What do you mean? She's a procrastinating girly. Leave me alone, la. Is that you translating? You sound so different. Oh, wait.
他有一种很强大的魅力，就是感觉路过的人都会多看几眼。
He has a very strong aura, and everyone that meets him in person will definitely look at him an extra couple times.
That is me. You sound sick. I didn't know he was gonna put me on the video, so I was trying to whisper. I didn't want to sound, because I'm a very loud person. I wanted to whisper. I didn't want to like be an hi guys. So everyone that looks at fake, I sound very scared. Oh my god, that's so silly. Okay, quick. Pickems. Okay, I'm gonna put T1 because I think T1 against Hanwha, especially Doran, looked really, really good. Hopefully we get a good Doran because I believe in Doran. Fighting. And then honestly, chat, be real. Like, I don't trust G2 anymore. I'm sorry, but do we trust Koi? Are they gonna give us Koi or are they gonna give us Mad Lions? Koi 打 BLG 有没有说法？没有说法，你们也太无聊了吧 ！You guys are so boring. No upsets in round 1. You guys are so boring. Come on. What about the JoJo Pyun like home ground buff? 人家 MK 的中单是加拿大人欸，加拿大人在加拿大打比赛不是有 buff 吗？自带的 buff. MK is the first seed of LEC. I have CFO and MKOI winning. Ooh, I don't think CFO can win against T1. I do think CFO can beat a couple nerds in the lower bracket though. MKOI and FlyQuest are winning their first matches. 有没有可能我就是 faker 呢？有没有可能？ Okay, I do think MKOI BLG is going to be the closest series that we will get for the first round. I think a couple games will go over to Koi. BLG have never versed Koi before. So, wait, have BLG versed Koi before? BLG 有没有打过 BLG 有没有打过以前的 Mad Lions 呀？朋友说本人比照片好看，有没有开心？很多人都说我本人比照片好看，我是不上镜啊。Dude, everyone that's met me in real life says I look better in real life than on camera. I'm not photogenic. Pick faster? How much time do I have left? 30 minutes. It's okay lah. It's okay lah. You got 15 minutes to lock this all in. Okay, I'll just do BLG. Oh, but T1 BLG is so sad lah. Okay, and then Genji versus AL, I think Genji will win. BLG versus T1, I think BLG, no. BLG T1, BLG T1 怎么说 T1 BLG 怎么说 Oh, before we talk about BLG T1, Kale is in a lot of trouble right now. So the support of AL recently did an interview with the Korean media, and the Korean media asked Kale, who do you think is going to win MSI, or like who do you think is going to be in the finals? And he said the two LCK teams look really strong. I think they're both going to be in the finals, aka saying that he himself alongside AL will not be in the finals. So people are very, very mad at Kale. 有没有看到就是媒体对卡尔的这个态度有点不爽了，因为卡尔说两个 LCK 的队伍去决赛很尴尬。Korean Asian G2 versus Mad Lions MSI Finals, bruh. 他说误会了吗？我也没有我自己其实没有看那个采访，但是我没有发现卡尔是这么说的。BLG? Wait, you mean T1 BLG is gonna be so good? Yeah. Wait, Lazy Phil, who do you think is gonna win between T1 BLG? Give me in a team. One team. I don't really wanna see LCK versus LCK though. I wanna see LPL versus LCK. 我不想要看内战欸。要是 T1 赢的话就是内战欸。If T1 win, they'll go versus Genji and it's gonna be LCK all over again. 3-2 BLG. I also think BLG is gonna. 我个人也会去想 BLG 可能会赢哦。I also think BLG might win. I'm just gonna go BLG. I'm gonna be fun. Okay, I'm gonna be fun. And then Genji BLG, I think Genji's gonna. Am I dying on this hill? Am I dying on the trophy hill? Genji 真的直接就是速通到决赛的说法有没有？有没有速通到决赛？ Are they just gonna like 3-0 their upper bracket? 早上好呀，欢迎大家，欢迎。We're doing our Pickems really quickly because the game's starting in approximately 10 minutes. 还有10分钟游戏就要开始，我们得快一点。MSI 的 BLG 真的很强吗？ BLG 已经2年的 MSI 亚军了，谁懂啊 ？For all the people that do not care about LPL or BLG, BLG has been second for 2 years in a row at MSI now. So if I'm gonna trust a fucking Chinese team to step the fuck up, I'm gonna trust BLG. You have the same Pickems as me so far? Interesting. I don't know how to rate low bracket more than I know how to rate upper bracket, to be honest. 我觉得败者组会比胜者组难评一点。No glasses? Who was this imposter? Sorry, I ate my glasses. My bad. Quick. I think I'm gonna believe in Genji. Okay, let's see. No, I don't want to talk about G2 Fly Quest. 我不想去评论 G2 打 Fly Quest 怎么办呐？All my G2 mutuals are gonna burn me. 我之前在 G2 那边实习，关注我和我认识的人都是 G2 那边的人呢，但是我真的有点就是guys, 어떡해? Nah, be real. CFO's winning against MKOI. Be real for a second. CFO will for sure win against MKOI. I know it. I fucking know it. FlyQuest beats G2 and CFO over MKOI. Just do the right thing and put FlyQuest winning. There's no way G2 got no sauce behind them. No, I want to see G2 T1. I want to see G2 T1. Period. 上次看 G2 打 T1 真的巨好看，我还想看。I want to watch G2 T1 again. I'm not hating. No, I seriously am only putting G2 forward, not because I think they are better, but purely because I want to see T1 G2 again. Last time I was so heartbroken watching that series. 上次24年的 T1 打 G2 真的很伤心哎。Just because you want to see it, you want to get the most out of them Pickems. Points are just a virtual number. My heart is real life, you know? Bro hasn't seen the top clip on League. Wait, what is it? FlyQuest is the first NA team I've ever had confidence in. That is true. I haven't seen LTA North though. Faker's Ari? Wait, what happened with Faker's Ari? I just had a coffee, so I'm like super jittery right now. 我刚喝完的咖啡有点激动. Okay, lock in. We have to quickly do this. I think T1 will win AL. T1 AL. T1 versus AL. I think AL is just the better version of CFO, unfortunately. So I do think CFO is going to get eliminated. And T1 G2, I don't want to talk about it. I just want to see the rematch. I already know what's going to happen. BB and Skumon die 1v2 to an autofill support in Diamond. Oh, don't tell me, man. Don't tell me. Okay, to be fair, I get solo killed in Silver. So, like, does that make me Silver? Don't answer that. AL rematch Genji and AL will win trust. 去年 Faker 切死汉子是完全翻盘吗？真的好伤心，巨伤心。Which coffee? I've been going to this coffee that Basil recommended me, and I've been getting cold brew with almond milk. Super tasty, super nutty. I've been in my cold brew phase. T1 打 AL 有没有说法？ T1 versus AL. Cold brew is so good. Literally, it is so good. T1 MSI is not T1 Worlds, but I don't know how good AL is because AL for MSI, Kale is going to MSI for the first time, and Shanks is gonna be going to MSI for the first time, so I don't trust them. 我说实话，我有点不相信 AL， 因为 AL 有两个新人 ，AL have 2 rookies for international, Kale and Shanks. They've never played internationally. Flandre for the first time, but Flandre has at least competed at Worlds, and he won Worlds. 就我有点不太相信 AL， 因为我怕他们人就是打到很正经的，就是很紧张那种比赛，就是5-5开那种比赛就会开始紧张。I feel like in these like 50-50 matches, they'll start freaking out. That's what makes Faker so strong. 我真的想问一句话，不，我是真的想问 AL 真的有这么强吗 ？AL 不至于这么强，我就是想 AL 应该不至于这么强 ，AL 不就是只有一个新人吗？他们不是说就卡尔是新的，然后香克斯是从来没有去过世界赛的，卡尔也算一个吧，但他们的中单呢？Hope 22年被估嘛！Don't remind me of JDG versus T1 2022 치바 새끼야. Okay, I'll just do T1. Okay, BLG versus T1 BLG T1. I don't want to watch. Do I really want to watch BLG Genji rematch? 我真的很想看 Genji 重赛 BLG 吗？Hi Nerdles, welcome back. Mainstage now. See if it's gonna play soon. How are you feeling? But Kale said LCK finals. Yeah, I'm not Kale though. Looking lovely. Thank you. I'm just gonna do BLG. We have to submit. I'm sorry. I am going to just go with BLG Genji finals. BLG Genji finals, at least it's a rematch of last year. It would make sense. However, Genji this year is a lot stronger because they have Ruler. Actually, are they stronger? They have Ruler, but they lost their support and... Oh, just support. They didn't make any... Yeah, they just lost their support. 就跟24年的真系很像，但是他们的 AD 换掉了。Hi, Ball. Welcome, welcome. Who's my winner? Winner? 这个预测是不是跟去年差不多吗？ I think Ruler is their worst performing player. Genji ma. Alright, chat. Between Genji and BLG, who is going to win the MSI finals according to my Pickems? If you were to go off my Pickems, who would you choose? 看我的这个预测的话，你会选谁赢？ You think BLG is gonna win over T1? Yes. I think so. Well, not that I think so, it's more that I don't want to see T1 versus Genji. You know that BLG isn't that strong? Yeah, they aren't that strong because they also have a new jungler who is... He's looking pretty solid, to be fair. But I think Bin just looks much better now for some reason. Bin and On look crazy good. 现在有没有感觉阿宾和欧恩的状态还行？尤其是欧恩的状态。Bin got like solo killed by Kiaya, which is like, oop. But I do think On looks super locked in right now. They are a bit sick though. BLG 有生病哎。BTS Meal, thank you for the 2 months. Thank you. I appreciate it.赢了有奖，输了也开心吗？是吗？哎，我看到 Ruler 鼠标都会抖吗？Someone said if Elk sees Ruler's mouse, he will start shaking. But what 什么意思啊？你什么意思啊，哥 ？Oh shit! I just我刚意识到你什么意思，不会去想以前的京东打 BLG 那种感觉吧？不会爸爸打儿子吧？Oh my! Is Elk gonna get PTSD of JDG versus BLG 2023? Oh my! 有没有可能啊？我天哪 ！Oh my god! I completely forgot about that. By the way, for anyone that don't know, 2023 JDG had Ruler Knight, and I shit you not, JDG won like 7 best of series against BLG throughout the entire year, including both domestic and international. No, because Knight is next to him. Pickems are closing soon. I'll just do Genji. I'll just do Genji. So boring. Pickems complete. I don't want to create a leaderboard. I don't think I need to create a leaderboard. I'm getting scared. People are telling me to lock in, so I'm gonna lock in and then I'll talk about it later. I think the series is also starting. 他们比赛是不是又开始了？ 2 minutes.
What their kind of focus is, and then the game goes to 20 minutes. You're like, okay,
yeah.
I see what you're doing.
All right, let me know about the
audio.
audio.
To prepare against, probably. Now, are there any options for
sorry,
G2 here?
sorry.
Because logically, you would say you should write this one off.
I mean, some of the criticisms that Genji have received is towards the bot lane. Ruler every now and then does get called out. Some of the drafts do provide some question marks, like in their series versus HLE. First pick the Trundle, leaving you open for responses. But you do really
please G2 just make one map. I made a prediction before the series started because I was bored. I said G2 will lose, or sorry, Genji will win 3-1. I predicted Genji will win 3-1 today. But that's because I'm just...
I'm worried.
That's just because I'm Kokian.
You win, so you don't need to be worried. Don't you worry.
Open this on the second monitor.
Voted at mastercard.gg on X. They are calling
oh,
the match,
thank you. I appreciate it.
Usually for the favorite, so let's see. Oh, it is.
Hi everyone on YouTube. We are currently multi-streaming on both Twitch and YouTube. Welcome in everyone.
The Copium's there.
G2打到13把，遇到一个第二赛段1把不输的真迹吗？啊，别说了，别说了。
Instacart.gg on X to lock your predictions in as well. So, final notes then. I think if we have to summarize it,
are there any Rumble mains here? Well, like in the chat, yeah, me, but
is a letdown, is a failure.
If
for
Genji
G2,
doesn't win MSI, 80% of Pickems are
game
gone.
is a victory.
Mainly because of the
if Genji choke, 80% of people's Pickems are invalid. That's so silly.
People think that they're just gonna get 3-0'd. So
thank you, Sunny. Make sure to go check out our YouTube if you like to support. We also have memberships open over there for the live stream. And please go check out the YouTube channel for the newest series videos. We cover all the series that have been played so far.
They are locked in all across the board. Chovy wants to win a second
10
MSI
seconds
in a row, and that's what their eyes are on. But maybe there's magic in the air because it is Canada Day, and Dylan Falco, he's Canadian.
Oh my God, Dylan Falco is Canadian. G2 的教练是加拿大人呢。Oh, everyone lock in the trailer. 他们新出的赛事片 I haven't seen it yet. I'm excited. Mainstage trailer. Let's fucking go, bruh. I'm so locked in. Give it to me, Riot. Show me how good you are at story writing. Okay, it's Maokai Ivern.
It's 19 best of 5s throughout this tournament. Most competitive League of Legends international that we've had.
And G2 move on to the main stage.
There's such an immense
Honestly, Canada is so pretty. A lot of trees, a lot of greens, a lot of water. Ooh.
Internationals are always special.
They're at a skate park.
We compete for this nerf. We compete for this feeling.
There's a fate connecting us.
Huh?
We have to answer.
There's a fate connecting us? In what way? Platonically?
올해 스프링 약간 이런저런 변화들도 있었고.
This being in really tall trees reminds me of Slender Man.
Italy are trying to fight off Dorn.
우승하기 위한 과정입니다.
Dorn can do no wrong.
Doran can die to Krugs. Chat, do we rate the new T1 jacket? T1 的这个新外套好看吗？
爆冷不是因为实力，而是因为心中的渴望。
CFI will take first seed out of the LCP.
你们可能不看好我们，但我们会证明给你们看。我们将拼尽全力夺回 MSI 的冠军头衔。
挺好看的吗？比以前红色好看。
You took us out in front of our home crowd.
Jojo's always wearing a hoodie. Does he not sweat? Is he a vampire? MKOI 的中单永远会穿个外套，这是一个 hoodie.
There are not gonna be any free wins.
Oh, they have a new hockey jacket.
Anyone can bleed, and we're the ones that will prove it.
Anyone can bleed, and we're the ones that will grow. Wait, that's kind of fire. That line is kind of good.
作为一个选手，很多时候我没有被认为最强，但是这个都不重要，我会在这里站到最后。
Tarzan speaking Chinese for the
赢得站
trailer.
在这个舞台的机会，现在我们会在这个舞台扬名立万。
扬名立万。
每个人都能成为传奇。
订阅直播无广告有多少吗？好像7美金吧，7块美金吧。Ooh, look at the shots.
너무너무 우승하고 싶다라는 생각이 좀 많이 드는 것 같아요.
오랜 시간이 지났지만 제가 원래
I'm
있어야 할
back
곳으로
where I belong.
돌아왔습니다.
Damn, that's so BM to JDJ. What the fuck? And LPL. Hi, Void Puppy. Welcome. What?
과거는 과거일 뿐이고
Wait, everyone faker speaking. Shh.
중요한 건 앞에 펼쳐진 길입니다.
26 to 3. T1 were just so damn good today.
T1의 경기가 시작됐다는 것을 보여드리겠습니다.
我们是来 ASI 证明我们自己的实力的，信不信由你。
You either step aside or get burned.
Yeah, some of these players do not have any aura when they're speaking these lines.
저희가 만든 길은
Some of these
저희만 걸을 수
line
있습니다.
deliveries is negative aura, I'm not gonna lie.
만들어 놓은 길이지만 저희가 묻어드리겠습니다.
不是啊，他们念台词没有那个劲儿啊，不给力呀、刚才那个镜头是顺枪吗？肯定是他呀，他在 AL 上，他是 AL 的上单啊。T1 jacket is a 510, pretty mid. Oh, I like the black and red. Oh, we're loading in. It's Dracos.
Please welcome to the stage for the first match of the bracket stage, representing the
以前的镜头
LEC
吗？哦，没看到。
Esports and their opponents, the defending champions from
Shit,
the
guys, it's gonna be a quick 3 hours.
LCK.
完了，3个小时结束了，兄弟们。Shit, guys. I'll see you guys 3 hours later.
And now I can talk normally as we get ready for the game. Had to put a little sauce on it. Dude, I've never been so hyped in my life.
2个小时差不多了吗？丢，你可别这么说呀！靠，2 hours max.
The roar of fans on Canada Day in Canada. This is going to be an incredible best
All right,
of 5.
I'm gonna set the
And for all the
stream
LEC
to
fans out there,
high
hopefully not
quality.
incredibly one-sided. I think
go.
we're both just hoping for
你
some
好
good
，Aloha.
games.
Welcome in
And
everyone.
to
For all the
see
people that's just
level
joining
of
in, we
Gen
are
G,
watching
seemingly
Gen G
universal
versus G2.
tournament favorites. I can't wait.
Rat 2. All right.
I think,
Who's the real rat on the? Why does he have a tissue on his
Gen G
mouse?
team
我
develop
不知道你们有
over
没
the
有
course
看
of
到，
this
刚才
year.
LeBron
Had a
鼠
slower
标
start.
上放了
Obviously,
一
we're in the
个放了一张
representatives
纸。
at
LeBron
first
has like a
stand.
piece of tissue on his mouse.
They also have had a
He's gonna have zero
tendency historically
what's it
of
called,
being
like
a little slow
grit?
to start at tournaments. But given the
Look at his
performance of
mouse.
G2 during the
Oh, he
play-ins,
took it off. It was just
I
nasty.
think that the universal opinion, we saw
G2
prediction on the
beat
desk as
Gen G
well,
in
makes
TikTok.
the most sense.
Dude, Skumon is
And
pretty
for me,
good at
it comes down
dancing.
to
I
that
don't know if
man
you've
in the
seen.
mid lane. Chovy
我说
has
实
been
话
on
，G2 的新打野
an
不知道游
absolutely
戏里面玩的怎么样
monstrous，tear.
但
He took
是
it-
他
he took
跳舞是
January
真的有
off.
一说。
You know, that's
Like
okay.
I don't know how
It's a
good
bit of a
Skumon
break.
is in game,
But
but his
ever
dancing
since he got
skills is
back on the
definitely up there
throne, no one has come
best
even
dance
remotely close
in
to
real
the
life.
LCK.
看看真正的新辅助怎么样吗？我
League
跟
of
你说，肯定比
Legends
G2 的辅助
that
状
we
态
look
好
at。one player as undisputed best on a mechanical lever. Faker, of course, the GOAT.
I was looking forward
His
to the
form
whole
has gone up and
year.
down, always
The
clutch
roster
when it
playing
mattered
against
most.
best teams in the world. I'll be damned
Jovi
if I'm not hyped for
feeling
this.
like an anomaly in the best possible
At
way
least they
for
made
Gen
it. Holy
G in the
shit.
hopes of the LCK
I
at
don't
this
think
tournament.
G2 fans
But we'll need to see as we get into picks and bans,
realize
right?
how
It's a quick
bad
adjustment. Coming from
the
Korea,
year
new patch,
started
it's
for them
fearless,
to get to
something
this
that
point
honestly
against
Gen
Gen
G
G.
have
Like,
thrived in.
they
And
weren't
you can
even
see
gonna
what
make
their
playoffs.
read is on
So,
25-13.
I'll take anything.
G2
I'll
a
take
lot more
anything.
comfortable on the stage, even if the matches
Alright,
might have
game
been a
number
bit
1 between
uncomfortable.
Gen G and
They got there in the end.
G2.
Now it's
Today's
been
the
first
start
pick
of the
and ban. No
main stage
surprise,
for
CTF
MSI.
taking off
Every
the board
single series
alongside the
will be best of
Pantheon.
5.
Now the Taliyah.
And my prediction going into this series is
Ton of champions that we
Gen
have seen.
G
Gen G
3-1. I'll
worked it
give
towards
G2
time and time
a
again.
pity one. A
I've seen
pity
this
win.
team pick B1 this year more times
surely
than I
not,
can really,
right?
put into words. Ari is another that obviously is going to be very high on the prior list. We've
Why
seen
is
the
G2 doing TikTok
nerfs
dances
to
when
champions
what have you
like
done
the
to
Vias
them?
will just not really
It's
matter.
contagious. They
Strength
become
of the kit
zombies.
coming through most. And for Gen G, as you point out, we have not seen a lot of them,
主
even
要
in the
是双方
LCK.
辅
Don't
助都
forget,
比较
they
臭，
played the
我
full
说实
5
话。
games against Humble Life,
Hans
found the
Mumma's hair
reverse
looks
sweep,
good today.
but that was the only series they
G2
played.
AD 的头
Last
发
time
不
we saw
错
this
不
team
错。
face off before, that was in the final series against Bro. And that's feels like a lifetime ago.
I think
Not a
both
lot of games on
supports
stage.
will
So there
either
is room
make or break
for
the game
variance.
because they're the weak
But
points
despite
of the
that,
two
still the
rosters,
favorites.
no? 有没有说法？
Already taken away, so a lot
双
of
方
the
的弱点都是
utility
辅
mid
助。
laners off the board, both the
But
Ori
like
and the
Duro's
Taliyah
been
alongside
playing
Twisted
okay.
Fate.
Like
Rumble
Duro's
is
been
pretty
okay. He's
classic
pretty
ban for
good
G2.
actually.
We'll see if the
我觉得 Duro
Jace
其实还
follows.
行，玩得
But
不
obviously
错。
so many powerful champions still up and available.
Doesn't mean I can manifest CFO TikTok dances. If you want girly, I can get
Final
them for
ban.
you.
Imminent here.
Ari ban. They are getting
see
rid
what we're
of
gonna end up
all
with.
the
Keen-
proactive,
Keen
fast-paced
Sante has really been
champions
back
in the early game.
as oh, I love that. The
Nidalee,
Nidalee ban,
Rumble,
obviously,
Taliyah. Ooh.
theoretically a flex, but realistically,
up?
that's always going to go to Canyon. He's one of the few players that has maintained it, and I mentioned it
真
before.
假
right?
B1 is here. Are you for real right
Commander,
now?
This is the region that you cast.
Is she
but
Ari? Oh, wait, she's cosplaying
Yeah, I mean,
as
it's
Ari.
also
That's
Chovy.
cute.
This is just how it goes, and we also saw it with the bans, right? Particularly that Ari ban, we do
Azir.
often see come through. The Taliyah
Fuck
has
it,
been
we
one of the
play
big
Vic-
counter picks, but that was,
do we want to
I
play
think,
Victor? I don't
justifiably
know.
banned away by G2, not wanting to
G2
give
need
that
to
one
play
over.
fast if they want to verse Gen G,
as
if
we
they want to win
see
against Gen G,
the
sorry.
Varus come through.
Varus for Hans
on
Mama.
Sama. Varus definitely picked a lot
Chat,
of power.
I have a question.
And an early
Does
Maokai
Skumon
pick,
still have
definitely,
the
I think a
Nunu
big
pass
risk.
or not. Is he banned from playing Yunu for the rest of his G2 days or what?
Not really the proactive powers that once upon a time was.
还能玩雪人吗？
G2 struggled
我
in that
感
first
觉这
series
雪人
versus
都会讨
Fury. This was the fallback.
粉丝都会
It
很
was
讨厌
instant
他。
for us, Maokai, and we saw the Maokai almost
希望
plummeted
G2 能
in the rest of their series, not wanting to give them that same level of
什么意思
comfort.
啊？不是应该是赢
Unfortunately,
一
comfort
把吗
for G2 is also comfort
After
for the
that 1v3
Genji.
absolutely
First pick
not.
is here, the room for a counter pick, but when you're the best
Zin
player in
into
the world, I
Maokai,
don't think you're too
yo.
concerned.
The
Without
damage
anything
is
else
pretty
is
good
going
for
to bring
Genji
it now
so far,
alongside
especially
King.
this is
Zin,
poke Varus.
most played champion in spring.
抽一
and
加油
a
吗
champion
？Do you have
that
any
can,
Chovy
both in
fans
the
in the
early
chat？
game
有没有
take
抽位的
over
粉
and in
丝
these
啊
mid to late game fights against the Varus, if it's that poke
？No, I'm
build,
still in the same little
mitigates so much of
sofa
that
as
damage.
usual. Thank you for the gifted tier 1, Jerboa.
As it
Thank you
is,
so much.
It looks like the Renekton and the
appreciate
Azir to come through for Genji.
Oh wow, wow, wow!
Yet
Very
another one of their
strong
patterns. They,
jungle
despite
top
the
lane.
roster changes, can't seem to escape. Let's come through. This has been
Capsy,
historically
Lexi, Yo,
a good
Nene.
pick with, or within, into
Does
the
that mean
Azir
Broken
rather.
Blade is
We've
gonna
also
play
seen the power
Gragas
of
or
Maokai
something?
a lot. There's really easy setup
Because
with the
surely
ultimates.
Maokai's not gonna solo AP, right?
And it feels like G2
I'm not
have
sure
recognized some of the things that did
BB
work for
玩个
them
AP
in the play-in stage,
玩个
right? Caps
玩个
having
桶
these picks with agency. We've
You
seen
are
the games,
cute.
the Rise, the Tristana,
Thank you.
Yone
You
as
are
well.
also
Of course,
cute.
champion that's
If
usually
you're
banned away,
subscribed
but
to
managed to make it through.
twitch.tv/KITTWY.
Going into Chovy's Azir is a tall task, and if you really want to cast your mind back, this has been a flex for Broken Blade before, although I doubt we'll see it here. Is now the Jhin taken off the board for Ruler.
Giving Zin to either
Had a bit
Canyon
of a
or
rough,
Honor is criminal.
early laning phase in the finals
Look,
against
I
HLE,
think if
against
they,
Viper.
they get any
specifically
champion,
in the
except
context
for
of that
like
2v2.
maybe AP champions.
But don't want to give him that utility
except
option.
for
Don't want him to be
Nidalee.
able to, you know,
They'll be
stay back
always
at
pretty
arm's
good.
reach.
It's been
完
for
了，
sure
抽饼
the
脸
weak
上怎么
spot
有痘痘
of
啊
Genji, and
？Is
obviously
it
weak
the
spot
water
comes
in
within the
the
context of
Canadian
being.
tap water?
This is
Like,
one of the
why
few
is the
teams where you
skin
have to add that
breaking
caveat
You
every
do,
time.
yeah,
It's
no,
not
because
going to
they're
be
they're undefeated, but we did see it actually be a problem for them. The reason why that series went to 5
They're
games
just
was
gonna
mostly
play
due to Ruler in
Maokai,
particular
Blitzcrank, or
struggling,
Maokai.
and
Ooh,
Duro to a
Alistair's
certain
still up
extent
to
as
be
well,
fair.
particularly when it comes to the laning phase, and they take away the Jhin, which is an amazing neutralizing pick. Works really well when you have an aggressive
I
top
like the
side, as they do
Ezreal
here.
ban.
A lot of range, and then the
No more
Ezreal, because
mobility
obviously
for
the ability
Ruler.
to not engage with any of the champions on G2, plus it being one of the Ruler's counter picks, or comfort picks rather, does make a ton of sense. The Renata should not be a surprise. That champion with Varus in particular makes for a extremely brutal lane, as the Alistair also taken off the board here.
Trying to get comfort
I
out of
want
the
a
hands
little
of LeBron,
flag.
while there are a lot of
Wait,
premier options when it comes to engage supports. That's been the one that he's looked the most comfortable on.
Just play Gragas top or something.
That's
要不要玩个
time,
桶
flashing
子
a
啊
favorite champion.
What is he gonna play into? Is he gonna play Ornn? Jax?
G2. Jax into the top side.
Jax?
Broken Blade, obviously, a
Double
lot of people
split
skeptical
push
about
for
his level of
G2?
performance, but
This is a
the
very
potential,
late game comp. Oh my
we know how
god.
good Counter-Strike can be in
这
this
场这个阵容
matchup.
会不会有
If he
点
can
太后
survive, if
期
he
了
can weather the storm,
？Maokai,
Jax can
Yone,
get a
Jax.
lot
I don't
done.
like Maokai,
It's
Yone,
not
Jax.
just into the Renekton, right? It's also into the
They
Zinza.
have
We
no
even had a
cryo,
period
no?
where we saw the Jax jungle
Zenzi's
come back
有点太弱
specifically,
了。
because Zinza was continuously
And they suck
blinded.
at early game anyway.
As the
早上好呀，欢迎
Lucian
欢迎，一起看比
Braum
赛
will
哦。
come through here. Blinding Braum, I do
Ooh, it's
think
time to play
always feels
Karma.
a little
They're
bad.
gonna play Rakan.
And it is
I
going
guess
to
you
be
need engage.
the
Rakan is
Rakan
fine.
here for a rough.
Ooh.
Obviously,
Alright,
the
chat.
Rakan
We are
does
going
allow
to
you to
run
follow very
ads.
nicely.
If
I
you
think
like to hold
particularly
ads,
when
make
it
sure to
looks,
just on
when it
Twitch
comes to
Prime
like
to hold ads for
Captain's
the
ultimate,
month.
when
They
it
don't
comes to
that's
Skewmon
okay.
using
We will
the
be back for
ultimate more
game number
aggressive,
1
but it
between
does mean that your
Genji
laning phase
versus
really suffers,
G2.
right? Rakan not
Now
known
the
for his
question
lane, also
is,
think
whose
that
drop
when it
do we
comes to the
prefer
2v2,
more?
the Rakan and
I
Varus
do
combination
think
not necessarily super exciting. When it comes to top side
overall
though, I do think
lanes
it
have a
looks
lot
good for
more
G2. The
move and
obvious issue with this
priority
drop
compared
is
to
that there is a
G2.
lack
G2
of
have
magic
really
damage.
strong side later on in the game.
Genji most likely going
Plus,
to
I
itemize
like
into
the
that as well.
Maokai Rakan combo.
But given the fact that they don't have a true tank, it's really only Keen and maybe
Genji
Canyon if you
don't
get 2 enough
have
items that I think
engage,
are really going to be able to
period.
benefit
真
from
实的阵
this.
容是没有
And
是
I
没有
think
就
you
是
look
那
at
种
these
很
drafts
靠
for
谱的
either
开
team,
团
and
能力
they're
的
probably happy with what they
，unless
got.
you have a
Yeah,
Zir
certainly comfort.
or
It feels like
Braum
on
going
both
in.
sides.
可以
Genji,
看或
I
要
think
不
if we
要不
take
靠不
nameplates
了，要
off, I was a
靠
little worried,
沙
you know,
皇
how
可以
much
推一个。
upfront reliable engage they have. It's the Zen, it's the Renekton
Thank
going
you
in
so much for
paired
the
with the
gifted
Braum.
tier on
But
the
this is the
Stasher.
team
I
that
appreciate you all. Thank you, thank you.
All
Alright, chat, give me some predictions. Who do you guys think won game 1 draft? 来个预测，第一把谁的 BP 赢了
but if anyone can do it, it's Chovy. Right?
If
On the
G2
upside
get
for G2, you've got good engage options
early
across
to
the board.
mid
It's
kills,
easy
they
to
can
see
win.
how
I
in
actually
even
don't mind
game state,
G2's
this
comp.
composition will function.
It's just that
But the
they
question,
can't get behind
one more caveat on the endless list of caveats in the context of playing against this Gen G lineup is, can you make it through that lane phase? Can you survive the earlier stages of the game?
Then they can't
Can
do
you
anything
exploit the same weaknesses that we've
highlighted?
highlighted? May not even matter on this international stage.
G2 正常点打的话就赢了嘛。Alright, show it to me. Show it to me. 4 melee into Azir is gonna suck.
Cooper comes
and
alive
into
for
Braum.
game 1.
G2 4个手短的，打一个布隆，打一个沙皇，有点难受哈。
Wants to poke, wants to
G2
stay
有
at arm's
4个
reach,
正
does
常
make
人
the
就
Zin a
赢
bit
了
better,
吗？
does
不
make
是
the
啊。
Braum a bit better, but also staying away
Someone
from
said
the
in
Zin
Chinese,
in
as long as
Yeah,
G2 have 4 normal people, they will win.
Take a look at the road that G2 so far have gone.
Yone is
have made it
ranged,
through, but
or the only
obviously
range
not
thing
the
is my fucking
expectation
fist,
in
okay?
terms
What are you
of
saying?
results.
She needs to
When it
step
comes to
up
the scores
massively
of
to
the
survive
series,
laning
3
phase.
and 2
Come on,
in
my
both
goats.
hard-fought battles as well.
I mean, you talked about it for Gen G, right? 1 best of 5 essentially in the last month of League of Legends play. G2 have played 13 games in the last few days. So in terms of comfort on this stage, in terms of time spent here, getting situated, it's a small advantage.
Come
on,
on, I predicted Gen G 3-1. Give me a 1,
see already,
G2.
Chovy not afraid to step up and just start harassing. See when
But
Caps can get that first back.
Sweeper.
Boots 2 might help out a bit, but still going to be a bit of a struggle early on.
Going to be looking at the pathing of both junglers as well. Looks like they're on opposite paths right now.
Hopefully there's no like random
clearing from bot to top. Opposite here for Skiumon.
Okay,
Darcy lands. Both these junglers
G2 are gonna get 2 first. They're
reasonably
hard
strong when it comes to finding early ganks. A lot of CC available. A lot more damage, obviously.
Oh, nice Q. What the fuck?
Okay, CC, particularly with the laners that he does have, it still
do you think BB ends game 1, or will he wait for
as
later?
You see, as expected.
He's in a
Chovy
pretty good matchup unless he gets
Renekton
camped.
and Jax matchup. I think level 1 Jax actually does really well, as we can see Broken Blade does actually
武
get
器
the
打
prior.
鳄鱼还行，除非
The
他
fun
被
sticks around until like
他
maybe
被
level
疯狂
3,
的
4,
抓，应该还
and then
行。
after that it gets
Like,
rough for a good amount of time, and then obviously down the
doesn't
line
Jax
Jax is going to have a
win
great time once he gets his items.
3
Around
items
that 2 item
onwards?
break point is
Oh,
where
2
the
items,
Renekton
2 items.
just doesn't quite have the threat anymore.
That is a long period of time. Level 4 to 2
He usually
items.
plays Rumble and the LCK and LPL. All the Korean top laners all play
You know,
Rumble.
you just can't really decide what happens in the lane.
I think Flandre is also pretty good at Rumble for like
You
LPL.
highlighted the Maokai earlier, obviously pathing down towards the bottom side. Canyon.
I don't know how the
moving
Yone
up topside.
Azir matchup works.
Good
Like, when
interactions
does
into both
Yone start
champions,
winning?
but
Because I know
with
this
how
is a
far
good
forward
matchup for
Broken Blade
Yone.
is
Isn't
pushing
like
with
literally
Counter-Strike
the
now down
second the
brief
clock
window,
ticks
but
to
Canyon
side
still
laning?
prioritizing
Like,
finishing those
once
camps, not in a great
lane
position.
assignments are finished and Azir needs to go
That's
side,
not
Yone
looking
can
too bad.
start pressing his cringe button
Obviously the
and
guy who
auto
was
attacking
kind
him
of
from
the
like 2
core
screens
of
away.
G2
I think that's how I remember the
barely
matchup.
managing to make
Unlucky,
it.
thank you for the
Unfortunately,
Prime
just
of 8
joining
months.
us.
Thank you, thank you.
Caps, that's been the reputation for
Good
a
morning,
long time, but
Reptile.
wasn't clear
Give me a
in that first day
prediction
of the
for
tournament, those
today's
first few games.
series at
Definitely feels like a
MSI.
step up in performance
Is there
thus
enough
far as
copium within your
bot lane looking a
European
bit
blood?
quiet. Unsurprisingly, Rakan sustained earlier does
Also,
help
good morning.
mitigate a
Isn't
bit.
it like 12 o'clock at night, bruh?
Chovy now level 4. Looks unfazed by everything.
After Bork and side laning, Yone
Generally
starts
how
to
it
win.
goes.
Yeah,
Obviously
I
known
do
for
know
his
this
laning
matchup.
phase.
Like, just Yone into any mages in
Caps low,
general,
but shouldn't be too worried.
after
This
like
is
a
often how
couple
the matchup
items,
goes.
is really, really
As
hard.
resolve second,
You
as
usually
well as a
need to
Doran
trade
shield,
like an
so
ultimate
unless something goes colossally
to
wrong, should
avoid
just be
Yone's like W
biding his
poke.
time
It's
until he
quite
at least
annoying.
gets his ultimate available. That's when you start to get a little bit more threat.
I was just saying it for fun.
Besides that,
good morning to
nothing
all my
really
EU residents.
expected when it comes to the early
Let's
2v2, particularly towards the top side
prepare
of the map.
ourselves to stay awake for the next 2 hours.
With the
Wahoo!
Braum, obviously, if
Is
you
this
can
the
get a
only
good
game?
passive stack
Yes,
off
there's
on
only
the
2. Oh, sorry. There's only
Varus
one series
specifically,
today.
there's some
There will
angles,
be
but
2
outside of that,
series.
your engage kind
2
of
days
sucks,
later.
and
Also,
you're playing into Rakan.
You know, first
Do we think
game
Chovy is
on
the next
international
Faker?
stage is always a bit slower, which does give us a time to.
No, I don't think
gives us a
anyone
bit
will
of
be the
time
next
to remind
Faker.
people about this team.
Because Faker is more
Chovy,
than
of
just
course,
about
his history.
in-game mechanics.
There was
He's
a
just
kind of a meme from
such
production
a
about
good
Chovy. He was a
example
reputation
for
for a number of
someone
years.
that
It feels
is
like
a
now
really,
he's
really,
kind of
really,
the
really
undisputed
good.
#1 player. The MSI victory last year. It feels
No
like all of
idol,
that
what's
has
the
faded away.
word?
This is a guy who has been
Oh,
on the
像
cusp
那
of that level of greatness for so
榜样
long,
in
but it is
English,
just without a
榜样
doubt
is
now.
like
You can see
example.
amongst MSI mids,
Like outside of the
domestically,
game, he's also like
this
a
is the
really
man to
good
beat. This is the player to fear. He is
role
the
model.
boogeyman
Yeah,
of the mid
yeah,
lane.
yeah,
Of course,
role
he's still
model.
playing Azir,
Gotta get
right?
some sleep.
It's not the most crazy aggressive early lane, but he is the player that I think we have to keep our eye on.
Also,
He's gonna
Chovy
be
froze the wave,
trying
so
to farm up a
Caps
storm,
needed
as he always does.
to be
You see the
back,
Braum
and now he's
showing
half
here on
HP
mid
again.
wave. Not really going to get too much. Teleport is used though, so any health that you can get off of Chovy is
Chovy is the best pro
nice
player in terms of
little
skill.
win.
Yeah, I just
Dragon
don't
does
think
get started
he'll
up. We have
reach
the
like the
swap
level
come
of
through
Faker's influence
from
though.
Gen G. Not going to be matched by G2, and that does mean that
Lane
Broken Blade
swap.
is going to be put in an awkward situation, and Gen G not going to be contesting this dragon early on. do know this is going on, of course, as they have the board in the pit.
The wave is slowly pushing towards Genji. This is so sad for
completely
BB.
content to zone Broken Blade away. Keen much more comfortable in the context of that
他这个线往对面推真的很难受。
But it's just so
And the
hard to
Renekton is
chunk
just
through that Renekton.
getting
A lot of
CS
natural sustain
and
if you do want to push those waves in.
Yeah, it really is one of those situations where the champion is just a lot better when it comes to the early wave clear, to the sustain that he has available, and once he has his dominance available, obviously becomes a nightmare to dive. We do see the TP come in now.
BB's slightly behind, but outside of that, it's relatively even.
But as many have pointed out, Gen G not necessarily known for their aggressive early games when it comes to fighting, right? They are still, I think, a very proactive team when it comes to movement on the map, when it comes to playing for objectives.
Depending on how good Brom plays it, he might be
translate
able to stop
into
that from
fist fights
happening.
the way that we see with
You should turn your mic
some
up.
of the other teams.
I turned my mic down today.
Yeah, like BLG, obviously a lot of those early.
Oh, sorry. We were watching the trailer earlier, and I didn't turn the audio down for the stream. Thank you for letting me know, Reptile. Thank you, thank you.
Both sides minds as Caps gets a little bit aggressive.
Oh, I'm Yone. I clipped back after getting ganked. Haha, now I know the jungle's positioning. I'm Yone.
Be a free recall for Chovy. G2 have push on top side.
Hi, Xion. I love Rakan into Brom, because every time Brom tries to save his own teammate, the way Brom works... Oh, note that he has Spellbook, by the way. Both supports have Spellbook.
Yeah, we're in the
Brom has to dash onto his own teammate to give him extra resistance with his W, and Rakan just works really well onto anyone that has like a dashing onto ally mechanic because of his own
plenty of opportunity to talk about that.
W. 就是我感觉落很容易抬人的。Yone Fleet, Vamp Scepter, Second Wind D Shield. Hey, better be safe than sorry.
Very enjoyable. Yeah, I mean the nature here has been absolutely incredible.
Yeah, but Labrov is a bot.
One of the best parts
Would you call him Labot?
Any recommendations for the crowd?
Exhaust, engage, holy moly! 我靠，开团直接按个虚弱。That's cleanse and heal.
Much there. They get the cleanse and the heal, so big for a potential follow-up
They got the cleanse before grub fight.
A little bit more cautious and
虫子之前打出了个净化，还行哦，不错哦。
Not confident as to where Canyon is.
Unless the Renekton flash stuns the Varus, I don't see how they're getting the next stun onto Varus.
As Duro had the exhaust available.
Oh, Canyon.
Some cooldowns, not going to lead to too much more.
Hovering topside.
Both junglers towards the top side of the map here.
There's no play topside, is there?
Canyon is on his
Level
way, but
6 on 8B. There's no play on top. There's no play, right?
Pull back from Labrov.
Yeah, there's no play.
On the trigger. General awareness that they were at risk, so playing with a bit more caution is.
Which lane would you say gets the most ganks? Like bot lane, I think, because bot 2v2 and bot duo is just so strong that they always rotate to most objectives.
On top, need to be careful.
Can we steal one? 他可以偷一个吗? Oh, Chovy is ready. Yo, Chovy's ready. Oh, no, man. I thought he was gonna go onto the W because the W was so short. 他干什么? Lucian though, it's fine. Oh, he dodged the Q, nasty. Yo, top lane's getting fucked. There's a ward in Tribush. They got 3 grubs. Azir with 3 grubbies, kind of annoying.
Spectating, maybe hoping for a bit of a fumble, a bit of a misstep.
Did you see that someone asked Chovy for tips on getting CS and he said just hit them, and someone compared it to Messi to tell you, just telling you to kick the ball? Okay, but like seriously, what other way can you improve at CSing outside of just hitting them?
For Hans as well as for Labrov to contest. They still try. Don't really give too much up, but
this layout, I'm getting used to it. Just you wait until the kill feed pops up in the fucking layout. Just you wait. I think the only complaint that I have is that placement of the kill feed. Outside of that, because I'm already blind with my contacts in, I can't really see the CS number that well. So I'm just gonna live on with my ignorance and deal with it.
They're gonna embrace it.
For a reason. Maybe sometimes that reason's beyond me, but I can understand. Of course, for Caps, we'll keep it simple. If you've watched International in the last 2 years, you know Blade of the Rune King.
Why do you have bad contacts? No, it's not that I have bad contacts, guys. It's I have astigmatism, which means my eyeballs are not very round. It's either, I think it's genetics. So if your eyeballs aren't round, when you look at glaring lights or like bright screens, the screen/light will glare in a way where you can't see it clearly unless you get specifically prescribed lenses or contact lenses to fix that.
But particularly when
the screen is also really small. Yeah, it's like this small.
Keen has found Broken Blade.
Good initial trade. Popped.
I dropped my laptop. I mean my monitor. Sorry. Oh, I'm Yone. I clipped back like that. Wahoo!
Not an all for all trade though. Potentially a window that Caps can try.
You're gonna get arrested if you go unplug Trophy screen.
Especially with boots already.
You know, as a broadcaster, wait, hold up, Dragon fight at 10 minutes. It's not wind, it's not fire. Soul, Trophy not ulti. Trophy sandwiching them in a way though.
Locked up for a moment.
Ah, look at the AD carry. What the fuck? Oh my god, the Rakan hit 2 people. And Hans Mama is alive. Lucian's 1 HP. Never mind, Hans Mama died, but Ruler dies to the tower anyway. It's a 3-for-1 with the dragon going to G2's hands. Wait! Is he LeBron James today? Yo, take his mask off. Take his mask off. Take that shit off. Oh wait, Caps don't die here.
Straight up caught off guard as Caps is fine.
Yo,
holding on to his flash cucumber there.
My feelings, my emotions, bro.
Because obviously they were first to the objective, but they get
how many kills does Ruler have?
As well as a favorable trait when it comes to kills.
Definitely. Unfortunately, that gold advantage does go to LeBron. It means a quick early lock.
Can you give Trophy astigmatism to give Caps a chance, bro? I don't think I need to curse him. Okay, guys, I have a question. There's no way I can curse Gen G, right? There's no reality where Gen G lose today. I did say Gen G 3-1 G2. I can't believe Varison died. 为什么 AD 没有死啊? Oh, it was just Yone getting a Q3 and Rakan W onto 3. Wow, 卡波斯醒了呀！卡波斯。
Happy about that. Early skirmish.
2 dragons and 3 kills. Hans is so lucky that Caps hit everyone. Hold up. 1v1 in the top laner.
Once again, we mentioned it before, but
2
more items
ultis.
come through for the Jax. This does get a bit easier. Keen holding onto a gold and experience.
Don't forget you're a caster. What am I casting? The only thing I'm casting are motherfucking witch spells, dude. G2 回来了吗？
Already back away.
Yeah, they
didn't really are we going back to 2019, guys? 难道我们
obviously can be in big trouble.
穿越到了19年
I do also think as G2, you need to get these early leads, as many as you can. Camtech Drake, not really what you're looking for if this is...
Okay, Caps is locked in though, for sure. Caps is locked in.
If this is a Hex Tech, I think you're going to be feeling a lot better about the 2 Drake lead. But any lead you can get
okay, Capsicum. Dude, I want to call him Capsicum for the rest of his life now. It's so funny. I don't even like Capsicum. Chat, do you guys genuinely like eating bell pepper / Capsicum?
When we get to mid-game, their movement around the map, their setup objectives, their individual skill
often
becomes
buffered.
overwhelming to handle as Caps finds
Caps
himself in trouble. Defensive
away.
ult out.
Chovy could have flashed and actually,
to live. Gen G, though, with control
was it worth flashing for that? Probably not.
Really to play for here is the Prob.
Dude, I'm starting to think Gen G's 0 engage is really troublesome. 真是这个阵容没有开团的好难受，只能靠抽尾去开团，有点恶心。我说实话。闪了也杀不死，没技能吗？就纯 A 什么的，好吧，可以了解。It's okay, Peppers is fucking shit anyway.
Yes, G2 was able to find a good fight.
What engage more do you need than Azir?
To help set up that fight.
I personally, because I'm a noob at League of Legends, I just like any champion that has guaranteed engage. Vi is a good one, Nautilus is a good one, like they hit the outplay button and you're like pretty fucked. And you cannot avoid it because like most of the time it's unstoppable, right? Thank you, Riot, kamsahamnida! But yeah, it's just skill check. It's skill check. Why did you say Trophy is kind of eating his ass? Hold up.
Really starting to hurt.
What he does as Ruler,
Canyon is the engage though.
He is
what, Canyon has to stack his 2 autos and then look for a 3rd knockup or what? Is he gonna do that one combo as Xin? The thing is about G2 is that if their solo laners are all really fed, their target selection is a bit weird, because once you do kill the person that Canyon targets and knocks up, the other 2, including Jackson Yone, might wipe. That's a really concerning thing going forward.
No one needs you to explain that one further. We've all played Braum. We know what it's like. Ruler though, quick calling. This is the power of the pick, especially as they get closer to that level 11.
I don't think 80 carries, sorry, I don't think Lucians do this enough. They just ult mid lane to chunk the enemies, so they have a hard time moving. It's just nice. It's like ulting as Ezreal off cooldown, but people are too scared to ult as Lucian off cooldown. Don't know.
Is a death sentence, so G2 need to find a way to be
Ruler is a
ahead.
50% winner in solo queue.
Sacrificing waves, being willing to give up a bit of CS, a bit of gold to be first on the objective. In the long run,
NA EU solo queue is not real, man.
For G2.
Genji this time set up first in the river. If it isn't for Caps getting one of the big engages, is it actually kind of hard for them to also get on top
third
of Genji?
dragon
Disengage is really good with that
for G2 if they can walk in. That's 5v5. Varus is S-clicking. Varus is waiting. He hit the plant. He hit the plant. Onto Renekton's head. Oh, Renekton's dead. Renekton's dead. Duro's 1 HP. Yone onto Chovy. Canyon flashed out. Yo!
Genji get caught sleeping. King goes way too
The 13 games. The 13 games. 难道这就是传说中的13把？真的假的 ？Oh my god! The Varus just tanked the Renekton to the face and they all turn on Renekton. That's crazy, by the way. Wait, big peel from G2. Oh my god, G2's locked in. They have good target selection. 他们这选的人杀得不错呀 Oh my god, the CC onto Chovy as well. He couldn't even know. Chovy 连大招都没按出来就倒了。我靠！我靠！ Caps is dead. Caps is dead. Oh shit. Shut down. Flash for flash. They can't trade for anything. But 3 dragons at 17 minutes is a little bit of an issue. 3条龙才17分钟就3条龙了。
Honestly, great fights from G2. But as Hanwha Life learned as well, actually taking down Genji.
What does Sama even mean in Japanese? Yo, any Japanese viewers or weeps?
Genji probably playing a bit more respect around those objectives. Is now
yeah, it's soul point at 17 minutes. Therefore, it's going to be a 25-minute soul point. Oh, soul for G2 or if Genji can fight for it. But I don't think so because G2's side lane are getting scary.
Coming out of those interviews, we expected some progress, some improvement.
It's a honorific. Sama is master. Oh, he's master. I see.
But that said,
like
against Genji is is not enough. They need to play flawlessly. They can't
someone
afford
of
to
higher status.
Continue to accrue this gold.
Very honorable, like sensei. The weeb is learning. So desu ne, my fellow chatters.
Not something that we are not used to seeing from the orc, but I think particularly Labrov in this first game.
Why would he call himself Masters and not Challenger in Japanese? What if he got this name when he was Masters? What Dragon Soul is it? It's Chemtech Soul. That's so sad. Imagine if this game was a really strong soul. The game would have been over at like 25 minutes. 靠，还是炼金龙。哎，扛2次塔 ，he take 2 tower shots，就他妈的。Flash，就他妈的。Ooh, the delivery, the Uber delivery. Yo, Keen. Yo, BB taking 2 tower shots was fucking not real, by the way. 他扛2次塔 They lost mid tier 1 for that because the jungle's hard forcing. Mid tier 1 for top tier 1 and Renekton flash before the next dragon. And Otacon. 兄弟们，下一波团鳄鱼没有闪，怎么办？怎么办 ？No flash for 4 minutes. It might be the worst scenario for Genji. Oh, Trophy has flash, I guess. 沙皇有闪的呀 ？Maybe.
Get enough items to make the difference. It's Chovy. As you can see the coin face gold graph here.
No, he watches anime and tennis. That's how he got Hans Sama. Yeah, didn't he say he got Hans from like one of the
close to what looks like a Rylai's second.
Tennis players? Wait, didn't he say he stole that name from his bro?
That's a big deal. Looking at the item finishes, not quite there yet for Broken Blade. Despite the kills that he's been able to pick up, not quite there yet for Caps. But Ruler, Chovy,
stealing brother ID
we'll see if that makes the difference because thus far. G2 have had much better team fights here in the 5v5.
And I think a lot of it for the side of Gen G comes down to, can they get set up first? In the previous fight, the answer was yes.
Rank should be reversed. Masters should be on top. Challengers would be the ones challenging Masters.
G2 have to be careful.
Are they going to just start this, try and force cooldowns?
They're hard forcing this choke.
Me.
They have no vision of the tri-bush. It's a bit hard to place wards down. They have a pink ward right there. Ooh, they place a pink. Is it?
G2 have made the call, it seems, to give this
They're
one
gonna
up.
give this, but there's a TP from Yax. OT onto Canyon. Canyon got a McHale's. Keen is 1 HP. They got the other count for Gen G. They're jumping onto a 0 CC. 2-man Yoneo. 2-man Yoneo. Canyon got 1 shot. Oh, he got a Q3 off before he went back. Yo, BB 1 HP. Chovy flash W. Oh, Chovy's dead. Dragon's up in 10.
Get the objective. They get what they came for, but they paid much more than they wanted to.
And Otacon turns your teams into paperbacks.
Oh, they go flash from Ruler. Oh, he's waiting for the shield. He's busting for the shield. Oh, the shield was too long. Flash, order. Oh, did Yone just dash over the wall and get to the Krugs from Dragon Pits?
Next, it's an ace. It's a soul.
Did the Yone just get from Dragon to Krugs? Bro, this champion, I swear to God. Is this Captain Flowers? This is Dracos from LEC. Yo, look at their target selection. Chovy got instantly flashed on by Labrov. Labrov has like the biggest pair this series so far. 你看这个路，我靠，手速很快呀。And then the Maokai flash W Chovy， 这大树又交个闪现 W 把 Chovy 给定住了。Nice spacing from the Varus as well. He didn't get hit by the Azir ult. What was Ruler doing? Ruler 干嘛? How did Ruler die? He was just like trying to trade in the tri-bush? What the fuck was that? What did he even say? 太扯了吗？难道就在今天？哎。 5,000. Wow, 5,000. 5000伤害，不错。Solo 21 minutes is crazy. Literally. Did it get much out of Kemsol though? Yone, Jax, Rakan, and Maokai, did it get much out of Kemsol? 这个炼金龙怎么说？炼金魂怎么说？马萨卡？难道这就是 LPL 的5号种子？ LPL 5th seed? Does he have Rylai's yet? Azir has Rylai's. 这沙皇出减速了，兄弟们，4个手短的加减速怎么说 ？Maokai's gonna probably benefit the most. Yeah, makes sense. He's full AP Maokai. Is that shit full AP Maokai, bro? 这是纯 AP 的 Maokai 吗？真假的 ？Do you actually speak Japanese or are you just a weeb? I don't speak Japanese. I speak weeb Japanese. Yeah, Rylai's for the Otacon fight? Oh. He got targeted really quickly though. I guess I couldn't see it properly with my broad eyesight. Yo, CS check? Yone is a 10 CS ahead. Goldly all towards G2. Elder M3, Baron in 1. Ruler is down. Not too much gold. Top lane is really useless though. This fucking Renekton. 这个鳄鱼有点坐牢呀。Renekton does not win anyone right now. The only thing that he can do is flash stun someone and probably trade 1-for-1. 这个鳄鱼只能闪现控的人，然后自己牺牲掉。I don't see any other world where Renekton is more useful than that. Chovy 补刀被超了吗？要入魔了？难道这就是传说中的 Baby Faker? What are the numbers in the middle of the UI? That's gold difference. 经济差距，兄弟们，中间的数据是经济差距。
Finding a way to scale into this game is a big deal for G2's hopes here.
Back is big though. Labrov caught out. The Mega Blast Cone shut down for
Rom got the kill.
Big misstep right ahead of Baron.
Yeah, they're gonna make the
They're not gonna get Baron, but like,
instantaneous TP. Babs gonna lose the snapback.
They Brom ulted for that.
Another cooldown.
Come on, they're gonna try Baron. They're gonna try Baron. They're desperate. T1 Baron.
Against a team like Genji, it's not over
10
until the Nexus falls.
seconds until Rakan. Rakan, does he have TP? 洛有没有 TP 啊？洛有没有 TP? Oh my god, Keen's HP, what the fuck?
This is going to be big. Duro's going to have to use the Unbreakable in a second. Taking his time.
Ulti onto Duro, Mikhail, Mikhails, Yone, Seekers out by Chovy. They got the Baron, they got the Baron. Oh, they're all dead. They're all dead. They're all fucking dead. Come transfer. They're all dead. They're all dead. Chovy, Flash. Oh, he's still dead. Oh, he's out. What the fuck?
Objective down.
Yo, Elder is in 1 minute 30. I don't want to be that guy, but Elder's in 1 minute 30. 远古龙1分40秒 哎。
Had his spellbook set on smite there. LeBron
Someone should have pulled a Guma. Nah, they had double smite. 他们有双惩戒，有点不好偷。Brom had up smite. Brom took it. 布隆的惩戒把对面把这个龙给吃掉了。Oh wow. Okay. Well, Elder should be spawning in 1 minute once we get out of the replay. 远古龙1分钟马上好了，兄弟们。
Keen desperately tries to get a kill back, but Caps with the shield bow says, no thank you.
Oh yo, scratch his head. Oh more, Gabi. You want to use flash for that? That is true, but Chovy and Keen also use flash for that.
For Canyon and Duro. Because if they
a
didn't get
little
that steal,
bit concerning, isn't it?
50-50 and that fight,
刚才抽位和 Keen 双方都交闪了，怎么说
Caps has to be careful about stepping too far forward. Ruler really starting to hurt. We're 50 seconds away from the Elder. G2 bullying, taking space.
There's no way G2 throw this game, right, guys? 这把应该翻不了了吧，兄弟们。鳄鱼跟卢仙都废了。Lucian and Renekton are completely ass at this state of the game.
That's all you need to say. You can set up baits, and we see right now.
Guys, Elder's in 20. There's no way they can
and the enemy
lose
jungle,
this game,
on
right?
the red side, or at the red buff rather. And look at that. That's not even including the saplings that I'm sure Skewmont is going to be throwing down.
I don't want to be that guy, but like, surely it's fine. Like, surely at this state of the game, it's fine. Nice vision control for G2. They have tri-bush control. They see 3 people bot. They want to force onto Caps. They're a bit desperate. Oh, they still have tri-bush control with a Maokai sapling as well. Sama has a little shield. Canyon should smite the shield and like knock him out platonically.
Spotted 3 now.
Oh, Duro's a bit far up. He can't get vision in. Oh shit, no vision for Genji. Genji 好像拆不了眼啊，走不进去啊，不好走进去。Okay. Chovy's gonna show mid.
So still have to respect a little bit of poke damage
they
there.
do.
Yeah, and I talked about the lack of
Jackson Azir. Oh, sorry, Jackson Yone need to be the ones hitting the dragon. This Varus don't do shit right now for the dragon.
Genji desperately trying to gain access, but this is where
they're dropping the wave mid lane to walk into this choke. Walking into this choke against Maokai Varus is really scary. No flash on Renekton or Azir either. Okay. That's 3 ults for Genji. Lucian went wide. Yo, G2 low-key tanking the Elder Dragon. Oh shit, yo, the poke from Varus is kinda massive. Caps is basing, he cancelled it. Keen is gonna come back with TP. Duro is really low. Do they have a vision in the pit? 他们有眼吗? Oh! Duro's dead. Duro's dead. Duro is dead. Chovy might be dead as well. No flash. Chovy's dead. Duro 害人精. Duro 害人精. Ruler flashes away. BB has flash? Question mark. Ooh. Wait, he's alive? Oh shit. Okay, well, Rakan missed the W. He could have lived because the Brom passive wouldn't have popped, but
The Elder still critical. Untaken. For now,
双 C 倒了，兄弟们，双 C 倒了。Yo, BB is fucking locked in today as well. What's going on?
Don't think he should be allowed to approach this broken
That's going on.
But it's a 2.
Ow. Onto Canyon. Yo, Canyon's alive. Yo, 3输有个3输。Oh no. Oh, nice zoning actually, but no one's hitting the fucking Elder. Oh, he flashed out. He can't go back in anymore. That doobie Zin flash. Is he dead? He dashed out. Don't like this comp for Genji. They have no engage. Genji 这个阵容玩的好别扭啊，没有开团的，谁懂啊？真的好恶心啊！
Goes for an early Zonya.
Chovy is just getting legit single targeted every fight by Maokai and Rakan. It's unplayable.
The moment he pressed that button,
unplayable.
Ensures the follow-up. Ruler stays alive for a little bit, but in the end,
oh, that was a nice block from the Brom shield for the Varus Q as well. That's crazy.
No ruler.
Oh shit, the
so
Genji fans.
Gone, and yeah, that's gonna be the face of a lot of Genji fans right there. Is this game number
Genji
1?
fans.
2 minutes on Elder.
我靠，我这样做有点像我没穿衣服。I just realized if I sit like that, I look like I'm not wearing clothes. Hold up. Let me lock in.
But come on. 6K gold, Elder. G2 might not be the favorites in the series, but it's feeling
I feel like the crowd is way more Genji heavy. I mean, it's a European team playing in NA. I doubt American, US, Canadian fans would cheer for a European team. So they have like a 10-year rival or something.
Scumin with the setup is now Elder. Still another minute, and Genji, they can't really do
anything.
Isn't
it so sad that, okay, I'm gonna wait for G2 to like maybe if they can win a couple more games and then I'll say the line. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna be a game 1 Andy.
At a game 1 lead here.
I'm not gonna be a game 1 Andy. I'm not gonna say it.
Quick stun.
Dash.
Over the wall.
They have Elder for another what, like 40 seconds, 30, 40 seconds. 还有30-40秒的圆步龙怎么说 Doodle. Onto Chovy. Chovy knocked up. Chovy dead. Nice Seekers. Oh, he's still dead. Oh, shield. Oh, he's oh. Dude, this fucking Jax. Yo, this Jax. It's over. What's up? 4-22. Soul at 21 minutes. 21分钟的龙魂4比22。
As they close this game, as they draw first blood.
Oh, more?
Best of 5.
Is it because I went to the gym and Ruler was in my vicinity, so I cursed him?
Here in the first game.
真的假的
Genji, it starts
wow. Yo, check Twitter. We need to check Twitter. 看一下推特，兄弟们。Oh fuck, the day I make a prediction against G2, they start winning. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna get flamed. I'm gonna get flamed. Oh no, 我要被骂死了，兄弟们。我要被骂死了。
This is G2, baby. They come out swinging in game 1, and I know the Lulu is the Salulu sometimes.
我要被骂死了。This is Genji's biggest issue. Their draws are so bad. Honestly, they could have even played. They could have maybe even played Lucian Nami. I just don't think the Brom was it. I guess Brom into 4 melee champions work, but like at least Nami gives the Lucian a way to engage himself. Plus, her ult is a big AoE that can low-key engage. I don't know. I just don't like their engage or their draft is so like. Oh, whatever. They gave dragons over, so. I'm banned from G2 headquarters. Really good game, but it was the classic Varus Maokai game. We have 100% win rate on it. What did they ban? They banned Pantheon. They banned. Ooh, damage check. Holy fuck. This Lucian pick was a bit useless. 这个卢仙选的不行啊。
So I think they came in with a very solid plan.
Yeah, what else? Like Pantheon and Ahri. They banned Pantheon Ahri. 真是蓝色方办的是潘森加阿里，兄弟们。
Well, we started to see the gold very quickly shift in Genji's favor, but you said it at the start, Shox.
There's still 2 wins to go, but this already made me so happy. Good night, Pistachio. Bye bye. If they start losing game 2, can you wake up again?
Tournament to lose and every single game to lose because everyone's looking at
4 deaths overall for G2. Yes. Who died? Like Rakan twice, I think. Genji's BP is shit. Yeah, I didn't really like that BP. LCK 1号种子就这吗？你们有没有看到抖音上都在跟 G2 说你去把真气干掉 All the LPL fans are telling G2 to go finish off Genji, like praying that they do. It's their responsibility now. Chovy needs to lock in. Chovy is too busy being a fat fuck eating all the tuna canned tuna that she can.
Specifically into a poke Varus.
Pays is better MSI than Ruler for sure. Ruler didn't go to MSI last year. Ruler won MSI in 2023. I don't know what you mean. You have recency bias, cuh.
And when Broken Blade and Hansama are given all this,
我有点流鼻涕啊，我靠。Hi Stacia, welcome. I'm gonna go grab a water, guys. I'm gonna grab a water. Give me 1 second, yeah. 我先拿一瓶水。哇。
Like it made the fight so much easier. This was one of many examples in that fight.
Absolutely. So now we are not counting Gen G out. I mean, they reverse sweeped one of the best teams in the world just a while ago. But I love kind of taking stats and bending them to my will. So here is
我拿的酸萝卜 I got pickled radish from lunch.
In the present and in the past, and if our two teams have been able to win games on Canada Days in the past, regardless of if we were in Canada or not.
All I know is you seem to have very much a lot of confidence.
Every year Genji is the same, they make a fool of themselves.
Yeah.
These are great stats for you. I'm gonna
I think Genji,
but TLDR, G2 wins more than Genji
okay,
on Canada Day. So in the past, it's okay.
Okay, fair, understandable.
G2 on Canada Day is 5 and 2.
Genji 2 and 2. I don't know what to tell you. Actually 2 and 3 now, I guess.
The stats don't lie.
No,
hi Vera, welcome.
I know that, we are of course very, very happy, most of us, about G2 winning game 1, but it's a long road. So which side would you like to take? Would you like to take the side of how Genji fights back?
G2 on Canada Day 5 to 2.
Ooh, because I mean, it's interesting because I don't think G2 did anything crazy in game 1. I think the biggest advantage Genji's going to have in the rest
Hi Dragon Power, welcome. I love how it took G2 13 games to realize their win con is dragons. I do think BLG very good at stacking dragons, and G2 like learned a lot from how BLG play. 有没有感觉现在的G2 玩打法很像 BLG? Their playstyle is low-key mimicking BLG right now. Like just flash dragon stacking. It's giving me flashbacks to how BLG were playing. Maybe they are besties. 真的是好兄弟耶。Will you watch me if I go pro? Go pro what? Mario Kart? Drew locked the fuck in. Brom is just a weird champion for that game. I don't blame Duro for playing bad. I think Duro, like already in a counter matchup plus bad draft, like not much to do. Canyon was also just AFK, if you guys didn't realize. 有没有感觉到 Canyon 有一点隐身呢？ Canyon was a bit missing in action, I'm not gonna lie. He took 3 Grugs and he was like, okay, my job is done, bye bye. 拿了3个虫子就溜了，不见了。
The future of money is here. Feels good.
This ad destroys your thing. Your webcam turns into 10 pixels. Serious? Are you kidding me? Fuck, I was vibing as well. 疯狂速龙吗？真这自己就炸了，不会飞。Caps 不是白叫 Baby Faker 的，不是白叫他 Baby Faker 的，懂吗
？Master of 9 shots. Oppo Find XX series. Powerful camera, powerful AI.
If Caps is a capsicum, what vegetable is Faker? You are obviously not a long-term Faker fan. He is a broccoli. Faker 是西兰花。From 2016 was it 2016 or 2015? I don't remember. 到底是哪年来着？他在台上吃了一个西兰花。Okay, but like, isn't broccoli one of the most goated vegetables ever? I love eating broccoli. How many Faker shirts do you own? I own a Guma Yushi shirt. I don't own a Faker shirt. 我有 Guma 的队服，但是我没有 Faker 的衣服。If he eats broccoli, he eats himself. It's called being resource positive. What vegetable would you be? I would be a celery, because celery tastes disgusting and I don't want anyone to eat me. It's asparagus. Asparagus is goat tier. Asparagus is also quite nice. They're both like the crunchy type, you know? You are what you eat. 杏的话不能生吃吗？不卫生吗？你不用水焯一下吗？ Alright, chat. We all know what the best vegetable, well, the best vegetables are, but what's the worst veggie ever? Ever. 最讨厌吃的蔬菜都包括哪几样？请问 I'm curious. Like, when you eat it, you like gag, you know? Okra? Actually, I don't mind okra. I don't mind cauliflower. I actually really like eating cauliflower plus eggplant. Brussels sprouts? I hate Brussels sprouts and olives as well. Hi, Rise. Apparently, okra really hydrates you. Kale and Brussels sprouts? Oh, kale is pretty like meat. Yeah. There's a Filipino veggie. Yo, I'm on that grandma diet. What the fuck? I'm on that 87-year-old diet. Oh my god. I'm not beating the allegations, am I?
Welcome back to MSI ahead of game 2 G2.
Roma! Big beard!
Any quick impressions on game 1?
Là on est bien.
Do you brush with Sensodyne? I did brush with Sensodyne or Sensodyne or whatever, but I ran out and I've been experimenting again. But Sensodyne really good for my teeth. Colgate,
so we won. Let's see, new game, new draft, new puzzle.
I just want to see. I just want people to wake up at 4 a.m. and looking whether Genji already 3-0'd or G2 just to see G2 match point. It's my dream. Are you staying up the whole series, Rainy? 这么早采访吗？感觉凉凉。他们好像每一次赛前都会采访一下自己的管理或者教练吧。He's very French. Sensodyne is the Australian pronunciation. I think it's Sensodyne. Sensodyne. I don't know.
Every single game, every single moment in the tournament.
Keep brushing with Sensodyne is goated. Okay, but like Sensodyne doesn't keep my teeth white. I like having pearly white teeth. And some of the Korean brands that I bought recently, it's called like Euthymol or something. It kept my teeth very white, so I switched over. Sensodyne was not leaving my teeth very white. 我真的很喜欢，就是用那种有那种让你刷完牙白白的样子的牙膏。去年的 EWC 是不是也是这种赛前采访？是的，是的，因为我当年赛前采访问一下毛凯，他们这个游戏的前期是有什么目的？然后好像有人说我是间谍。What Korean brand? I don't think it's called like Euthymol or something. Euthymol.
Cohesion to kind of
I slept 4 hours. I adjusted my sleep schedule.
At the end of the day, it was G2 who came out on top in fights. I think it is hard now for them to
can you be screwing up everyone's Pickems? What did I do? Kalista Pantheon Instaban. 感觉真这就办这3个英雄没问题啊。They're just gonna keep the same 3 bans from the previous game, no? What did they ban again? They banned Italy. They still Italy? 他们要办豹女了。对面有小戴不敢放。
Very few players in the world do you have to ban this champion against.
They're scared of Canyon, Nidalee, and Lee Sin. Poppy.
Kind of depends.
Poppy. What did they want to play with Poppy? They want to play engage support. They want to play Ari, Vi, Huli.
I wonder if they're gonna
Wait.
Nidalee ban as well. If you're going to go for Nidalee, I think the Nidalee also feels like it should be within the realm of expectation.
感觉真是有个人刚才复盘在骂教练吗？很有可能也是自己选手要选的东西，就是其实做 BP 跟 教练没什么很大的关系。Ooh, they left open Italy. 他们不选豹女了，他们不办豹女了。Gwen ban. They're gonna play tank. G2 are gonna play Ornn. G2 要玩羊了，兄弟们。Oh shit! I just realized it's Rumble. How was Keen's Rumble? I don't really remember. Keen 这个兰博玩的怎么样啊？忘了。
Currently 0-5. Obviously, we're not going to be.
Vi is 0-5 at MSI right now.
And more importantly.
What?
What does is very, very straightforward. Does feel like a champion that has a single thing going in, being able to find consistent backline access. So drafting counter dive does mean that there are a lot of tools available. We've seen the Wukong be really strong into it as well, both from a clone perspective, being able to get away from her easily, but also
Wukong
the fact that
Ari.
Cyclone,
Oh, they're
you know, ruins
gonna.
her day. It's gonna be the big up here
There's
for
no
Skew.
Ari, so.
And we'll
I
see
mean,
what the
sorry,
early
they're
game
gonna pick.
looks
Are they
like.
gonna play
Rock
Ari
and
on
Wukong,
2?
both champions known to farm to
What
level
else would
6.
you play as
And of
Chovy?
course,
Annie?
this kind of setup, expect for him to have that big impact. The Nunu's hovered once again.
哇塞，有点冷，有点冷。Chat, it's getting cold, and the only jacket I have next to me is the G2 jacket, but I'm too scared to wear it. 我唯一带的外套只有真 G 这个不，只有 G2 这个外套不敢穿，靠背。I'm scared, I'm scared. Senna, ooh, they're giving Ari open. 反过来穿吗？算了，都被我穿臭了，不穿了。Stay cold. I'm so cold. I'm so
with
cold.
the Senna, although we'll take a bit more time to come online.
Does also help with some of the early brawling that I imagine you will be doing with
There's
the
the
Wukong.
rumble.
So it makes
Ooh,
me
I
wonder
like
if
Vi
they want to
Rumble.
go towards something that plays well together.
It's
with
gonna be
that
Senna
Wukong in
Tom
mid,
Kench.
and depends, I think,
Ah,
on
Tom
what
Kench
Turbo
makes
locks
more
in
sense
here. The
into
no-brainer is
Vi. You're right,
obviously
you're right.
Ari. That Vi-Ari
But
combination is
choosing
something that we've
Tom
seen
Kench in the first
so
3
many
is
times.
so
Has just
bad
been
because Tom
extremely
Kench.
solid
Oh,
2v2, but
never mind,
actually
it's
like
not bad
this. I
anymore.
think the Alistair makes a ton of sense because
Just not
with
bad
that Senna, we've
anymore.
already seen the Senna Alistair come through.
They're gonna play Tom Kench
And
now.
it was also a banned.
Actually, does
side of
Tom
Genji in
Kench
the last
get
game.
countered
No,
by
don't wanna give that
Alistair
one up.
because technically you
Like
want to be next to
prioritizing
the
that
Tom
proactive
Kench while
engage
laning,
pick.
so Alistair
And
always
also
gets a free
taking some
combo,
away
or how
from
does
the
that
frogs are
work?
highlighted there.
But what else
Genji
would you
did take the
pick?
gamble. They prioritized the Vi over the Rumble. G2 did not contest it. It'll be a return to the top
感觉
match.
这把 G2 要被
We saw in
暴
plans.
打吗？你有
Champion
没有
that
看
can
到刚才
mitigate
魏
so
选
much of what the Vi
选出来
does.
以后爆了一个
Sure
0
to
杠
take
5的
that
战
key
绩
carry.？ And we know
魏
if the
没
game
赢
goes late
过
enough, Senna can really
Vi
just
0%
take over
win rate
those
at MSI
fights.
so far. Like, how's that? Isn't that so
Already Genji, a
crazy?
lot more proactive tools
Make some
than they
beef
had in the
noodles.
previous game.
I
The
have
bomb goes in. You have to wait
bibimbap
for
on the
4
side.
auto attacks to
我
find that
已
CC.
经
The Alistair
I already have my
much
lunch
more
ready.
immediate effect.
我晚饭已经买好了。
The counter engage is
Cold
kind of crazy
bibimbap.
though. Again on G2, and I think that was something that
甚至
they
没有
used with
看
great
T1 打
efficiency.
韩华吗
That's a
？Vi 就是
very
超
good
烂啊。
Australian fan sign there.
我也看什么
But
配合吧
you
like it
already
really
have
depends
so
on
many tools to
what
keep
the
the Senna
Vi
safe.
is
Wukong can just play
synergized
far
with.
forward
I
and
do
also
really like Vi Rumble
fulfill a slightly more
because
defensive role. We do
Rumble gets a
see
free ult.
that the
His range is
combination
super
of
big.
that Vi
我感
and
觉
Rumble
魏
obviously
加
is
兰博
really
不
tough
错
to
不
play into, even
错
with a。Kench. As long as you
魏
get any form of CC,
魏按一
with
个
Rumble, I
大
think Rose
招
could be happy. Alistair
兰博再
obviously
撒个
provides
大
that as
招应
well.
该可以秒人吧？C 的 Q 的 CD 太
No-brainer, seen it
长
played
了，进
into
去
the
就出不来
Rumble. I
吗？
wonder if they also want
主
to
要
go
是
for
打一个
Galio, which
卡姆有点
has been
恶
another
心
pick
啊
we've seen picked
！Being the
through
Vi
G2
this game
very often
against
as the Ari
Senna
and Annie both
and
taken off the
Tom
board,
is a
both
bit
are
cringe because
insanely
Senna
low
has
to
the
Vi.
E mechanic. Is it the E
You
mechanic?
mentioned the arm
Yeah.
before,
塞纳
right?
可以隐
Opting to
身
take
的。
something away from LeBron instead of prioritizing conventional power pick.
Silas
Someone,
has a
of course,
good
on the
ult,
side
but
of
can he
Genji
play
is gonna
against
be
the
forced to
Genji
blind.
comp?
Multiple members in this
Ooh.
context, his top lane is already locked in.
Silas has been banned. Well, good call. I didn't even
Away
realize.
from Caps, respect to both the Rumble and the Alistair ultimate that could be taken away.
塞拉斯被按了。No Ari, no
Alistair in
Annie,
particular,
no
just,
Azir.
not very fun to
中
play
路
into.
配
And
猴子配
Also
什么？
feeling very likely that Chovy is
Are
going
they
to have to
gonna
go for a blind pick here.
give counter to
Doesn't want
Caps?
to get hit with a
中
Silas
单
counter pick.
counter 位
Imagine
要
the Broken
给
Blade
要留
champion does come through, and it is the Galio
a
on the ban
flex.
list. Really the type of lane where you are
摇
just
一
looking to
下
absorb the punches, but
Ooh, I
again,
like the
just adds more
Galio.
safety, more
Galio no
counter
damage
engage
comp.
to the
Oh
G2
shit.
comp.
And a nice setup for G2 in the sense that
Okay, but
warning
Galio
Galio
into
can ban
Vi
both away to get a nice
Rumble
matchup for the
is-
Rumble, but you risk that Silas. Yeah.
Vi Rumble is
What a
so
position where-
good. Oh sorry.
Couldn't take everything
Galio
off
into
the
Vi Rumble
board.
itself is so good. Hold up.
More AP, more team fighting.
Am I
upfront
vibing with
burst
it yet?
damage.
Am I
Genji in a much
vibing
better
with it?
position
Am
to
I
just
vibing
pull
with
the
it?
trigger and
What
force
is
these fights with this
Capsicum
Aurora.
cooking on 5? 这个5楼选个什么
I wonder what Ruler
？Caps
wants to go towards here.
帽子玩啥
I've seen
？Nila
this
for
man
hard
be known
engage?
for many an AD carry, but not necessarily quite as diverse as some of his opponents.
Boy, is he just gonna
You
play
don't
for
believe
self
this,
peel?
right?
他不会就玩
I'm
自
not
保
believing,
吧
so I
Ooh,
guess
Jin.
this makes
I
more
did
sense.
believe
Yeah,
it. I wanted to believe it. It's the Jin. Okay, so utility, and this is a classic combo, iconic combo over
Okay,
years
they have a hard
of League
force
of
comp.
Legends.
Genji have a pretty hard
Jin,
force comp.
Rumble
真的
together,
真
lay
的
down
开
the
始玩
carpet,
那
fall
个
off the
就是玩那个
curtains.
很好开团的阵容吧。 Alright, give me mid lane choke.
Definitely something that is very scary as the Rise comes through, so even more ability to impact side lanes, and I gotta say, I think it's kind of a smash hit from G2 again.
They played
Matchups
they played
good,
Rise
but most
Lucian last time.
importantly,
Alright,
Gen G
chat,
are not
we are
really
going
gonna
to
have a
run
choice but
ads.
to
If you like to
play
vote ads, make sure to do so
very
on Twitch Prime to vote ads for the
aggressively,
month. If you don't think that's
into
okay,
Galio,
we will be back for
into
game number
hiding
2
back Senna,
between Gen G and
and
G2
into
with
a
G2 being
Tom
1
Kench.
point ahead. I'll see you guys in just a second. We're going to talk
Given
about
how
draft.
the early game of
Galio,
game
Rise,
out, I think Gen G with this draft is
Senna.
gonna be looking to try and
Galio,
secure
Rise,
early
Senna.
leads.
Wukong is
This would've been
literally
game one.
gonna make or break the game
Would have been a
in
lot
mid.
less doubtful, but
mid
G2
game.
having a game
这个
performance
猴
one,
子
game
前
one
期要
performance
做的
like
事情
that
很多呀。
makes me wonder how this second draft is going to play out, Dracos.
Some weaknesses from the expected tournament favorite does.
第一局 G2 是红色方赢的游戏。Last game, G2 was on red side and they won the game. So Gen G opted into blue again. Gen G 选的蓝色方。
Tristana was the other pick that I
Gen G
really
comp
felt
looks
like he was
better,
able to impact the
NGL. So there is one problem
for
with
game
Gen
two.
G's comp, and the problem is that everyone except for Alistair is super squishy. Gen G 的阵容有一个缺点，就是除了牛，没有什么非常硬的前排，谁被开到谁就是有点就是想得跑的那种。Thank you, Sunny. YouTube chat is back up. Oh, okay. Appreciate it.
And we see Gen G. They've been,
Thank you
in
for the
deficit
2-month
before
noodle. Welcome back.
in
Welcome
series,
back.
even in the
We're
most
going to
recent
game
one,
number
but
2 now.
I imagine they're going to be reading at least a little bit from
Gen
the
G.
uppercut
G2
thrown out by Gen G, or G2 rather, in that game number 1.
右边这人要看 ID 吗？那你看完 ID 有没有说法 ？Another spellbook game for Lebrov. It's Glacial for Galio. 舔一口。
That's a level 1 Alistair.
Another slow.
Vulnerable target. Has gone glacial.
Okay, Gen G, a lot of AoE. Rumble, Aurora, major AoE.
First seed.
Do they have enough damage to kill Galio?
All this information is important.
这个假料要是出全肉的话，能杀得掉吗？毕竟自己 AD 是一个劲 double AP solo lane plus Jin as your AD damage. But I guess Vi will go Black Cleaver. Oh, does Vi have a built-in Black Cleaver? I'm like, does she have a built-in Black Cleaver?
The top half, obviously unchanged from last year. Ruler Enduro replacing Pace and Lahens. Ruler swapping
Look, bro,
sides with
posture
Pace,
check. Don't
of
posture
course,
check him.
currently on
He
JDG.
will
He
lose.
was last year. Duro coming
She
in hot
kind of does.
from Liv
She
Sandbox. And in
does,
this
but
game
Cleaver
number
helps a
2,
lot.
the
Yeah,
early
like
fights
the
from
Vi
Gen
will
G
go
are
Black
going
Cleaver
to be
this
a really
game.
big
It's
deal.
just,
there is, as mentioned, a good
do
amount
they
of
have
counter
enough
for G2,
damage if
but I do think that
G2 all
compared to
build
game number
MR?
1,
They're quite
the
tanky for a
spikes
team.
feel like
G2
they
的血条
will
很
naturally come
硬
away
啊
later.
他们
Obviously,
后
Wooten
期
spikes
血条
will on
巨
6,
硬啊
and there are some capabilities.
Rumble will also get Bloodletters. I keep forgetting Bloodletters is an item,
with the
to be
Rise
honest.
getting to a
It's
lane,
so strong.
Lebrov being able
fourth shot.
to maybe hit some of that engage Kench power, but
I'm afraid of the
both
Rumble.
Rise and Senna generally do need a good amount of time.
Oh,
It's a
level 2
2
for
earlier here.
Duro. Fuck, this ball lane is kind of annoying. It's a
Very
free
close.
lane
Of
for
course, Lebrov has
Senna.
already stacked
Senna
up.
下
Three of an acquired taste. Ruler not quite
Oh,
going to be locked
W
up.
onto
Root connecting onto
Alistair.
Doro. Find the knock.
塞纳
Onto
前期
Lebrov.
随便刷，我感
Good
觉。
healing. Tom
It's
Kench's
on
base
like-
stats are
oh, it
incredibly
flashed you?
powerful early, but that 4-shot
Oh, I
Ruler,
didn't see
extra
it. I didn't
healing
see
coming
it.
in
He
will
didn't
be
see it.
traded for the barrier.
Okay,
So
it
two
wasn't
summers
work.
to
Jin
one.
was
Gen
reloading.
G,
My bad.
nice
不可
little
能
early
闪现
trade.
Q 的，刚才镜没子弹了。
Lebrov, it's that W.
Am I seeing Senna
Maybe a different
carrying?
look, but Ruler is able to sidestep
Maybe,
it.
maybe.
I do
Wait
think
and
this is
see.
the type of lane where you're expected to
This
just
is
kinda
a
hang back anyway.
major
Jin
late game
obviously
comp by
very
G2.
strong. In the laning phase,
G2 这个阵容选的
Jovi
后
as
期不得
expected
了，
on
兄
this
弟们。
Aurora, particularly with the electrocute, gonna be feeling really good
Chat,
early.
whose
Once
comp
Kev
do you
gets the
guys
point, they can
prefer?
just
你们更喜欢哪一边的
power clear
BP
these
啊？
waves.
想问一下，好
It'll be
奇
a。lot easier for him, doesn't really have to interact nearly as much as both junglers this time around.
Duro
Tapping
heal for
towards the
both
same
heal
side of the
and
map,
barrier
but
on G2. Yeah, I think it was a
necessarily
good
think
choice
that
to.
there is
Ooh,
too
2-man
much
Q.
to
I
be
think it was
done.
a
These
good
trades,
choice to use
though,
barrier to block the fourth shot.
could go in the way of Gen G, but nothing too crazy.
Because like
Also,
if
don't
you
know if
trade too much
you
health,
really
the Vi
wanna
can
risk
dive you.
trying to go
But
for a dive.
now
It
they're
looks like
okay.
Kane at least is gonna threaten it.
Oh my goodness, what is
Rookwood
happening
keeping
top
pressure
lane?
on the top
BB
side.
is trading major
Well
health.
highlighted chronicler. A lot of members playing down
Gen
towards bot.
G, G2 no damage. I like G2's comp is very all in.
Opinion.
Yeah, but they have all in, but like
Spotted or just a bit of a
does
predictable
Rise
thing
just
coming
like
out from G2.
you know that like dancing
Similar to
clip of the
last
DJ?
game.
Na 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 na
Control
na
early
na.
on. Unsurprising given
难
the
道
jungler.
Caps 是个 DJ 吗？ Like does he
Played
just
much
start
more
DJing
comfortable
all
in
over
the early
them?
stages of this matchup on the top side than he was in the previous one.
Oh, here's the dive? Question mark? They saw Wukong. 他们看到猴子了，他们看到猴子了。Oh, two-man root. Holy fucking shit, Senna got melted. 哎呦，塞纳被秒了，兄弟们。Can he hold the wave? Oh, he's holding the wave. Surely Keen knows. Surely Keen knows.
Wukong though, not quite the same amount of power. Keen is a little low though.
Level 4? Is he gonna level up anytime soon? I can't see the experience bar, bro. Nice flash. Oh, it's cooked. It's cooked. He has to leave. It's cooked. It's cooked. Vi check. Vi check. BP has flash. Oh shit. Oh my god, that was cooked. 完了完了完了。
To make it through. Disaster for G2 in the first sequence of play, not able to find the cross map. This first tower dive just looks so
I guess he just had to flash.
Duro gets taken
he had to flash or Tom Kench had to preemptively double you.
The vibe's good there as the TP
这个塞纳闪现没按呢。诶 That knocks him up? Oh, Canyon's gonna get BB?
Knockback on a broken blade. Duro using him as a taxi to try to make it out to safety. Doesn't
oh
have
my god, the
the
slow one's a
though,
torn
so no extra
nasty.
movement speed, and he will get taken down. A
oh
nice
shit, Screamon got the kill. Hold up. 猴子的头怎么说 How did G2 win game 1? They exploded Genji's nexus. I hope that helps.
Canyon just, I imagine just caught on
感觉第一拍就该闪现吗？我感觉有闪，我感觉第一时间交闪的话，可能有这什么。 打的机会，但可能老了吧。Maybe Hans is getting too old, guys. Hans and Caps are literally the two oldest, the two longest playing players in LEC. Two longest active players in LEC. Is that the word that I'm looking for? Yeah. 为什么不选蓝色方？因为真 G 输了，他们选蓝色方的呀。 Mickey is a bit older. Oh, but didn't they all debut in the same year? Now I think about it. No damage. Level 4 on level 4 on Jin. Oh, he's wow! Oh my goodness, that damage! Holy shit! Full tank Gallery kind of has hands. Can he catch the wave or not? Hex flash on Cal.
But I don't think they've spotted Canyon, so he's just forced to recall.
Mickey is 2016. The others have been 2017.
No one else is there. It could have been a quick dive.
I think we also saw Caps already rotate over. Doesn't have the realm warp available. So
Caps 跟 Hans 都是老头级别了，谁懂啊
Could have gone there before Chovy
They're the Unk team now. Oh, I guess Skewmon kind of saves the team's average age, but Caps and Hans are Unk level status.
But we do see G2 again playing very heavily towards these objectives, and with the swap that is in place, no shot that Genji is contesting.
Another dragon for a scaling team.
Going to take that one again. The fact that Skewmon
打后期的前期拿一条龙有说法的喂。
The Wukong snowballs insanely well when you can get these early kills. About to hit level 6, and what Genji get for their troubles is Krugs.
Okay, hopefully
whereas G2 get a dragon, gonna be feeling good about that trade.
True.
Because
if they stick around top side, they will be first on the grub spawn.
Sorry, my second monitor is so small, I
the
cannot
G2 will
see
be a wave
pixels
behind.
very
They need
well.
to concede some minions if they do want to contest that objective, but it does feel a bit awkward. We saw how important Drake stacking was.
Broken Blade is such a reliable
player.
player.
It's not like they lack tools to force those same fights in this game too.
I will not speak on that.
Relatively quiet. Keen, small, gold lead. Ruler doing quite well given the kill. But for Hansama, of course, we know it's the scaling pick. Getting more souls, taking a bit more time. Much preferred to be laning.
Hi Tetsu, welcome back.
Where the range advantage meant that he could get some free souls. Here it's a much tougher.
Hama 是有 TP 的 he just
TP
used
back
it.
to the top side, courtesy of that spell book. Hansama will be able to play a little bit more forward.
Skewmon.
Oh, some major. Also, Rise into Aurora is kind of a hard matchup for the Aurora. 瑞兹可以随便打兔子的，我是没有记错。
Skewmon has the ultimate available.
是克的。
Gold lead, but the bot lane just can't move. Yeah, they're gonna.
Chovy committed to recalling though.
Maybe look for one. Chovy does have TP.
Can they steal one?
G2 might just have to be happy with
honestly,
that.
I think you just look and you leave. Oh,
at least getting the
flash
souls.
Q.
Nice
Oh, no clone. Galio's here. Wukong dead. They don't have damage. Rise is out of the fight. What the fuck? They're gonna kill with Tom Kench. What the fuck? That works. Alex.
Taken out of the pit, Hansama.
Wait, Senna? Hello?
Root is there. Curtains called on LeBron, and down goes the Catfish. Feet of war claimed by the side of Gem G.
Spit someone out over the wall?
Grubs, excuse me.
这个塔姆把对面的打野给吐出来了，吐那么远。
G2 not quite ready for the
Very
engage.
far, bro. Oh,
Skirmon's
Skumon's W check. Oh hell no. 猴子没有按 W 真的很难受哎。Nice engage by Duro. Caps is getting completely zoned out by Chovy here.
If your fight starts off like this, I think Gen G, these level
They're so
6
lucky they
spikes are
traded
absolutely
Canyon for that kill.
devastating. You're a little bit more reliant on items.
Why are
of
we
G2
zooming in
as
on bot
LeBron
wave?
gets
Oh, you got
cooked
the
as well.
cannon.
Big win there
摸一下头
for Gen G.
Dude.
Saw the same head scratch from Chovy in game 1.
I love it. One of my favorite gameplay reaction is when something goes wrong and the player's first reaction is to be.
I think this is concerning for the side of G2 because you can see that when they start to lose a fight,
they just
unlike the
start
previous
like
competition,
patting
they
their
can't just
head.
overload
I don't know.
with
It's
CC.
like universal for League players to
When you
pat
start
their
to
head
run
after a
from
bad
the
play.
Rumble Jin comp, it's not going to go well
英
for
雄
you.
联盟里面的选手一旦就臭一波就摸一下自己的头。
As Jin never going to allow that. Now,
Is this your new room? No, I'm in Canada, so I'm in a hotel room right now. This is not my room,
always
bro.
have the promise of a late game that I think will be
死
very
亡
hard to match for
顶
Gen G.
这是什么？
I do think Gen G have the type of composition where if you ever get a pick, you can basically always be relevant.
Oh,
It
wait.
should get harder and
Never
harder
mind,
as
didn't work.
Skirmon and Canyon gonna
Spotted
meet.
the buy.
See if this leads to anything, but I think
They're trying
Skirmon
to pump more
wanting to run the
brain
risk
cells.
with Keen having prio towards the top side of the map. But it's the mid game, right? It's now that these one-item spikes are being hit, Chovy has his Leandries, Ruler approaching his first item as well. The kills are going to help so much with accelerating those spikes for
is so
Gen G.
nice.
It's going to make contesting a
已
lot
经
harder
出
and
面
lost
具
in
了，
this
好痛
G2
啊
doing a really good job of stacking those early Drakes. This next
1
Drake
minute
fight,
20 until
I
the
think
next
is already
dragon
gonna be a
fight,
tough
but
ask, but really it's the
I guess
subsequent
Skumon
ones
has
where
flash.
We're gonna have to see them find a way.
Everyone has flash except for Alistar.
Not get blown up in that
这
initial
个
amount
这
of
个
burst
牛
that
下一
will
波
come
是
with the
没
Vi,
有
with the
闪
Aura and with
现
the Jin.
的 for the
While the Rise
dragon.
does
这
have
个
the
龙
catalyst in the
没有
context of
闪
this
现。
matchup, it's not quite the same as the amount of lifesteal that Yone brings to bear. So, Caps can't just get those
It's
free
good enough to
trades.
stream,
There'll be
but
much
that's
more
about
tools
it.
to
I
punish
shit
him.
you not, this
Sticks
hotel
around too long.
Wi-Fi in
It's still a
Canada
scaling option, right? You
is
got the
much
tier, you got
better
catalyst.
than my
Still waiting on
hotel.
the roll
Sorry,
completion.
hotel Wi-Fi in Canada is
We're
much
waiting
better
on
than my
active resistance from the
home
side of Broken
Wi-Fi
Blade.
in Berlin.
Yomo's
Like
completed for
the
Ruler.
Berlin internet was so slow,
Matched by an
even
item
like
for Hansama,
loading
the static shift,
one of
but
the
clear
web
out those
pages. It
waves.
was actually unbearable. I could
But again,
not.
outside of that
Like
brief
I was molding.
moment on the
I'm
top
so
side, it's
glad
still
the
been a
internet
relatively
works.
quiet
And
game.
the only good thing about the fucking U.S. and North
Seconds
America
on
in
Mount.
general is that they have fast
Keen has
internet.
the push.
Okay,
in a better
guys.
position to maneuver, but has no
You guys
TP.
should, y'all should be grateful that
Broken
you guys have
Blade
carbon fiber.
Either look for the TP, but
美国的
obviously
网
also
速是真的很
being
快，谁
Galio
懂？
has a much easier time getting to his teammates as fast as possible. Do you see Gen G already taking
The
control of
carbon
Euro,
fiber do be
setting up
fibering right
vision,
now.
Ruler looking to push
搬来
out
美国吗？
as
算了。
his Yuma's done.
他们在官方解说是不是全是北美的？基本都是北美加几个欧洲那边的解说，还有几个 LCK 那边英文的解说。That's a car thing, optic fiber. Yo, I got one of the words right. I got one of the words right.
But it's looking with the positioning.
I got fiber right. TP from Galio. They're turning on the Galio. They're gonna turn on Galio. Eat him!
Kind of missing from the side of Ruler, doesn't connect the snare.
LeBron is split. Yo, this fight is mega split.
But they've effectively lost their
He
top
started
laner.
dragon. Yo, LeBron, you just dashed onto the dragon. Now you have to walk out like a loser.
But not much else to show for the equalizer is laid down. Can't do that for a moment. LeBron taken out. Gen G in the extended fight plays so well around their cooldowns.
And G2 knowingly taking a risk there with that TP instead
that
of
fucking double
trying to go
man.
for a play elsewhere.
这蛤蟆自己害自己，自己吓自己。What the fuck? What the fuck?
The risk before, and now they are
He just
in a
knocked
much
himself
rougher
back
spot.
from
the
the
lead for Gen G.
Dragon knockback.
Starting to get bigger. 2K now, and the early dragon also going their way. And
有 medic， 他好像今天
no
刚
flash
到。
and no TP on Broken Blade.
Medic just
It's gonna be
arrived
the big
to
window
Canada like
for
either
Keen
today or
and
will
Gen G to
arrive
make a play
tomorrow.
towards the Herald. Spawns in about a minute and a half, and Keen already has that prio. Obviously, Broken Blade there was able
Stop
to
dying,
cheat
LeBron,
that, make his way
please.
over. That's not gonna
ATM.
work on this Herald, and if mid
You
lane
look so beautiful and
starts
sexy
falling as
today.
well,
10 out of 10. Thank you.
G2 actually hitting these mid to late game
check your PayPal
or item spikes.
Actually, sorry, check your Venmo.
Is going to be a distant dream.
It certainly is. And again, at this point, the solo laners, the Gen.G have very comfortable in those side lanes. The Vi is the potential setup.
Oh, I just realized I don't see any Twitch emotes. What? Let me refresh. Yo, guys, what is tough?
Now it is still Grumble versus Galio.
What is tough?
Caps and Chovy matching each other wherever they can go, and Han Sama.
My 7 TV doesn't work. Oh wait, it works. Oh my god, we're back. We're back.
I think a lot of this is just
we're so back.
Don't
Don't look at damage dealt to champions at 14 minutes.
Yeah, Leandri's also doing.
Tom Kench has out damaged both Senna and Wukong. That's crazy. 这个蛤蟆伤害比自己 AD 和打野加起来都高吗？真的假的？
Not necessarily the most impactful in the last fight, but it's 1-1 in Drakes. I do think that this is where G2 reaps the benefits of very early on, again playing very heavily towards these Drakes. Ocean though.
You're very beautiful today. Thank you. It's because I decided to actually do my makeup today instead of just YOLOing and looking like a potato.
A lot of Ocean Drakes.
Thank you. Or do I just look? Am I just beautiful?
To get the most out of this trio in jungle, mid and AD carry. Could be tough as Canyon looking for play towards mid. Again, Herald is up. That's going to be what the teams are playing for.
Q flash clean from Canyon.
Ooh, the flash Q ult was nasty. Yo, Senna flash check? 怎么有人不交闪？我靠！ 我靠！有人不交闪。
Almost 3,000 up. Finding that pick in the mid lane means they're going to have first access to
Can
this
we
Herald.
Not let Hans alone mid lane?
Has to be careful about base checking.
Nice flash engage by Canyon. Rift Herald and 3 grubs going over to Gen.G plus 1 dragon. What soul is that? Ocean soul. Oh shit.
See if they can turn it maybe into a little bit of vision towards the dragon.
Hans in mid is cursed. Bro, I swear to God.
Finding Duro. Labrav.
This is okay. Yeah, they're okay. With each passing day, Hans is looking more and more like European Dracula. 有没有说法？怎么说？汉子妈妈有没有杰克的那个味道了 ？Too much from Kalis. They're both French. So it makes sense, right?
And Labrav using the ultimate finger I called there. If there was a dragon in instead of a minute 50 now, or in a minute from now, could be an angle.
Date with red
that's
buff.
Gonna be available
Alright,
once
chat.
The next fight rolls around.
Which one is the superior buff? Red buff or blue buff? 红 buff 还是蓝 buff？ 哪个更强
？To a position to really threaten the Gen.G backline. The TP from Broken Blade was nicely collapsed on by Gen.G.
I feel like it depends on which role you play.
For some of the members, see Chovy, second mask picked
得
up.
看你自己玩什么英雄吧。
With the biggest individual gold lead on this Jin.
1.2k gold lead between the 8 carries right now. 完了 ，Ruler 醒了 ，Ruler 的手热了。Ruler's hands are hot. Hot summer, a hot, hot summer.
Also, when you have your support there and you still can't step into the Jin,
be found.
Caps.
Banger song.
Just zooms out to safety, wants nothing to do with that.
That is Canyon showing though, so G2 could be looking for a play on Keen.
把他吓到了。
I love the deft
little S juke. Brav on the way down too. Can reset the tower aggro, but the wave will just get deleted.
Big thing here is that Duro is there. So
Bit of a vegan comp by G2. 这个 G2 这个阵容太素了，怎么办呢？
Ooh, this is a possibility. Play towards mid. The top wave is getting demolished, and Chovy's
Bit of a vegan comp by vegan 2.
Caps saw initially.
Hi, Thor. Welcome.
He has not seen him since.
How's your Vancouver experience so far? Vancouver, the weather has been super lovely. I really like Canadian weather in the summer. It's pretty much the same as Australian summer. I like how the nature here is very, very beautiful. There's a lot of water, a lot of lakes, a lot of greenery, like trees, grass, whatever, fields.
Running forward. They see Chovy on
the
the
people,
top side. They're not
3-man Alistair Q into Rumble ulti, but the Rumble ulti. Oh, it hurts. Flash E. Oh, she got the Kia. What the fuck? He just went back in, but he took back the Galio.
Only hitting the tankiest members. Cap still stepping forward, looking for a bit more
damage. Jin.
Now the curtains have been called.
He's gonna twist the bullet. He's gonna twist my nuts. Oh.
G2 holding on for
the
priority. Ruler!
Oh shit, he just did the JD GMO, bro.
DTP, look
G2
他亮京东的标哎 ！Oh my god, my heart, I love them. Yo, I don't know about this boss play. Ooh, W onto trophy. They don't have range to follow up though. Keen just roasted their assholes. Your ruler's still going. Oh, nice W. Oh shit, he's so alive by the way. He's so alive. Oh, ruler just took a shit on them, dude.
The G2 go for the Hail Mary, the double TP.
Oh, ruler.
Genji. Despite using so many tools, it feels like initially maybe too many on that mid lane players. Oh, ruler.
Missile voyage there.
He's dead.
That is a sated Kench, and that's not something we say often.
No.
What is this game for? Thank you, Zipper, for the prime. Thank you. That's 2 dragons for Genji. What is this game, bro? This game is so silly. Oh, Duro fucking into this so hard, by the way. Dulo, 你在干什么 Dulo? If you got anyone but the Gallo, it would have been fine.
In game number 1, Duro goes in, but the damage is
maybe
quite there. I think a little split. The rest of his team who also need to respect the CC that is available. But it's when the Jin gets the setup.
Why didn't Lebrov just walk out of like?
And the snipe here is disgusting.
Don't ask. Oh, that vision. Skimon literally dodged it from muscle memory. Did you see? Skimon 刚才手的这种肌肉记忆去躲了进的 W. Skimon actually muscle memory dodged the W. That was so silly. The monster, baby monster song? No, I have not. I have not seen.
A lot of pressure. You found game 1. Ramon talked about it, trying to keep that attitude. Hey, we're not expected to win anything.
Nah, he got a 1K shutdown, bro. He's probably not tilted anymore.
You start to wonder what if we can go further.
Oh, he is out. 20. It's 20 minutes. 2 dragons. Next dragon 3 minute 50.
Going pace gold grind is.
OMG.
Hansama, who's been locked up. Hansama, who's getting.
He has ulti. He's probably okay.
Trying to find more Toby.
Oh, they're all dead. They're both dead. He's gonna twist my nuts again. Oh my god, with the Pigu. I'm clenching my ass, bro. This Jin ult is actually terrifying.
We'll walk away.
Holy shit.
Doesn't have the ward over the wall this time, so not
the
just gonna wait for
Pigu, 谁懂? Okay, to be fair, I did gym and I did leg day, so my ass is actually sore. Like my butt cheeks are sore. 我的屁股真的很酸，因为我昨天去健身了。So like watching this plus having a sore ass to begin with is not helping.
There's also Genji in their comfort zone, right? They have
I'm getting in them extra glutes, you know.
Really good level of control towards the top side, so they can just keep chain
TMI, bro. Be real, your ass was not clenched for that Jin ult. Be real, be real.
The ruler spot there, and they do have the tools to keep him
alive. You keep saying nuts though? Yeah, I have macadamia nuts over there.
With the safety that someone like Broken Blade can provide as well, but even look at the jungle, they just can't go anywhere.
Lady Gaga.
These waves.
Oh my Lady Gaga, goodbye. Oh, he's alive. What the fuck?
Canyon.
I'm
Genji with that ward in the river spotted so many members.
Okay.
Caps should be fine. Forced to flash out.
Honestly, Canyon's struggling to find some kills in mid and butt.
And again, the vision control.
Fimi, thank you for the 18 months of Tiron. Thank you. How are you?
Everything they needed to make these plays.
This game is bad for the heart. Is it because G2 gave Genji a ray of light, so people actually woke up and be like, wait, maybe? So people are invested into the series again? 有没有那种就是以为 G2 直接0-3被干掉，但是突然第一把赢了就有希望了，所以粉丝又开始 care 起来了。 开始在意起来了。Any thoughts? I think that's probably the psychological warfare that's happening between our heads right now.
But Senna, just now getting close to 50, not where you want to be.
50 stacks on Senna.
This game, right? Senna champion where if you have a lead, if you're playing against a melee support, you feel so good, you rapidly.
It's kind of hard to get Senna stacks this game because they have no one for the Senna to hit realistically. Because Senna can Q order, right? To trade and get hella souls, but Genji early game is so strong that she can't afford walking up and like doing the Q order trade. Ruler is cooking this game? Ruler is cooking this game, man. Holy schmoly. Is he getting IE? 他要出无尽了。Nice ward on Baron. G2 have a ward on Baron. They can't do anything about Otacon. They can only turtle and scale. 他们只能乌龟去发育，没办法呀。就塞纳瑞兹犬出来有点，哎。 又是你 Kina! Oh, he's dead. Oh, he got edged. Oh my god, he got edged. He got the flash as well. Oh my goodness, I forgot about Tom Kench ulti. 靠，被骗了。
Jovi. Broken blade. Bit of a questionable flash there from Keen, given that there's a Tom Kench standing right next to the target. Trying the burn is Canyon.
Overstaying a bit here, but Ruler waiting behind. Ruler with almost 3 items ready to go. Look at the damage.
Senna is still dead. Flash ordered by Jin. Aurora onto 3. Aurora CC. Tom Kench tried to go back in, but it missed. I think that's the fight. Oh, is that the fight? Yo. I think that's the fight. They're overplaying it. Yo, they're overplaying it. They overplayed it. They overplayed it. Keen has TP now. They overplayed it. I fucking knew it, man. I knew it. Dura is playing well this game with the flash Qs, to be fair. Dulo 这个闪现 Q 交的好帅呀！ Why do the observers change vision when coming to a fight? Because it shows
towards the top side of the map, but doesn't look like it's going to be working out. Well, the Heartsteel stack is secured, but I think Lebrov would rather have his flash. At least he has the spellbook. His Ruler taking business into his own hands in this game number 2.
And look at the difference in a game where Gen G have equivalent tools to G2. Ways to start fights. Ways to fight on their terms.
这个蛤蟆有问题 ，check his PC.
Because Lebrov doesn't have the ultimate available, right?
应该不至于把 Gen G 零封。I think when Gen G have a lead like this, they should not really.
They can stall for a good amount of time, but the fact that Chovy gets into the
game is still winnable because, like, just purely because there is Rise and Senna. It's still winnable, but it really depends if Gen G like starts shitting themselves. Like Gen G need to lose to themselves if they want to win this game. Oh, sorry, if G2 want to win this game.
Finds the free man combo, but I think at that point the fight already done, right?
Mid lane they shifted vision to show that Canyon does not know there are 3 people sitting in the bush.
A right chuckle there from Ruler. This game is going to be a lot more happy. He's again a pick.
Rise can solo the game. Deadass, I think this game is not done yet. They keep getting caught. 真G 怎么死得很莫名其妙哎？他们对面的这个阵容是发育的呀。Like they have a scaling comp. These little deaths really matter because it staggers the game. Gen G can't make plays as 4. It's really like situational.
Trusting in the
no getting out of this one. Chovy damage coming through. Broken Blade wants to save the day.
Oh wait, is that Jin? No, that's Aurora. Sorry, I thought that was.
Skewmon called out, knocked down.
He nearly pranked him actually. That was kind of ooh, a nice sidestep on the top Kench W. Barrier. Oh, he got eaten. He got eaten. Caps is DJing. Dun, 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 dun. Oh shit. Guys, this Senna is Jacula. 这个塞纳是杰克吗？请问 ？Do they have vision mid lane or did they just see Senna there? Like what's going on? 为什么塞纳能疯狂在中单死啊？有眼吗？有放眼吗？
Just so much damage.
The game is winnable. I think the game was winnable until that fight. I think with Baron it's a little bit harder now. 其实没有大龙的话还是蛮好赢的。现在有大龙有点难受起来了。Because this Baron directly plays into the next dragon, and the next dragon is soul for Gen G, and it just snowballs in a bad way. 他是 Did he walk over a ward? 他是走过刚才那个 F6 的视野了吗 He walked over the Raptor camp or what?
With Skewmon already getting blown up, no value. I think it really needed the cycle.
Yeah, I don't know where Tom Kench is, to be honest. 我说实话，我也不知道自己辅助在哪里。Nice damage from King. 这个兰博伤害还蛮高的。Like he's 1 kill, but his damage is actually crazy. Hey, no buffer.
Follow up from Doro. Broken
No
blade
buffer.
locked up. Goes golden. LeBron, 2 seconds on the ulti. Can try to save him, but if you use that ulti, you know it's easy pickings for Canyon in the next fight.
有点肉。
Caps on the side.
If LeBron's didn't go hard steal every game, it would be easier. You don't understand. He got a 1k shutdown from Ruler.
So much gold. Set to get this
he has to go hard steal. Oh, they're forcing because Trophy isn't here. They're forcing TV from Trophy. They're onto the Ruler. Oh, Ruler's dead. Ruler's dead. Both 80 carries are dead, I think. Both 80 carries are dead. But can Caps carry? Caps? Oh, they're getting onto Caps. Keen is on Caps. He's overheated. Caps is... Chovy and Keen are so fed. Wait, it's a quadra kill? Wait! Keen stole his pentakill. 我靠，五杀被偷了，五杀被自己兰博偷了。
With the TP, with the realm warp, they do find a Ruler, but unfortunately the game has destabilized.
Caps
It
is
just doesn't matter.
getting hard focused in these team fights because Senna is non-existent. Senna Wukong non-existent. Is it game over? Is it GG 씁니다? Oh, it is GG 씁니다.
Damage available here for Gen G as.
Oh, 2 inhib.
And we're about to go to
oh, it is not GG 씁니다. If this was G2, G2 try to end. 换 G2 就感觉要结束游戏了，笑死。 Wow, they're playing for double inhib plus base and then Dragon Soul. That's crazy.
Potentially giving a chance for G2 to come back. 13k, a confident victory.
好稳啊，真 G 打龙魂，怎么说？
Like 15 minutes ago, G2 threw that first Hail Mary. They've been praying ever since.
Super duper stable from.
It's Gen G with the picks, the better setup, and we're reminded what this team can do when they have that advantage. And the numbers kind of just speak for themselves, don't they?
Yeah, we see Ruler, despite the fact that
don't really feel the presence of the Wukong this game, do you? Senna is like, I don't know, Senna is like actually a CC bot.
Doesn't even have penny, just want shield bow.
Yeah.
Where is the real Athena? I ate her.
Unfortunately, still not able to really.
Okay, it's actually GG now. They have soul, and it's a 10k gold lead. All right, Europe, it's time to go back to sleep. This is where the 3 happens.
And this one with as little
欧洲可以去睡觉了，谁懂啊
？Caps does have death cap. If he can get a couple of rotations off, maybe that's something they can play towards. But everyone just goes down so quickly.
随便换个 AD 都能打吗？这个塞纳好废哦，我感觉。那他们就纯打后期15级 ，level 15 versus level 17， yeah， 被压2级，好难受啊！我这手没有对面长，怎么办 ？Nice rumble low. Caps is caught. Oh, their AOE is so nice. Eh, Jin just missed every ulti. Oh shit, he landed the last one. Oh, their AOE stack is so nice. 兰博加个阿罗拉，技再开个大招，真的要躲6样东西。They have to dodge like 6 things, bro. Oh shit, this rumble hella fed, man. Yo, I don't know about letting open the rumble. Period. 我感觉 G2 打不了兰博哎。I think G2 can't verse rumble. Like they can't play rumble and they can't give rumble.
On his team, but in this one,
wow,
I don't think there's going to be a lot of ammo because that
Arakan in Chinese, 恶塔韩.
Ludicrous.
Fun fact, walking from the stage to the resting room. Why is Trophy walking like an NPC? Why is Trophy walking like that? Trophy 这么走路有点像 NPC 啊。
Unfortunately, for G2, 1-1, but that means you still have a possible 3 games left.
Why is he walking like that?
I think they might have awoken the beast. Shocks, analysts, what do you
Why are they walking like that?
I think that Ruler connected definitely.
He's walking like a Sims character. That's just his vibe all the time.
What a clinic he couldn't miss.
That is so silly.
Yeah, and I think we're back to
the side effect of having perfect CS. Nah, that was just a vegan. Can't be real. That was a vegan ass comp. 没办法，这个阵容太吃素的。Fun fact: from the stage, the players have to walk 1 minute and 20 seconds to get to their coach room. 要走1分20秒才能到休息室。The Wukong got out damaged by the Tom Kenchman。前期的 C 竟然才1万多伤害。
It wasn't in the early game where they found those massive explosive fights. It was like death by
Alright, chat, I'm getting hungry. I'm gonna start eating my bibimbap. 我要吃我的韩式拌饭。I'll go grab it. Yes, we are also gonna be running ads during the games, so.
For me, like, yes, everyone's singing praises for Ruler. Ruler had a really good game, but it felt like Duro came in clutch too. His Halistar headbutt pulverized combo really made it clear cut for the team who they were forcing.
And I just gotta say, right, we know momentum is a lot. That moment where they end up sniping Lebrov and you just see him being.
What is BB eating?
See someone be that visibly frustrated.
G2 Valley Senna way too much after her nerf.
Doesn't touch their mental because, like, if you're Gen G, you think.
I don't mind Senna.
Yeah, you can tell
if you have Camille, Renekton, Aatrox, Jax, any bruiser, you cannot. What is happening to the broadcast? Is that my screen or is that the broadcast? I'm really scared. You cannot go Senna if your top is also a tank with a scaling mid. You cannot have 3 scaling champions. Like, I know Galio wins against Rumble laning phase, but Galio is a tank, right? He's not gonna go AP Galio. So having 3 slow-paced champion with a Senna plus Tom Kench, which has 0 engage unless you like run it down with your W. The Wukong has a lot of pressure on his shoulders, but like this comp does not work unless Wukong has 5 kills. Period. 这个阵容猴子前期没有5个头玩不了。It's just completely unplayable.
The only person they can pick a fight with is the Alistar, which is not how you want to be starting this fight off. Look at Chovy, look at Ruler and their positioning. There's no threat to them, they're not in any danger, and now G2 have lost the fight before it's even begun. And it doesn't matter if Gen G then get a bunch of kills, they will end up getting this pick onto Lebrov. The fact is that they've already gotten what they wanted, which was the objective, the control, and they made so many plays like this throughout the day.
I love the punt from Duro to be able to kick like Broken Blade out of the fight and really just punishing the position off of that one. That happened in that fight. It happened in the Grubs fight. I just felt like the Duro really played a massive factor within this game as well.
Look at my food, guys. It looks so good. Bibimbap tastes so nice. Why do they walk in like that without knocking? Maybe I don't hear the knock? Question mark. I don't know.
I know you mentioned something at the start of the show. Well, if you have to criticize something in this Gen G, you could actually leverage towards the bot lane. So for him to get this performance, of course, and to see if he can get it.
Bon appetit. Did you guys hear the knocking? I didn't hear the knocking.
It certainly is, because especially when we look at game 1,
they need to drop grubs. If they drop like that, honestly, yeah. You should hang the do not disturb on your. I didn't know, because I already got housekeeping today at like 3 o'clock, so my room is already made. So I did not know they were gonna knock my door for a rundown surface, which means they prep your bed and take out the trash for you without like doing a full deep clean when I didn't request for it. So
You are the G2 person that's supposed to guard me, okay?
Okay.
感觉很健康的样子诶。
Okay.
It was free. It was free. It was a free shot.
It happened a few times.
Gen G win. Good night. Good luck.
He was so good.
Do we actually have any G2 believers in the chat? Because obviously the most easy answer is Gen G win, right? Do we actually have any G2 believers? Like no copium, no hopium. 真的有没有 G2 的粉丝啊？就相信 G2 的。
Right now, we kind of leveled the playing field. It's now a best of 3, and historically, best of 3 versus Gen G and G2, not the best record for G2. But it's exciting to see now what the teams bring to the table. We had a strong performance in game 1 from G2, a strong performance in game 2. G2 is looking to go to the blue side and shake things up.
They are on blue.
以前日间看傻了吗？没事，我跟你一起傻。
Thank you two so much.
This is probably one of the best bibimbap I've ever had in my life. 这个可能是我吃过韩式拌饭里最好吃的一个韩式拌饭。为什么 ？It's so tasty. It's like salty as well. Nice and salty. 他们腌的菜很咸呢，很好吃哎。 I will say, I don't think Gen G is playing perfectly. They are dying randomly around a really one game. 我说实话 ，Gen G 虽然第2把赢了，但是他们的状态不是非常好，他们玩的不是非常的就是完美。I wonder why it's so salty. Is it because they like mix the salt into the bean sprouts? It's not the rice. Wait, chat. I'm gonna make a joke and you guys have to laugh at it, okay? 我开个玩笑 The team that wins today, their team name will start with a G. There you go. Alright, bye. Not funny? You're supposed to laugh. This is where you guys laugh. 不笑一下吗？不鼓励一下吗？ Thank you for the prime. Yo, W prime. After that joke, W viewer. Romeo. Hello. How enjoying Europe? EU Moss built different? Wait, you confirmed? I saw your roster move. I don't know if it's confirmed or not. Cody, 欢迎 Hello 大家早上好 Oh wait, you mean Moss is in EU? Oh, I'm assuming in a bad way. Bro, every time I swear I either watch or I don't know, hear things / play EU Mosses. That shit is actually, I don't know, man. Hi from Belgium, welcome. I'm currently in Vancouver, Canada. The pros look great, I'm enjoying it. I'm of the opinion that the top, maybe the people that can hit top 300 in EU are actually pretty good at the game, especially the pro players. Like the ceiling is much higher, but from Masters all the way to mid Grandmasters, it's probably all the same around NA, EU. Okay, maybe not Korea, but NA, EU is the same from Masters to mid GM. Not being in queue for an hour, I'm pretty sure from all the people I talked to, the queues do get pretty annoying once you're like high chow. It's like a 30-minute queue. I'm eating Hanshi拌饭，我早上订的。Super tasty. Holy shit! I actually look like I lost so much weight. 我真的看起来瘦很多哎。My arms look. Wait. Oh my god, the lighting is good. Let me do a flex. Don't ask me why my hand is shaking. Don't ask me why my hand is shaking. Don't ask why my hand is shaking. Stick? What the hell? 有点中午弹幕吗？有的呢。Don't ask me why my hand was shaking. I don't know. My hand shakes when I hold the flex. Is your wait? Are you supposed to shake when you're trying to flex your muscle? I don't know if that's a thing, bro. I don't know. Trying to flex for the first time. Wait, maybe my other arm is like, maybe my other arm is more built. Give me a second chance. Give me a second chance. Oh shit, you can't see it here. The lighting is only good on this arm. Fuck. My left arm looks like a stick. If you overdo it, bro, I did it like 3 times. 我现在一直在去健身房，有没有点小肌肉 ？The green arm? Shut up. We're all League of Legends players here. Come on. Okay, one of my happiest like changes about the human society in recent years is gymming has become so popularized and normalized for like even younger people to start gymming from a young age. They're very like health conscious, you know.
Ruler, patience in the JDG logo. Gen.G committed so much to the midway play, trying to get Drake. Might be greedy, but G2, do they have the damage to punish?
There's that one guy. I said gym. I said gymming, not G-min. Do you guys see that BTS is doing a world tour next year? Bangtan 少年团. Wait, his foot is on his leg. 他的脚怎么架在这儿了?
Frustration on the face of LeBron. Frustration for
Fun fact,
G2.
I don't realize this, but a lot of the pro players take off their shoes while they're playing. 跟你们说个小秘密，很多选手会把鞋子脱了，一边玩游戏一边脱鞋穿。哦，玩游戏。You just can't see it yourself. Isn't that kind of funny?
Doubt begins to settle in. G2 now on blue side. We'll see what they can do.
Always love to see me some cosplay as we get into the draft. Game number 3, 1-1.
还没退役吗？没有退役啊，他们明年说要去搞 World Tour。光脚打游戏们肯定穿袜子了呀。
Nothing too shocking there. TF going to remain.
Like they have their socks, but they don't have shoes on.
And with Fearless.
3% of Japanese people go to the gym, but they're much healthier in Western societies. Have like 20% gym culture. Yeah, have you seen the grocery stores, man?
Slowly.
A large Japanese Coca-Cola at McDonald's is like
takeaway, I think, very solid.
Micro-sized for US standards.
So much. That is a B1 Victor to come through here for Caps.
The first time we've seen Victor at MSI thus far. Of course, the 16th game, G2 have already
Vi got her first win
stage,
in like
the third for Gen.G.
6 games.
现
在位的胜率是1-6 1 to 6.
G2's most successful
Wait, 1 to 5, sorry.
Perhaps a pivot
1-5.
from the previous philosophy, looking to enable another member as Caps. Forced to blind pick against
Generous G2, they always have your back. Bro, they don't got no one's back.
Combination. Reliable engage for Duro once again. We saw what the Alistair could do.
I gave them my feelings. You know that Christmas song? I think it goes something like.
And the big thing is that
last Christmas I gave you my heart, but the very next MSI you gave it away. This year to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone worthy.
For safety. A lot of poke already available here, and the Rel is one of the few engaged supports still left is going to come through here. But I think that that Nautilus being able to get away with just blinding that definitely a really powerful thing.
Rel
also
into
already with just
MF
that pick,
Nautilus.
Such good setup for MF, which is something we always look towards because let's be real.
You have the confidence to sing on stream now. It's because I've embarrassed myself too many times where singing is no longer the most embarrassing thing that I've said/done on stream. So
you get out of lane and you just kind of get buffed. Oh boy.
I've done much less.
If you've missed it somehow.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah.
For Keen. Something to be feared, most certainly. So we're going to have to respect, but also important to note about the rel, incredible comfort pick for Lebrov. Last year, known sort of negatively as a rel merchant, a rel enthusiast, but does get that comfort pick. See if he can make it work.
What would you play into Keen Sante?
Topside blind pick for Gen G. Happy to just have something stable for Keen. Already got to show off on that Rumble.
The bar is tweaking me out, bro. That bar is actually tweaking me out. Stop it, stop it, stop it.
As well as into
oh my god, the UI is so broken.
Taking away a lot of tankiness and having the ability to just interrupt the ultimate without too much of a hassle.
I just ate like a piece of something and it tastes very smelly. Like, I don't know if that makes sense.
Is going to be looking to pick
BB Warg round 2? Bro, I'm begging the G2 people. I'm begging, I'm going to beg if they win. Either today or... But I'm going to beg them to do a video with BB if he picks Warg. I'm legit praying. I'm legit praying.
Good team do it. With Tarzan for
I have the perfect video for Broken Blade. I'm gonna beg on my knees. I will beg. 我真的要去求 G2 去拍视频，真的有个特别搞笑的梗。
I'm feeling the Nidalee. Cassante and Nidalee is a combo that Gen G is playing.
I don't play League, but it's I'd, I guess. What the fuck? L marketing.
I wonder if that's gonna be the ban away here, or they're gonna go for something like the Silas instead, trying to ensure that Caps gets a good matchup.
Banning away the Poppy.
Taken away.
What are they gonna play top lane? I like the Poppy top lane, to be honest. How can you even taste smells?
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, the nose and the mouth is connected, so
Sky.
Yeah.
In the debate,
you can definitely taste something you smell and smell something you taste.
Last time around. What?
Anyways, the only way I could describe that was it was a smelly taste.
Gen G still with the luxury of counter pick. Go for one of the higher prior jungles or.
What is Canyon gonna pick jungle? This seems like a Viego Annie type of game or something. No, maybe not Annie into. Ooh, Oriana with a hard engaged jungler is also really fun.
Oriana and like
Nocturne Oriana? Nocturne Neferi?
I think we could
don't really like Neferi into Victor Ezreal. They have a bit too much self-peel. Same for Nocturne, but.
And Jarvan combined with MF, I think is something that always you're going to be generally be feeling pretty good about. A classic system as well.
Is Trovy not awake, bro?
Really solid combo tools on the side of Gen G if they can find those multi-man
Gnar.
It was just earlier in the tournament that we saw
Gnar into Cassante is fine, yeah.
By BLG. To find those full channel ultimates.
Gnar is a handshake champion, it's fine.
But now the Gnar. Safe. Obviously
what is Skimo gonna play?
Cassante finds a way to get kill pressure, finds a way to set you up against the wall past that level 6, but some decent tools.
There's no Zin either.
I'm
not very familiar with the jungle meta right now. I don't know why my brain is blanking.
Doesn't feel
broken
as
brain
synergistic
me.
As it did before.
Jarvan into double immobile.
Locking in the J4, and what you said about the lockup onto the Victor just as true for the MF and the Oriana.
I already finished game 1, game 2. Oh, you mean I already finished game 1 and Gamers 2? That's amazing. My goat.
Set up for him, get big ultimates. Same for the Victor.
Lee Sin.
And it's not the most orthodox ball delivery system, but it's one that
I don't like any champion into Ezreal Victor that needs to deliver the ball in. It's just an annoying game to play, isn't it? Imagine trying to flank Ezreal Victor, like that shit is just nasty. But you have to because you played Oriana, or you picked Oriana.
Obviously,
what's an Islet making a Lee song? The new Islet song is pretty good. I don't know about them making a Lee song though. They already got Nugent. I don't know if I want to do it again.
But a champion that we've always said scales with player skill. Well,
Sejuani and Jarvan both good here. I like the Jarvan more. Jarvan has more early game agency, like super early game agency. We're trying like level 2. Alright, chat. We are going to run ads. If you like to vote ads, make sure to just tune on Twitch Prime to vote ads for the month. If not, that's okay. We will be heading into a best of 3 now between Gen G and G2, where both teams need to win either 2 games to proceed into the next round, and it is 1-1 with Gen G just winning.
I think his 1 spike is fine, but it's not nearly as strong as in the map, right? There's a reason why this pick has been highly prioritized. It's because very early on, you're able to get control.
哎呀，G2还没赢呢，你不要瞎说。你有可能真 G 就没睡醒了。万一呢？
Okay, well that's just too adorable. Now you have to.
It's fine. We get to game 5.
Someone has to pick Teemo.
R5 Teemo, baby.
Hans my goat. Remember to flash.
The other team's going to be bad people. They don't do it. Pressure's on, boys. You thought it was
That's
Duro.
so funny.
You have to worry about disappointing that adorable little girl.
I want the Clash of Whole Legend skin, but I don't want to be a laughing stock. What do I do?
Teemo enthusiasts. But here we are. Series tied.
You don't play League of Legends. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Official cool streamer. I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Not for me. Not for me.
Now we can calm down. Though I don't think anything's gonna happen.
Oh my god, I'm floating again.
But with Jarvan and Lee Sin on the server in the game.
Oh shit! Now I'm covering a bit of the camera.
Always that potential for early action. Is Canyon spotted out there?
Duro, I'm gonna go for anything crazy. So we do see Ansama also going for the barrier, and Genji with the Orianna ball just gets.
Wait! We're back! Oh my god, we have the normal HUD. I'm gonna fucking bust. I was like, why are their icons so small on their side? Oh my god, the HUD is back! Oh, Shibasta Kia! Oh, beautiful, beautiful! Oh, beautiful, so beautiful! Is the replay HUD? Oh, it's fine, I don't care. We just can't see gold diff between players.
The mobility in jungle fights is crazy. When it comes to the ganking power though,
can't see gold diff， 看不到经济差距，但是我觉得还 OK， 没事，我们可以换。We have to sacrifice something.
Could see a little cheese gank.
Oh, God bless, bro. God bless.
Not surprising to see Canyon start on the top side, exactly because of what you said. The one lane that he has reliable setup in is the bottom lane, but perhaps instead looking to leverage the level 2 spike. Does have vision. You win the 1v1. You absolutely do.
Oh, nice ward. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. It hurts. He fucking missed Q.
Divine intervention to keep Skumon standing there.
But he doesn't have smite. Canyon does.
Oh, he's resetting it. No Q cooldown. I gets it.
I mean, respect to Skumon. That was a very confident back the second you see the ward there.
Hongkyu's birthday? Hongkyu's birthday is on the 2nd. I'm also on the 2nd. Yo, people born on the 2nd are really, really cool, including me.
Damage is done. Chovy fighting as hard as he can here, and Caps is able to trade.
Chat, who wins mid 1v1 from purely trading? 8条打维克托，前期这种换血谁赢啊 I think both champions are quite annoying to lane against.
An early pressure lead. Canyon, I imagine, gonna go base, immediately run towards his bot side. He does win the 1v1 against this Jarvan, but he needs to be careful because
champions are turbo cringe.
Make their way over with the crowd
early game laning.
He could be in trouble.
How about Victor just becomes more cringe the longer the game goes.
Initial damage on a ruler. They're gonna get the cleanse. Lebrov not sticking around too long. Positive trade. The G2 bottom lane looking to keep the pressure up.
And they just want to ensure that they have the opportunity to roam, right? Even if Lebrov doesn't
Will we see Trophy Smolder? I think Gen G, if they pick Smolder, G2 have a very good answer on versing Smolder, because throughout the entire LEC this split, there were a couple teams that kept playing Smolder AD carry because they prioritized Senna themselves, and G2 would play something like Camille that can really lock down and force plays early or mid-game, so Smolder could never like get to that stage of the game, which I really liked from G2. So I don't know if they will play Smolder, but I hope and I trust that G2 have a plan if the Smolder does
only the blue
get
buff
picked.
on the top side from G2 he was not able to take. Skumon.
Victor probably out-trades the Orianna before first base. After first base, Orianna should win the trades with Tier.
Broken Blade is locked up.
Nani?
To go mega,
What's in the deal?
Luckily able to hop out to safety.
Ooh. Keen.
Keen, level 4. Lebrov taking his time.
He's fine. He's a Riot champion.
Tanking tower, forced to flash.
Fuck my bot lane. My bot lane.
I mean, this is the thing about Kazante.
No.
The Q doesn't actually work out. You can't go in with the
That's
W,
so
but LeBron
funny.
gets dragged back into the turret.
Oh
and
man, that's gonna shock. That
obviously
shocks.
Genji again going for this
Nice
swap.
show, nice show.
Immediately having Ruler and Duro show on top side, which for Broken Blade, again, is going to be one of those situations where as Dinar, you're not happy. You want to be in that 1v1, want to try and use that range advantage within the 1v2, especially as Mininar. You do not have any control of this wave.
So much credit to Gen G as they find yet another hook here, but their lane assignments have been solid. In both
Didn't he
game
just come
2
back?
and
Holy
game
shit.
3, G2 consistently put in this position where they can't find optimal lane matchups as Skumon starts to walk forward into Ruler, but again, Flag and Drag is all your damage. Martial Cadence, a little bit more to follow.
Oh my god, the aura.
Just
The aura on Ruler.
Wave that big.
Yo, please no.
Way is Hans.
Ah, what am I?
That looks a lot different if level 6 is there for Keen as Gen G refuses.
Flash Q, auto on Rel. Rel no flash. Rel should die. Uh-oh. Ignite? 1 HP? Flash E? Oh! Oh, Shibasekia, he had an extra pot running. Oh, what the fuck is the point of the damage on the MFE, bro? That shit is the most useless thing I've ever seen in my life outside of the slow. Did he get it? Did he get the smite? I didn't see. Oh, that's flash from both Duro and Ruler. That is really, really big. 2 flash for 0 flash, by the way. Oh my god, it's so nice seeing the HUD on the sides because I can actually look at the flashes now because my eyes just naturally go there. Oh, it's so beautiful. 我的眼睛直接往左边一刷，往右边一看，闪现就有叫什么技能 CD 就在那里，可以看到下路交闪了，对不对？爽。
For Labrov, keeping him alive there. Big win for G2.
To be fair, I thought he was dead too.
Well, I mean, wheeled it.
Just about 100% sure.
Be careful. Oh shit, my bad.
Not quite though, as Ansama trying to keep pressure
Just
on the
wanted
top
to say
side.
that.
Joro playing
See the flashes now instantly.
aggressively
Nice.
in this game 3, not hesitating to burn the flash. As Keen now taking over to level 6, puts Broken Blade in an awkward position. Gnar, yes, he's that ranged champion, but he's so
got it. Oh,
range
Skimo got
early,
the...
so it makes it easy for Keen. Not quite able to get Q3. Joro.
Nothing.
It's a little aggressive on the top side, but there's no immediate fault from Ruler. Wants to clear out the rest of those creeps. Blade forced now to recall. In the meantime, Canyon staying ahead only by a single camp, but so much aggressive play from Gen G has really shut down Scumon's ability to interact with the map at all on Jarvan. Champion who needs to get it done is LeBron.
No flash, to be fair.
Aftershock proc, so
one more Q, one more Q. I know you got it in you, bruh. One more Q. Ah, shit, that went to the tower. What the hell?
As long as Hans isn't friend, particularly pre-first item spike for Ruler, see that G2 bot lane able to consistently fight. And in game number 2, I think G2 definitely went a little bit too crazy as Ruler. Oh,
okay.
Oh, nice hook to cancel the Rel W, actually. Nice block on the Ezreal W. Yo, Ruler got fists. Jarvan's around the corner. Jarvan's not... Oh, Jarvan's spotted. Right?
Canyon's here too.
Yeah.
Level 6 Lee Sin.
Oh, he's gonna have to block it.
Takes his time. Back steps. EQ through.
Go block?
Canyon not going for anything too stylish. Remember, he already invaded. He already slowed down Scumont. Denied camps. Is ahead in XP. The Jarvan, the champion that
no
really
flash for like
get
another
these
2 minutes.
Hasn't been able to find anything
on MF until the next 5, but Jarvan is not even 6. Oh my Lady Gaga, this guy needs to flash.
Instead,
oh my Lady Gaga, bro.
And this is brutal from Gen G. It doesn't look like much. It's only a 500 gold lead, but they're just shutting down all the avenues of attack that G2's composition can bring to bear.
Well, the big thing is, again, G2 is always left responding, right?
So another 3 grubs to Gen G. Dude, I don't think G2's gotten any grubs the entire series.
3 minions every single
wave. Only got 1 and he left. He wants Dragon too.
Something that Gen G have really relied on. And no kills have gone over yet the gold lead keeps on growing. As for now, G2, again, the thing I want to see them improve from game number 1 is do not fall for these early fights. I do think you have a little bit more power with the Jarvan as well as the Ezreal, but you need to be very, very careful playing into that enough, playing into the Nautilus and the Lee. That free unit has
Orianna
so
is genuinely shitting on the Victor.
X-Flash.
Yes, flash, yes, barrier.
It's the auto, hook back, just on the edge of tower range.
Oh my god, that fucking tower damage was crazy. Yo, where's the support? Where is LeBron?
Canyon just kicks him into the wall, knocks him down. First blood for the side of Gen G.
And there, Duro again over the wall.
Just play safe, don't worry.
Big play, sets it up, and Hans
just play safe, don't worry.
Doesn't have the ability to even thin out the wave. So
the MFO completely whipped.
Just walk in. and I've seen many of Canyon's teams play for him, but the fact that he's on Lee Sin,
why is LeBron like
this isn't generally a champion that you see go.
This is like when I play support. You know, window shopping.
G2 do keep control of that 100%.
LeBron is window shopping.
And one of the criticisms that G2 and Gen G both share with their respective expectations is jungle support synergy, right? Canyon and Duro not always on the same page. Some moments of brilliance, to be sure, but this game, doing everything.
No, bro, he's just a traveler. He just walks around the map all the time. That's honestly me. Oh shit, they're bringing back the old HUD.
As well as the previous.
You know what? I'll give you one last chance.
Instead, it's a single kill, but still, you can see
I have to give
1.3k gold lead in the previous games. G2 was always able to grab that first Drake, even if they had to concede the grubs. It's just not the case in game 3.
And Caps and Chovy both using the TP.
Wait, we got the best. We got the best alteration. We got the old. We got the old like scoreboard plus the players with pretty faces. Oh my god.
Rob still walking forward.
The Bulldog is always roaming. That's why Hans is suffering a lot these games. Okay, I wouldn't call that roaming. Bro's not getting anything done on the other side of the map. Roaming is when you make cross-map plays, alright? This is called actually window shopping. 就像我太太在那里逛街，你知道吗？就是不是就梦游 ，like sleepwalking.
Looks like most of the CS slate actually with Keen.
A text? I don't even know where my phone is, to be honest.
Also Chovy, decent amount, but I think that is also Caps having to be very mindful of where Canyon is. The threat of this Lee always there. First item now approaching. Early Dragon though, again going over to G2 does mean that I hope that they kind of relent from what they did in game number 2, because you're again looking at a Rod of Ages. Did finish relatively early, right? We see Caps already with that in his inventory, but on Sama, it's really the 2-item spike that you want to get towards Azezreal. Both the Triforce as well as a transformation.
Sorry, I can't see. My screen is too small. He didn't have
all. Because otherwise...
Another 20 CS difference?
Into MF. The upfront burst and DPS just isn't quite
Are you talking about top lane? No. To be fair, he was lane swapped on. It was quite annoying for the Gnar. He is gonna be Mega Gnar soon. There. Oh my god, he died. He didn't even flash.
No chance of a counter punch.
Yo, I think Genji's awake.
That's a heartbreaker.
Yo.
Skewn's there.
I think Genji's awake.
For an opportunity to keep his teammates safe, but there's just too
兄弟
much
们
burst
，Genji 好像醒
available.
了。
And Broken Blade with flash up
闹剧
especially.
结束了，
If
兄
you
弟
stall
们
for even a second there, Skewman can come in. Could have been a big moment, a big turnaround, but instead, the snowball continues. Canyon now a second kill.
G2 need to get told about flashes. To be fair, I think the Gnar's flash is way more valuable, so it's whatever. He just, whatever.
Small compounding leads, because now, 12 minutes in, 2k gold
Gnar flash
lead
is super valuable.
It's brutal. G2 are being bled out.
But this time, again, I'm looking at how are these Herald fights going to get played out, and are G2 going to not take the risk in game number 1? Because this time around, I think Genji...
At what point does it become valuable? Next objective fight, the Gnar flash is very, very important.
Obviously, MF can struggle.
Gnar flash, Dragon flash, super big for team fights. And also Rel flash.
Canyon was there, ready to follow up.
Right now, Genji don't have Lee Sin flash.
Here. Does he want to be?
Rob poking back. Keeping an eye, of course, on the next major objective. You said yourself 2 minutes till that Herald spawns.
Oh my god, Roa,
G2 now being cleared out by
Sundered
Chovy.
Sky, Bloodthirster. Genji的装备有点恐怖啊，兄弟们。
Bloodthirster completed for Ruler. Still opting to go bot lane, but if he wants to go mid, it's pretty impossible to get him out of that lane without more support in the 1v1. He just heals up any potential poke.
Oh, does he cook? Oh, he does not cook.
Caps not going to be found by that Q. Is it a false
Does Duro cook? Duro is going to try and flash over the wall. Whoa.
No, Duro sounding better because Qmon showed on that ward. I think the moment he shows, you know you can't go for that play. But what doesn't work in mid?
I really like this ward on Krugs.
Everywhere. Canyon at least has been spotted on
I don't know
the
if
ward.
like it tells you much, but every time I put a ward there, it always tells me a lot of information about where the enemy team is roaming and which side they're forcing. Like if the enemy jungle does the Krug slash, you see the jungler, obviously the jungler's there. If the jungler is not on the Krug, therefore he is either on the way or he is on the other side of the map. So you don't have to be too scared as a bot laner.
And Ruler's going to shrug off this entire amount of damage you were able to do in just a wave as the dragon is imminent. We'll see what the next Drake is going to be.
Keen, Q3 ready to go. Broken Blade forced a double jump there.
2 levels down.
Are we like slowly going back to the new HUD? I can't tell. I think the like scores for the two teams, like the 1 point is the new one, right? And we have the player icons as well.
I don't
know.
Team firepower is still there, particularly if they're able to get this Mega Gnar
okay.
to a fight.
At least in game, nothing is broken. I swear to God, if I get another like 30-minute break,
keeping him on the back foot.
I'm gonna cry.
And outside of mid lane, where Caps is doing relatively well, staying toe-to-toe in CS, they're just losing in Prio in so many different places. And Ezreal is supposed to be that champion that you can park in mid. He has the ulti, he has that extra range, who can always get you push, but
I don't know. I don't know if I like G2's comp enough for them to like give to be behind first of all, and then to also give everything over.
I know everyone always says that Gen G is boring, but I swear it's not. I'm not being helped by the gameplay here, Dracos. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe for the viewer, but G2 are being tortured right now. I do not think that's very boring. This is excruciating. They're being methodical.
Oh, I just realized we have LEC and LCK classes for today.
Hoping to look for an angle here.
Femtech Drake again.
Canyon forward.
Yo, this guy good? I'm trying to eat food.
Flashes out. Another major playmaking tool gone, and I think they might just have to concede the objective here. They have vision, they have the crab to at least know that it's happening. They saw Lee Sin go over the wall.
Oh my god, Skimon and LeBron are slowly becoming vegan again. Oh hell no.
So now as G2, you're
完了
not really in a position to contest this because of the mid lane play. So you are now going to rotate your bot lane back up towards that top lane, at least try and match the pressure, but that means that Keen gets the opportunity. He has TP, by the way, so even if you try to contest her while you're a member down, you don't really get to. And another wave goes into the turret, and that gold
I think his parents
for Keen is
are
keep getting bigger as Gen G.
Like his grandparents are Chinese.
Masterclass early on, pick up the Rift Herald and give up basically nothing.
Come on, start speaking some Chinese.
Slowly further ahead.
LeBron maybe looks to cancel a recall here, but still really good vision from Gen G.
His
Can't
parents are
afford to step too far
Cambodian?
forward, even with his team there to back him up. And I think one of the terrifying things about this Gen G lineup is just about anyone on this team can step up and carry. Last game it felt like it was Ruler.
Even Chinese can't save this game.
This game, Canyon and Duro really setting the pace as Keen just continues to win out in the 1v1.
I'm dead, bro. I thought he's AD carry.
Two members that
oh my god, do you guys know that Vine?
One way or another,
God, I think I'm so old for like mentioning Vine. It's like,
the opportunity and you
it's like, wait, you're lesbian? I thought you were American.
Caps maybe will be able to actually, once they're locked in,
that fucking meme always cracks me up, bro. I don't know.
It is so
that just gave,
hard
like, it just gave that.
I think there's so much damage on Gen G. All the carries are obviously sitting on the lead as well. And while it
did you hear the boo?
I
did not hear the boo, no. I was too busy laughing at my own jokes
outside
again.
of top lane, it's still, those little moments are going to matter when it comes to every single one of these skirmishes.
I mean, a story of little moments for both sides, right? It's safe to say. As we see, even in mid lane.
I do like the top HUD, though. The top HUD is nice.
Firing back with the red buff.
Quality of life change for the top HUD.
With those Sheen procs, but again, every time there's a creep wave,
the thing,
heal up that little bit extra.
They have double poke into MF, and MF has BT. So they kind of have to get a 100 to 0 type of like combo up on the MF, or
but again, Duro is
like they have to bust their load quick, you know?
Oh, the vision is always solid. Chovy might still be in trouble here, but it's such a gamble. G2 are kind of forced to make this play because
oh my god, they're making a play. They're making a play on the Duro. No damage, no damage. Oh my god, they're gonna double ult for this guy. Oh shit, they do have damage. They even triple ulted for that. Ezreal, no ulti. Yo, no one going mid.
Gen G though respond. They might not have to get the kill, but they get the tower.
Stopping the base. Dragon, no up.
Walk away. I'm getting stone cold from Chovy.
700 gold difference between 80 carries, and Ezreal cannot walk back into mid wave.
With the herald he grabs earlier is set to break mid. Hansama.
Oh my god!
Immediately tries to get out.
他们在干嘛？没有大招，你在干嘛？ You don't have ulti, bro.
And down he goes. Oh, Canyon!
Did he do that on purpose?
That was a misclick, if that was intentional, because if that was intentional, that was insanely.
Did he do that on purpose? Yo, this guy knows how to drift! Yo, this guy knows how to drift! Yo, why did Ezreal move up? This would have never happened if Ezreal didn't move up. 医生干嘛往上靠啊？靠！我靠！ If Ezreal just sat mid, it would have been fine. He would have also had ult to clear the wave.
Canyon is just styling on
What do you even say? It's a double limb bracket, but still he's styling like it's a regular season game.
Canyon is so good. Okay, I think he accidentally clicked the Rift Herald too early. Thoughts?
For what it's worth, though, as a side note, and I think that's the only criticism I have for Canyon in this game.
三叔这个先锋是不是不小心按到太早了？太早按到了。
Gold lead increased to 5.5k, and Gen G going to be looking towards the Camtech, and as mentioned, there are some games.
I
where
think he wanted to
Camtech
do that.
In this scenario, with the amount of shielding, lifesteal, and a Cassante.
And again, I don't love this metaphor, but it's apt. It's the frog in the pot of water that's slowly heating up. And I think G2 know that water is boiling now. The goal discrepancy feels insurmountable from a team that has just been surgical in their precision in this game. Skewmont looking for an angle. Again, the combo, you highlighted it so many times. The second item around the corner for Hans.
Well, if they can get on top of two of the members, there's still an angle.
G2's out of gas, I feel like.
I don't think they know, but now they
I feel like they are seriously out of gas. He needs to somehow buffer the Cassandra. Oh shit, he got buffered himself. Flash? Cassandra's flash? Ooh, nice choke by MF.
Not as much damage as I thought it'd be.
Victor's on his way.
Chunks them out.
Hi, Mama! The Q landed.
Wave hits.
Alright, it's only second dragon. We can keep going. I mean, keep giving.
TP might not have the all up, but might not need it as well. Yeah, they can't fight this. There's no shot.
It's a second dragon at 20 minutes.
To get the pick onto Keen there, but the rest of the team is ready.
Duro waiting over the wall just to make sure they're not risking the 50-50.
What, does BB want to steal with a little boomerang?
I really want to highlight here. Again, we talk about what do you need to do.
What is that ward? It just spun like 3 times in the middle of the lane.
When it comes to the item spikes, you're always going to be a little on the back foot. But first, let's take another look at this play, because this was kind of insane. When Canyon is there, I just don't think you can go for a play. Right? Canyon's own Hans, so Ruler isn't even remotely
Why does Scuman even bother EQing
He goes for the Q. I think, I'm now looking at it, he wanted to get the execute damage, and then as soon as he does,
I'm pretty sure he clicked the Rift Herald too early. Because burning MFO for like 1 HP is not worth. The coach, the coach,
I'm to react when you see something that disgusting. Like,
what? Disgusting?
Nasty plays. LeBron's been caught out. Canyon finds another alongside Chovy, and it's Caps in the meantime. Otacon backing him up, lowering some of those resistances, but he has to get the hell out. Canyon still going.
Canyon no flash. Oh my god, what the fuck is that Q cooldown?
Dashes through.
Ooh! Hits 2. Oh, it's my dude!
Let alone the physical damage.
Holy fucking shit, bro. Oh my god, Canyon's 1v9. Oh, wait, what? Wait, what? How did that Ezreal just ulti Lee Sin to the face after all that? What?
Gen G losing that game 1 must have been
bro, that was super swag, and then he just died.
G2 now. Dracos, I want you to cast your mind back to 2019.
Wow.
Canyon back down.
Did you see that smite Q? That was nasty. 我靠，他惩戒去杀小兵，然后 Q 才中的
I
位
had。always thought that Showmaker took that way more personal. I'm not so sure.
Alright, this game is super dead. I don't see no like life behind
he does go
G2.
down in the very end.
Lebrov and Skewmon are super lifeless to me this game.
I think they want to try and get at least a semblance of
G2
control
的
around
辅
this
助跟打野真的一点声音都没有。
for a Hail Mary play, but they just don't have the Caps doesn't have the items to do anything to Canyon, and neither does Skewmon.
Dude, look at these Qs. 他在开挂。Fucking war jump ulti smite Q.
Just making it look effortless. The mechanics are clean,
Wait,
and of course,
was that Skewmon smite? I thought he smited a minion for the Q to land. Oh well. How did Lee Sin die? Hello? Lee Sin.
That gets the shutdown, and out of all members, that's the one where you wanted the Skewmon going in on that flag and drag as Ruler just leisurely walks to the
Ezreal, oh, I know, but like, how does he die to a point blank Ezreal? I don't know. That's a bit ridiculous.
I'm surprised he didn't call for a penna. That's usually what he starts
language,
with.
You know? We know exactly what that meant.
我能不能我说一句难听的，我真的巨讨厌今年 G2 的辅助，我觉得他太怂了。他太怂了，不好玩，不好看，还不如前几年的 Miki 呢。Your 3-1 prediction is looking more and more likely. Dude, I knew it. I'm pretty good at doing international predictions.
G2 praying for a mistake, hoping to find an angle that Gen G haven't anticipated, but Gen G just have so
when the Gert ult, you just take it. You would want to get ulted by Canyon.
Goes in. Skewmon doesn't really have another angle, but whoops to flag and drag out and
没有疯狗的感觉吗？这是纯吃素的小狗好吗？
Of contesting the Baron when it spawns.
Yeah, if there was
but it's still a minute away because it's only 23 minutes, so they're just gonna go for Otacon.
纯吃素的。
If he got flash out of
打野差距吗？
I think it's worth, you know,
我感觉其实这样子的，他们新找的打野其实蛮惨的，因为他新找的打野他玩的这种操作还是蛮好的，但是辅助太怂，自己想去忙其他的事情。 也不太好做事，就很惨。对面打野天天带个辅助，想干什么都不让你去做，你自己辅助在那里睡叫什么？ sleepwalk 叫什么？
appreciate the perspective from G2 what you can hold on to hope for, but
梦游。
Okay, I'm a glass half full kind of guy.
I respect that. I respect your optimism.
And no matter
自己辅助在那里
what,
梦
some
游。
might call that
AD 这把第一头死的好惨呀。
Sometimes you need the Delulu.
You gotta find an angle.
Well, your angle,
I'm working on it.
Your angle you mentioned previously.
就这个辅助感觉很没特别没有存在感，你 know？
Does need like 2 more.
Okay. Yeah. So that option's gone. So we're waiting for 4 items.
Or maybe just 3. Maybe that cap is enough.
Canyon kicking the fight off. Trying to sidestep. Lebrov, not sure if he wants
Did
to
you need to get out of the Korean draft thing? Are you saying they should start playing War top lane?
Caught out on the side, shifts over the wall, but now it's
Yo, my AD carry just got fucking flash altered by Nautilus in mid lane.
Might be able to escape with his life.
靠了，自己 AD 在中路被对面辅助闪现加大招，自己辅助在那里逛街。
Isolated on side. Broke away a lot of CC. Should just be able to run him down. Flashing over. Looks like the pick on the side lane. Shut down for G2.
That's a big pick. TP invested, but you'll take that. Flash used there by Broken Blade, but still, big win.
It shows when you kill Scuttlecrab now.
Maybe it allows
Skimmer's
you
level
to
12.
make
What is Canyon?
at least some
15.
moves towards this dragon, but Genji unrelenting.
Okay, Otacon is kind of broken though.
No one's answering
It's
him.
8 flowers to 26. Is that 26? I don't know. I hope
Hoping
so.
to find an even fight with Keen. Not in the area. TPing back to mid lane though after knocking down that tier 2. Genji holding on to that 7.5k gold lead.
You gotta
G2
try.
no ultis though.
You gotta try.
No ulti on the Victor.
No flash on Ezreal. Oh my god, Caps went in.
Ulti goes in from Lebrov.
小帽在坑里面呐。Yo, the Gnar is not mega! Oh, he's mega! 3-man Gnarl! 2-man knockup! Oh, they didn't get dragon.
The Cassante just generating so much space. They
好
finally
硬
hit
的
the
葵，
combo.
好硬的葵。
Too damn late, Genji.
Hello? This Cassante just 1v3. This Cassante actually just 1v3? Keen Sante's Cassante is a bit too strong, isn't he? Oh, he's barrier. Oh, low-key baiting, low-key baiting. Oh, dodge on the Q. LeBron? LeBron just gave a free Q! Oh, fuck, bro. 刚才三叔的 Q 打中了自己的辅助，然后那个盲僧跳过来闪现交易，真的好惨呀！
Jovi shows up wondering what happened to the party.
That's so
he
funny,
thought he
bro.
was invited.
It's GG. It's fucking GG, bro. Like, even if they don't end this game, it's already GG like 10 minutes ago.
As this game number 2 was an immense blow.
宣布新辅助吗？我说实话，我上我也不行，我只能说，真的没意思，看的没意思。我们跟娜美都比他凶。
What do you even say after a game like that? Genji, they took control, literally starting level 2. Canyon started
How did G2
invading,
win one game?
and from that point onward, there was absolutely no semblance of control for G2.
Sorry, Caps just decided to go
that
Super
was behind
Saiyan.
on tempo, that couldn't respond, that was
Caps decided to go Super Saiyan.
Canyon was showing up on vision, taking
Okay,
away
I don't think
Krug
they
here,
look
taking away
weird. I
Grub
think
there,
their jacket
threatening
sleeves
it
make
all
them
in, one way
look
or
like they
another.
have weird arms. 他们这个外套看起来，他们的手，
thus far, Twitch subscribers enjoy additional benefits like
他们这个
custom
手的
chat
形
emotes,
状，这个
badges,
肩
ad-free
膀，
viewing,
整
and
个
more.
胳膊的
Riot also
形状都
allocates
很
a
奇
portion of the
怪。
proceeds to the global revenue pool, which directly supports the leagues and the teams in the LoL esports ecosystem. You can subscribe now to unlock the Not Like This
Hey, leave
way
my goats
in-game
alone.
And Genji,
Bro, they look like wide Whippo.
definitively to match
Look at Trophy
point.
in the middle.
So
He took off
Josh,
his jacket,
what's
now he
Stats
looks
got for us?
kind of okay.
We're getting a ruler masterclass in game 2.
Maybe they're all AI.
Masterclass in game 3.
I think G2 are closer to being AI.
Can we get a not like this G2 emote? Is that an option? It's not looking good, guys.
Goodness.
Well,
That was like
this is going
the
more
face.
to expectation, guys.
Like from a horse?
And again, like from a horse.
Okay, I'm gonna thank the G2 social media team for this layup, but this is like game 1. Game 2.
And then that's what their faces looked like after the Lee Sin was done with it. Like, that was vicious. Like, what an impressive performance from Canyon. Like, we think back to the draft,
真的醒了，兄弟们 ！Canyon 的盲僧太帅了，下把爆女绝点了。
Yeah, Jarvan makes a lot of sense here. You can see that G2's gone for a very much team fight comp. But the moment you lock in the Jarvan, like, That is Canyon saying, oh, I played this matchup many times before, and I know exactly how to abuse it from level 1, what, level 2?
Level 2.
He was already in the enemy jungle. He was trying to be a menace. He was making it impossible for Skumon to do anything.
What I thought was going to happen, he was going to take topside, go and harass him in the red side jungle.
Wait. What's going on with Wild Rift? Wild Rift just announced that they have Summer Party, Samira, and Katarina. They go pool party but better. They go pool party but better. What? 不公平, not fair. Aren't these skins like $2 billion now that I think about it? Yo, I'm this guy. I'm Rising Rue Mommy. That's me, man. Can you zoom in on the skin? On Katarina? Yo, I'm gonna have a summer party. Keep those hands above the table, please. Nice dress to cosplay. What is there to cosplay, bro? She's wearing nothing. I'm gonna have my whole ass out if I cosplay this. I'm good, bro. Exactly. I'll do it if you do it. You have to wear the thong first. I'll do it. I have no shame. Oh my god, bro. No, you all have to do it. Not just one person. I don't really like the Samira one. The Samira one's whatever. The Katarina one is cute. I just don't think I like the purple with the blue with the whatever. I don't like the color, like purple green. Like what the hell? This one makes more sense. Blue, purple, all on the same color spectrum, but like green and purple and white and yellow. Like what's going on with this one? What's going on? I will not be playing Wild Rift though.
I have a riddle for you.
Okay.
Riddle.
All right. I have an Instagram story from, from Mickey X. It's very hot currently in Berlin. Apparently it's like up to 30 plus degrees if we'll get it on screen in just a second.
It's burning hot in Vancouver too.
Yes, so my question is kind of what do
it's 26 degrees in Vancouver. It is not burning hot in Vancouver, Raz.
No, we can think about this. Honestly, it's completely fine.
It's really hot in Berlin.
Ooh. I mean, burning hot temperatures, that's one thing in common.
They're both warm, they're stressed.
It is not hot in... It is not hot in Vancouver.
Insult to injury, of course, it's Mickey's Instagram story, but I think this is hard because it does kind
the
of...
The hottest it was today was 26 and the entire week is 20.
A monster now in a Gen G that looks poised to get this win in their first match.
Yeah, even with Vedius's point about just starting the game as well.
32 is pretty fucked up.
What sucks is the fact
Ninja
that
Canyon with the Master Class 715 on Lee Sin. That makes G2 Esports mark 101 of all-time games on Lee Sin with a 74% winner.
In the LCK, so
74% winner over 100 games.
Something special from G2.
We'd see something special indeed. Everything at the same time. A great draft of flex, a level 1 and a level 2, 3 until 11, until 18 if they want to win this one. Gen G, they look locked in. Let's see if they finish their first match at MSI with a victory.
Speaking of outfits, I like your choice of look tonight. Thank you. I got this top yesterday with Basil. We went shopping together. The girlie approved it. 我昨天新买的这个上衣很好看。It's like a gray tank top. Oh, gray singlet. Sorry. Vancouver is never hot. It's right next to the ocean. Yeah, it's like I like this weather. This is probably like my favorite weather I visited out of any country so far. Because in Asia, it's super duper fucking humid. In Berlin, it's also super fucking humid with no aircon anywhere. Canadians at least build aircon into everything. Did you do anything fun yesterday? We tax shit. No, I'm joking. We went shopping like a bunch. We explored the local area. There's a heat wave. Oh my goodness. Maybe the players specifically wanted to go MSI just to avoid the heat wave.
What a car. Living the dream, huh?
I'm gonna scroll Twitter. 我要看兄弟们在推特上都在发什么。
Okay, I get it now.
Canyon gets a 9.8 for Game 3 against G2. 虎布说的什么？这是真的闹剧结束了，打单子呢，王者盲僧误入钻石局。They said the games are seriously over now. Is this guy boosting? And Challenger Lee Sin accidentally entering a diamond lobby. 笑死我靠！ Watching Skimon perma emote while losing reminds me of 113 doing it. What the fuck is wrong with these ARL junglers? Why do they always do this? He's losing a 45 fight at Dragon and emoting go home. Oh my god, yo, Boris is mad. Skewmon gets a 2.3 Game 3 against Gen G. FPX 10. Oh my god, so mean. Would you buy just clothes? Yeah, we bought like a bunch of beauty stuff and some clothes. Are you in the back rooms? Wait, what did you say? Isn't that a game? I'm gonna quickly finish my food and I'll go do a bathroom break and then we'll be locked in for the rest of the day. If there is like an extra thing left in the day. I think they need to give Caps something that can engage. I don't trust Skumon or Labrov being the engage. They're too vegan. They need to stop doing whatever they're doing for Caps. Stop making him play scale mages and literally give him the CC tool. Or they're gonna actually go out like, I don't know, they're just gonna go out like this. Thank you. Gabby.
Throw it down to the ground, make them turn around.
Canyon still going, completely fearless, styling, dashes through, kick back! The mental damage, let alone the physical damage! Canyon just keeps coming. Ruler in the meantime finds the isolated target. It's a shutdown for Hansama, but Chovy responds with a great kill, and Skewmon will die in the meantime. Gen G losing that game one must have been personal because they are obliterating G2 now. Probably the best game of Lee Sin we've seen in years. Safe to say, a dominant performance. And if G2 want to bounce back as we get ready for game 4 for Gen G's match point, they're going to need to dig deep. Show us something we haven't seen before on this MSI stage. Because for Gen G, it's looking good. The fan signs, everyone looking pleased. It's a casual smile, at least on the face of Dylan, as we get ready for picks and bans.
Yo, you guys didn't tell me, but my flyer wasn't up that entire stream, man.
Okay, at least there's no more Cassante for Keen, who obviously this man right here.
Chovy's still a sleepy boy. Oh, dude, I saw Chovy looked really out of it. He seems kind of jet lagged in jail.
Again, I think on the Nautilus, that early pick end up paying up massively.
T1 牛逼!
Keen.
Holy shit!
Can
you even show that?
It's no longer available.
Yo, I think the directors, the broadcasters need to stop playing. Need to stop showing Chinese signs that they don't understand. Half of them are swear words.
They can take over early on. But you talked about it, a lot of champions off the board, a lot of the main engaged supports taken out as well. Something that was super
oh, sorry, I'm blocking the bans.
For G2 in that first game was the Recon.
I like the anti-ban by Gen G.
Those kind of engages are almost non-existent.
Literally thinking the same thing that I'm thinking. Can G2 win another game? Well, let's find out. Let's find out. They still have one chance left.
That's one that we often go
One chance.
Trundle also banned away, which
one chance is all it takes. Run in love with me. Okay.
From Gen G.
I mean, Sion also in the pool.
Trundle ban.
When it comes to engage, obviously not quite as threatening, but does have an absolute monstrous laning phase.
And G2
Nidalee ban, Renata ban, and Gwen. Who did they leave open? Talia?
Of course, in game 1 it did.
有颜雀呀. Talia is open.
Play out. G2 got the better of them.
What else?
See what the angle is here.
Ari, Talia do be open. 狐狸加颜雀。怎么说？真 G 不 G2 选红吗？应该是 G2 选红吧。Hi Tara, welcome. G2 chose red side, right? It's the Talia Ari handshake. What I'm wondering is, what do you pair with the Ari? Is it Ari Viego?
Ari, right? As a response
狐狸加佛野哥吗？
into the Talia, able to
狐狸加佛野哥。
get out. To me, Chovy on this Talia, absolute monster. The TF would also make sense. Has been a
that's another like CC pick. Okay.
I know
Viego maybe.
Don't be fooled by that. I think the fact that he's banned as consistently as he is.
I like TF. I like TF. I don't mind TF.
A much more.
It's like 0% winner right now, but who cares?
But you do
if I was 0%
when it comes
winner,
to these TF comps, you need to be able to actually utilize the power.
Mainstage is different meta compared to playing stage, by the way. The wildcard teams, like from back in the day, they're considered major region teams now, but like Brazil and VCS have a different meta read compared to the rest of the super duper
love to see it. All right. One of the last
highly rated teams. You put your eggs on BB or Hans
values, though, already for the
on the BB basket or Hans, Kalista Draven.
Of course, hates to
I think I think they're gonna play for Skewmon. I think they're gonna play for Skewmon. They will play probably Viego or something. 我感觉他们这把要看要靠打野了，要养打野去了。选个博野哥。
Bring it to fruition.
Gorky, possible here for Ruler. One of the
Corky,
few
strong 2v2 for Gen G. Poppy Flex. Ooh, I actually kind of like the Poppy Flex.
That is, of course, a flex pick.
Poppy jungle into Viego is not bad either. You can like super duper early invade, and Viego is like kind of can't really do anything about the Poppy. 这个波比，但是摇到打野的话，前期可以入野去搞一下 Skewmon.
Block a lot of the Leona engage. Poppy support. has been very, very solid
Okay.
for a good amount of time now. Always
They're
able
gonna
to
pick
turn situations
AD
around.
carry Kaisa.
Kaisa.
I don't like Kaisa into Corky.
Into Poppy, into Leah. That is that's a big risk being taken. If we are getting to the
我不喜欢
point
卡
where
莎打
not
飞
that
机怎么
much is
办？
available, and the TF is
I
a
am
good
not
way
a fan of
setting
this
up
Kaisa
for it,
pick.
but that is not an easy game to play. The ability to ult in is really mitigated.
And I think we saw in the Senna game what can happen if bot lane falls behind.
Kaisa Hans into Poppy
Kaisa
Talia,
is
just
not a
remake.
champion who will do well into this Corki early on. The phosphorus bomb, the amount of damage this champion
To
can
be
dish out.
fair, I
Something like
think
Patsy
what
could do a lot
G2
of
want
work,
to do
but
with
Poppy
this
does go
comp
there to
is
mitigate
they
it.
pick off
It's gonna be a bit
stragglers,
tricky.
and usually the
G2
stragglers cannot.
matchup
So
for
Tilly
Broken
has a very weak point where she can only
likely
peel
jungle on 4,
and control
and a Zed
one direction.
against
She can
Q-Bot.
only place her pebbles
still have
in one direction.
Fury up as well.
G2's comp plays in a
Try and
way
pick that.
where she has
imagine
multi-angle
Genji
threat. Like
most
Kaisa
likely
can
are
get
gonna want
behind,
to take away,
TF
'cause
can
I
get
don't know
behind.
if
Like
you
it's
wanna
very
go for it,
awkward for
allows
her
the Camille
to
to come through.
peel
Whereas if
from
they pick
only
it
one
up, the
direction.
Trundle has already been
But that's
banned
only when you
by
catch Talia
Genji
as the
themselves.
straggler. Poppy, on the other hand, like you
well, this-
obviously want to be playing away from the Poppy, but that's what G2's comp kind of wants to
obvious
do, where they
sign
go
angle here
side lane.
for
Because we
on4
recently saw
for
BLG
G2.
play a
It did
very
not bend
similar
away by
comp where it
Genji.
was Talia plus Kaisa, and
counter
all they
pick
did
on
was
perhaps.
literally overload one side of the map,
The option
and then
is-
they would force onto one person where the kill was
Olaf
so
taking away.
fast that you
Ooh,
couldn't
respect to
even
Broken Blade
react,
there.
and they just all in
Recognizing
on the
what
tower,
Olaf
and
do
that's
against their
the play
competition.
that's done.
Genji
有没有
yeah,
可
kind of
能
walking the middle road. If they
这把
pick
会
it,
去
Keen
塔
has
利亚
been,
打野吧？
is a player that's known
不
for
至于，
having
不至
a
于
good amount，of
应该要
counter
靠
picks.，
应该会再选一个其他的打野。我觉得中单连续不错。
We've seen
I
so
I
many
like
matches
Talia
where
mid
Sion
lane.
will fall behind at a certain point, just fall apart really quickly. So
Aatrox! Oh my Lady Gaga! Holy shit, they're
Big
going
extent,
full
and that
L9.
also makes the sign way worse, right?
我的
Aatrox
天
has
哪
always been a counter pick into the sign, able to poke him down. able to
Aatrox
also
for the TF's gonna play for
get the
Aatrox. I guess you're
cleaver
going put
Q for
you're gonna
him
put your
decently. Also a side lane threat.
eggs
He can
into the
use
BB
his
basket, kind
Skarner
of.
still up and available, even when a lot of other teams were not able to find success with this. Kenyan
Another
did
game to be
persevere. Does
20,
open
30 CS behind.
possibility for Skewmont to go
I've been
for
seeing like a huge argument
his
about
comeback, and now we're
how
gonna see,
fans
is it
on
going to
Twitter
be
are being too nice
crazy
to
towards the
BB.
top
They're
side of the
like,
map here, into
BB
this
had
Aatrox.
one bad game.
Gene
Meanwhile,
potentially
blah, blah,
ready
blah,
to
blah,
lay
blah,
down
blah.
the gauntlet.
And then
More
people will be
seconds
like,
before he has to
BB
lock
having
that
one
option.
bad game? Have you even been watching? He's been having bad games since the start of the year.
Already looking potent
Blah, blah, blah,
side
blah,
of
blah.
Gen G.
There's like this whole
They have much
argument.
more
They're like,
side lane focus.
Caps and Broken Blade
G2
get
overall
sheltered
and
too much.
Jace. Locked in, a champion that's been contested so much in previous patches, but allowed to fall so far through the cracks in this picks and bans. As now the Mundo.
Aatrox top lane.
Mundo jungle.
Mundo
to come through here.
jungle.
Skewemont's played it
For
before.
Skewmont,
You have a lot of CC from the TF. Maybe you don't need it for the jungle role. We talked about it before. We expected jungle to kind of bear the burden of providing that utility. Instead, it's Caps on the Twisted Fate. But this is a pick that
Alright, chat, we're gonna run
when
ads.
he
If
gets
you like to
rolling,
vote ads,
can
make sure
look
to do
so
2
oppressive, but we've seen the games where it falls behind.
We will be heading into match
Champion
point.
can just have
Game
such a
number
low
4
floor of
for
what it
Gen
could
G versus
contribute to
G2
Skewmont. A
on
lot
the
of faith
MSI
in
main
himself, the
stage.
team supporting
And
as well with his lock.
I'm
the
not.
main thing I'm worried about because
I feel like
Skarner will have a lot
I feel
of
like this
ability to
this
very
Mundo
early
last
get big
pick.
impacts, right? Doesn't really want
It's
to run
fine,
to Skewmont 1v1.
honestly, but
Think even
I
2v2
don't
can
know
feel a
how
little
this
dicey, but he's able to,
team
with his
comp
E, and as
plays
soon as the
out.
ultimate
Like,
becomes available, be a really big menace in
I
the fight.
don't
There was so
see
much
like
early
a
damage
super
available.
good flow
And
between all
we
the
go
champions. Like
again to a
synergy
setup where I
wise,
feel like G2 is
Skewmon Mundo
somewhat
is
more
very
reliant
good. To be
on
fair, also
playing
3-1. Wait, why?
relatively
Why
slow
can't? Why do you
early
say
game, which
Skewmon
I
good
don't
Mundo,
know if
but
you're
then
actually
they
gonna be able
lose?
to get away with that. After Gen G had a rough game one, they bounced back. Obviously,
What
immense
do you
in-game.
mean? Chat,
Free.
whose drop do we like
It
better?
would be if we're
It's-
treated to yet
What's the top
another
lane champion that
surprise
Keen is playing? I
five-gamer.
didn't see. He's
I'd love to see it.
playing
Might be a bit of
Jace,
a stretch.
Korean Jace. Jace, Skarner, Talia, Corky, Poppy,
Come on. Get out of the
Aatrox, Mundo, TF, Kaisa, Leona.
I
Ah
think the thing is
man.
G2 need that support, they need that faith. Backs against the wall, match point for Gen G.
怎么说？双方的 BP 有没有喜欢的？
I don't know if I need to believe. I think there are plenty of people in this arena who do. G2 Army, if you are here, your boys have their backs against the wall. They need to hear you. G2 fans.
We're the G2 fans.
Everything you've got
All right, that's not bad.
Korean Joyce soy face.
The odds might be stacked against G2 everywhere they
Wait,
go, but it just makes
how
it
many
that much
Gen G
sweeter.
fans to G2 fans are there? What's the ratio? Magical Journey, pray for Chovy, fall asleep in teamfights parade. Gen G has shaken off the rust, GG G2. Gen G woke up, G2 now lose. Come on G2, at least make game 5 happen. Maybe I don't sleep tonight.
Looking at the
These are some boring comments.
When it comes to the rooms.
We get some classic esports chants.
Here at 5 a.m. Oh my gosh! Make sure to take tomorrow easy, guys. Flash Q, mega aggressive Q. I like. Oh, and you got the plasma stack off. Wait, what the fuck? That. Oh my god, Quirky E is broken or what? Quirky E is mega broken.
A clear indicator.
Got the flash cleanse. Can Mundo just walk in and like fist him or something? 哇塞，一击打得好凶啊！我天。
Actually, it looks great, even though Ruler uses both sums.
What's this? He has ghosts.
Even though he used both
Kai'Sa has ghosts. 卡莎带着疾跑哎。
tied into that, but then the cooldowns for Ruler are way lower. Spamming this E, and they should be able to get level 2 prio as well. Basically at the same time, Hans finding the cube.
G2 fan, we need you.
On the wave, that means you don't have
I am neutral. If I say what I think, I will be in big trouble. So I'd rather keep quiet. Meow.
Instead, G2 forced to back away. Nice early trade. The big thing is Hansama will slowly heal up. A reset will solve any deficit, any problems that they have, as they do opt to recall here. Gen G baiting the trap.
They're doing a cheater recall.
I think makes sense given that I don't know if they have early tracking on Canyon. If you don't know where the Skarner is, you
oh my fucking god, they're lane swapping.
The lane is just over. Instead, they're going to try and give Gen G a taste of their own medicine.
Wait,
already rotating
lane
over,
swapping at level 2 is fucking crazy. Are they going to make a play top lane? Oh my god, they need to kill Keen, by the way. This wave is fucked. Oh, Keen's putting a ward down. Hold up. Wait, Keen's super smart.
Play that they expect to come through, being the swap, which would mean Broken Blade would reset.
Keen is omega smart. Hold up. 这个杰斯好聪明啊，放个眼。
But Lebrov, Skewmont on the way. Hansama here too. They're determined to shut this chase down, but Keen was casual. Again, it was telegraphed.
Go back. Minion mitigation's gonna play. Get into play. Yo, I think Aatrox is dead. I think Aatrox is dead.
4 people there.
But the thing is, the second they don't see anyone bot lane, they know that there has to be something afoot.
Oh no.
Now something wrong. Do they immediately go for the gank? Chains there. Knock back to the wall. Getting lower. He's likely to fall now. G2 tried to be clever.
What a good ward from Keen. Oh my gosh. Keen didn't even need to burn flash for that desperate play. 不是啊，杰斯连闪现都没交的哎，闪现都没有交。Oh my.
Played out. He cannot do 2 things. Either he can just walk down, which obviously feels really bad because Keen
worst lane swap ever.
And he has the possibility
to go either way. The thing is that
instead you go back because someone needs to catch this ball.
You are supposed to kill Keen on that play. You are supposed to kill Keen. 他们刚才换线那一波是要杀对面杰斯的，但是杰斯放了个眼，他意识到了。Jace's ward spotted the play for G2, so G2 had to cut the play and BB TP's bot, and he's just fucked because like the timer is perfect for the skirmishes bot. It's either lose 2 waves because Gen G stacked it or be down 20 CS, and he's both down 20 CS and he died once, so it is what it is. 三敌下班了吗？看来差不多了。 I think this game is pretty. The morale is not there anymore, you know. G2's out of gas. 感觉 G2 这边没有那种没有劲儿了。
Rob just keeps going. Aftershock there.
Yo, I think he's dead.
So tanky, but not tanky.
Yo, I think he is dead.
Gets the kill. Excuse me, Ruler kills Lebrov.
And there you see even
单线杀，我单线杀 ，What the fuck? 2v2 dead?
Doesn't matter. Trying to hard force a player, you can't do that. It's into Poppy, right? You can't try and hands check Ruler when he has his W available. It's just not going to work.
Why didn't he just push in the wave?
CC'd, slammed into the wall, and just goes down. Hans hadn't even backed. He was just sitting on his Doran's blade and boots. Will now finish the Berserker Greaves, but
G2 下路太菜了嘛。 哎，我说实话，这个辅助被我骂好久了，不说了。万一有人翻译一下，被听的也不太好。
Labrov walking into face check, level 3 gets punched into the wall.
Nice to Leah W on the Kaisa.
Skewmon to steal.
Card. TF is dead. Oh my god. Yo, Jace is mega fed. Holy schmoly. Labro, 你没事吧 Labro? Oh my god, Labro. They finally got some kills. What the fuck? This is a rough game to watch. My ass is clenched. I'm gonna relax my ass now. Too much cleansing, I'm gonna get like an actual muscle spasm if I clench too much.
Stepping up. One more gold card.
Now retreating. Good TP.
Double TP.
That's the puppy TP.
On the way. Poppy on the way. Duro with the spell book.
Ow. Ow.
Luckily has enough damage to clear the wave.
Good player there on the wave.
I swear the ghost is mega int.
Back cancel.
Bro, I don't know. I literally don't know. Maybe he wants to like sidestep the Skarner ulti. Sidestep ultimate question mark 这个疾跑是为来躲技能的吗？躲大招的吗？感觉也没有躲呀。Like he just walked into the W, bro. Like what is he dodging? Like what is he dodging? 这个疾跑也没有躲掉对面连去的 W 啊。
Really clean there. Drake going down just straight from 760, and then this
honestly, Skewmon got a couple kills in this fight. 这个蒙多其实小肥一波，捡了几颗头。He got like 1 kill, right? Wait, what? Oh, he died to Aatrox? What the fuck? How did Jace die to Aatrox? GC got the dragon? Oh, I didn't see. Nice.
Go where he pleases.
Roma. Roma is so nice. I love Roma. Roma is probably one of the best people I've met in esports, and I know a lot of people say that about him. 我真的很喜欢 G2 的管理，谁懂 ？G2 的管理是我认识最温柔，就是最人真的超级好。Another one. Oh, he missed the timing. Oh. Holy fucking shit! He opted him.
Might not have his item down, but he's pushing already.
I thought it was like a figure of speech.
Oh, he missed the gold card by like 2 seconds, but it's okay.
The
I guess it
downside
doesn't
is,
matter.
as much as G2 are getting plays, giving us reasons to get excited, they're still conceding objectives around the map.
All right, chat. Don't get E-word.
At least grab that first Drake.
Don't get E-word. It's the same logic. Don't get E-word.
Skewmon, the one wildly far ahead, a rookie on the international stage.
这个蒙多可以无敌吗 ？Can Mundo 1v9 this game? I don't actually know what games make like in what scenario is Mundo good, and how can Mundo carry games? Like I don't understand this champion very well because when I play solo queue, I feel like that champion just looks fucking busted. But he's like super strong, but I don't know. He doesn't really excel at doing anything except for being super annoying and like heals, you know.
Canyon waiting, not quite spotted.
Saw him.
Mundo kind of sucks in lane. He can carry if nobody shuts him down early. Yeah, that makes sense. Like he just builds health, right? 出个面具就随便打蒙多吗？其实蒙多回血回的还蛮多的。Oh my goodness, the AD carry just jumped into. Nice dodge on the Q, low key. You know it's fucked when the AD carry is Wing onto your face. 对面 AD 敢跳你脸上，就说明。
Ruler caught out. Gold card wasn't ready for it. Chobi's here, but it might be too late. One more auto coming in. The infernal chains bring him right back.
I'm sorry.
The waiting arms of Broken Blade.
Did BB just miss like 2 Qs, or is this Q bug?
Close to being equalized.
I can't see Aatrox Q.
Still not getting anything.
I can't see Aatrox Qs.
TF. Slowly starting to get more done.
梦魇不是这叫什么来着？这个建模是 Q 没中还是我看不到啊？没击中一次吗？全空？哦，不是我眼花，是他全空了。I saw my eyes, it's him missing all his Qs. Okay.
Has to be said though, Genji.
没有语音吗？
Want you to look at those inventories. That's
不先黄牌再 Q。
Once those spikes hit,
这我不知道，兄弟，我不知道。毕竟是池地的走位嘛。确实，确实不能小看人家池地。那现在是算是沙池地还是薄池地呢 ？Man, Ruler has such a cool name. Ruler, like obviously there's two. There's two.
Much more in Gen.G's favor.
Sorry, I thought the play was happening. There's two meanings behind Ruler, right? One that like dominates.
For a little bit longer.
Hold up.
To re-engage.
Hard
there. Duro recognizes the situation, tries to dissuade.
Ooh, tense situation. They want to get this dragon, but Gen.G's not giving it to them.
Jovi's here, Gen.G. They do keep control of the river.
Duro slowed. A little bit of a chunk for G2. Caps gold card. Caps gold card.
5 seconds once he locks.
黄牌已中。Keen is walking down. 他们有杰斯，他们有杰斯啊，哥。有杰斯。
Without TP, I don't think they can contest.
Skewmont.
Another one.
Walking forward. Won't be able to get it. Gen.G, good patience. Not going to falter there. Know that they're stronger. G2's angle of picking off a single member doesn't bear any fruit.
Yeah, but the reason why Chidi, like his Chinese name is super cool, is because it's a combination of both meanings. Chi meaning stationary ruler, which Chatterman said, and the other ruler, which is like a ruler ruling an empire. So his whole name is Ruler. He rules the rulers. It's a combination of both words. It's kind of cool. Of both meanings.
We haven't actually seen any 5v5ing yet, and that's where I do think Gen.G with this comp can do a lot of heavy lifting as Keen might be in trouble here. Does a flash.
Boys are on top.
Nice dodge on the Q. Holy shit. Closes the distance with his own dash. Phase rush. Dodges another Q. Oh, Skewmont missed 2 Qs. 哇塞，韩国的杰斯有点太吓人了吧
！Doesn't even have to use his flash.
Oh, solid play overall from Keen.
Wow, Jace has no flash this game. 杰斯连这一整把闪现没按过，兄弟。
Ruler waiting in the darkness though. Triforce completed for Ruler. He does so
Flash stun onto Hans. Flash for flash. Nice Popio as well. Oh my god, that was super clean by the way. 我靠，这波比玩的手很热呀。
Nice play there, getting the flash.
Duro is feeling it. He's feeling himself in this game.
Good amount of threats there for this Kaisa, even not taking into account the fact that you got to try and play around.
Will Kaisa do anything in this game?
Jovi's rocks as well.
Oh, sorry. Multiple choice question. Yes or no?
Same for G2. You wonder how their fights are going to play out later. I think both these compositions can feel very reliant on. For G2 you find an early pick, right? You have this TF.
感觉这个卡莎选的对面飞机怎么打
？Play to take out the control word. He was unable to do it after the previous exchange. Stepping forward for a moment, wondering if Skewmont can back.
But I feel like G2 is getting choked out of everything. Well, to be fair, Gen.G are feeling extra charitable because this game started out 4-1. Caps is literally trying his best to make side plays with Skewmont for them to slowly come back to the game. It doesn't have TF at all. Yo, Ruler's trolling, Ruler's trolling. Oh, he got out. Lebrov did not get onto the quirky fast enough. 这个女坦太慢了呀 The Leon is too slow on the play. I feel like Ruler getting out there is a criminal. He was 1v3. Because you know TF was hovering. Well, what the fuck is this? They're running away from one person. That was a nice try from Lebrov. It's not good enough, unfortunately. Them having 3 people bomb means BB dies top because they made a cross my play or something like that. Not good enough.
Boy continuing to step up, feeling confident, doesn't even have to
Lebrov is doing a Kitui cosplay. What the fuck? Why am I catching strays?
Gets the ult out of Chovy.
Why am I catching strays?
Chovy's not too far away.
So Broken Blade does absorb the pressure on top side. Good trade for him. Just using your ult for your life. Definitely happy about that. But then, unfortunately for G2, they lose the bot lane turret, lose a good amount of
creeps. G2 used up all their skill for game 1. Honestly, I'm gonna be real.
But still feels rough.
I'm surprised G2 even had any juice out of them to get a game 1. I think 95% of the population thought this was a 3-0.
That tier continues to stack.
我说实话 ，G2 能赢一小把也算不错了。我感觉95%的人都没有想到 G2 会赢一把吧，都3比0结束了。G2 的辅助真的是一点想法都没有吗？没有，真的超无聊，看了没意思。真的看了没意思，没有细节也没有想法，纯路人。这个打野至少有点自己的想法，感觉这个辅助像个 NPC 一样。
Soon that ultimate will become
God,
available.
I'm being so mean. Should I stop being mean in Chinese, guys? Should I stop being mean in Chinese? If I stop being mean in Chinese, maybe like being mean doesn't treat others the way you want to be treated or whatever they say.
As Keen grabs the kill.
Be mean in English? No, if I be mean in English, they can understand.
From Gen G.
I think you could see as well, they wanted to try and respond because we already had Labrov making his way over.
I like mean people. Nah, I can't do it.
On G2 that was actually
I know the G2 players, I can't do it.
No longer going to be the case as Gen G in the span of just a few minutes with a couple of great plays. Able to get further ahead.
Oh, Q, flash. I think he's gonna chase him. He has 50s. 还有加速点，不对。
Spell immune now. Decent damage. Mitigating what he can. Exhaust going to. Ulti coming
Oh, the sidestep is so nice. Oh, the sidestep was too nice from Duro. 靠了，这个波比按大招都能躲爆，这个女坦大招真的假的？ Duro was slowed while channeling his own ulti, and he could still sidestep the Leona ult. Are you kidding me, bub?
And while the kills are close, it's the same story it's been this entire game. G2
it's
eating so many objectives, so many little things across the map to make these plays. I love the lust for blood, the hunger, the aggressiveness, the confidence.
Wasn't there a ward in the bush? Why did Labrov not just go?
Labrov not able to find the Zenith Blade. Good sidestep from Caps, taking their time. Labrov gonna tank it. Shield coming in just in time for Chovy. The fully stacked tier doing a ton of work.
And they might get this dragon. And yeah, it's Cloud. That feels...
Canyon.
Oh, Canyon.
The 50-50.
Holy fucking shit, he actually got it.
And now the immediate retreat, but the mid
It was a disaster top lane, man. 上单我说实话不敢看兄弟 Flash Oh he didn't get it He didn't get it Nice dodge on the Skarner ulti What the fuck was that heal What are you doing 他的回血有点回的太多了哥们儿不是这什么东西这个英雄 What is this champion He just healed for his entire health HP bar of the one auto attack bro Oh 一起败仗
And Keen keeps the pressure up G2 again. But they're getting fights, they're getting close.
No, I know exactly what they mean. Ugly in terms of gameplay.
Yes, you get the top or you get the mid lane play. You kill
Ugly in terms of gameplay. In Chinese, there's like I think in Asian culture, I feel like there's just a lot of like ways of saying something is ugly, you know? What the fuck?
Obliterated in his own jungle, by the way, as the damage clearly
is died twice.
This early lead on the Mundo not quite working out, but
it's just Aatrox ulti, bro. I swear I never know how much Aatrox heals. Every time I see an Aatrox being played, he heals a different amount.
Instead he gets an inner, which still feels bad, but it's these cross-map plays.
I just realized your hair is mega long. Really? I really like long hair, to be fair. Canyon has E, he can ult away. I think Caps is just dead. Yo, they just chained the...
I'm not gonna use waiting until the end.
Sorry, this is what I mean. The Kai'Sa, you know Kai'Sa, like how she just flies in? G2 are literally copying the way BLG are playing. I'm not even kidding. 有没有感觉 G2 的这个作业像是 BLG 那边抄的 Aatrox top lane, Kai'Sa AD carry.
Probably maybe a flash E or flash Q.
有人抄作业，我靠 It actually looks like they copied BLG's homework. They like literally got the same type of comp from 2-3 days ago.
It was Keen on the Rumble. It was Ruler on the Jhin. This time it's the Corki and the Jace.
这是打得太快了吗？没注意。就尤其是 BLG 打 G2 那一次，这个阵容就是被选过，然后 G2 抄作业就把这个阵容又重新选了一遍拿出来了。问题是中路的实力没有奈的强吗？还好吧 ，Caps 也算是人了，也不能要求太多，要求太多了是不可能的。
Not a very high damage to Leah build. He's going for.
But I think he knows his role at this point. He's behind in gold.
Chovy really likes Rylai's. I mean, 4 champions like TF and Mundar that really need to walk up to you, even Leona, I think it's fine.
Something that G2 look towards.
Oh, wasted W, wasted W. Duro is dead, he's really squishy. Nice self Mikhails, Poppy ulti misses. Oh, the final auto attack. Yo, this Corky hurts, this Corky hurts.
The self Mikhails from Duro so damn clutch.
我靠！很痛，很痛。惊动。
Rogue Boy going in against Chovy.
哎。
Ulti from Caps. Chovy starts to retreat. Gold comp, but there's not the follow-up isn't there.
Yeah, and I think the read here is Caps can also try to ult towards bot, but they can't contest out a con, so you have to just try and look for a play. It doesn't look pretty, but trying to get Chovy there.
Yo, I think we need to leave this top tower. This top tower does not bring good feng shui. 这个上塔就不要了吧，咱们别往那边逛了，感觉风水有点不太好，不顺呢。 Let's give up on the top play, guys. This top tower is literally bad aura, like negative aura. 早用早 CD 吗？可以，明白。明白。Onto Canyon, the W did not tag Keen. They wanted to kill Keen, I think. 他们好像是想杀 Keen. Ooh, nice sidestep by Caps on the Skarner ulti. Who's getting the kill? TF got the kill. Interesting. You sure it's terrible with TF? Honestly, Kaisa's getting pretty happy about the game state right now. Like, she somehow made it through. Like, the game has all completely exploded at this at like 22 minutes. I think this is where Kaisa starts like actually having the impact with this type of comp. Ooh, he thought Chovy was gonna full send a bot lane. Yo, show me that heal, BB. The fucking Leona ult missed. 你很大声怎么空啦？
Just throwing down damage. Caps force back. Gold card. Giving him a bit more space. They don't quite have the follow-ups. The poke from the Aatrox Q is there. Gen G retreating. G2 a decent fight, but they can't get the kills.
Oh, that right there is exactly what we're talking about, Hans. It's so hard to find a good ulti in there. Just dashes face first into a good amount of rocks. Talia, when she gets the kite back, hard to actually get on top of. And now, what looked like an opportunity because they were able to interrupt Chovy making his way over. That was the reason why.
Wait, sorry, that was too funny. That was too funny. Yo,
trying to
that was
collapse
too
on the
funny.
Broken Blade to offset the loss of Canyon. Instead, Broken Blade gets the heal up because of quick retreat.
Oh, 我要笑死啦 ！Oh my god, I'm actually crying, bro. That's too funny. That's too funny. Oh, I'm crying. I'm actually crying. 给我笑哭了，我说实话。
Duro goes in. We'll be able to just immediately walk away. He is forced to use the heal.
Deep breath in.
Yeah. Also, as Mikhails, his ruler gets in trouble.
I respect anyone who brings Cleanse to Summoner Spellbook.
That's good.
Alright. 2-2 dragons, but they lost a lot of towers. They lost two tier 2 towers.
Gen G. Keeping pressure mid.
Hans is pushing though, and he goes unanswered for now. Giving him additional vision, knows that people are on the way.
Oh, nice, he knew. He felt it.
That's the ulti from Caps, but he sees an angle. He sees 2 members descending upon Han Sama, so he knows
bot
he has an
lane,
angle to
Puppy
make
onto
Doro
who?
already
Labrov,
with
nice
the ulti,
dodge.
but
They
it
should
doesn't
go on Puppy, they
connect.
should go on
Now
Puppy, they
Solo
should go on
and Kyle,
Puppy.
but
Caps
takes a lot
got
of
chopped
damage in the
out.
meantime.
Chomped
Doro
out?
just
Chomped
gonna
out.
retreat. Wall goes down, isolating
Labrov
Labrov. He's
just
gonna try to
walks
walk
out.
this one off.
This is just Doro and Brov looking at one another. I can't kill you. You can't kill me.
G2 tried to make a cross-map play while there were 2 people toppling through TFL, but they struggled to
count of 3, we both put him down.
stagger someone. Is that the word? Stagger, chase someone.
To try and get some gold
Force
back in their favor.
the play? Question mark.
But I think the thing that's going to break this wide open is the Baron.
Honestly, I don't mind this Kaisa build because purely I like the Hurricane for wave clear this game. G2's comp sucks at clearing waves, so the Hurricane itself provides a lot of value.
Finishing his for 10 stacks on the Rod of Ages. Also has his rapid fire done.
I mind Hans playing Kaisa. What do you not mind him playing? I feel like he's been shitting the bed a bit too much this week.
Again, a very supportive
a bit too much for his standard.
Chovy does this because he knows that with the CSing and with the laning phase, the macro of Gen G.
He can only play Draven. Doesn't he have that one club against Zeus where Zeus like completely belly flopped him.
As the Dragon.
I mean, to be fair, I do think Draven into Dagger, I guess, is a bit unplayable. Especially if he like ults you first.
Walking into a choke point though, I don't think either team can get away with that.
Bot wave unattended. Keen pushing it out and moving up.
I love him on Jhin and Ashe. Yo, his Jhin is actually super fun to watch. I think he's a very good Jhin player.
Caps immediately moves out to a side lane.
But Jhin is not fun to watch. Han Sama is trying to prove to us that he is Chinese right now.
Armor pen wasn't enough. The healing reduction on top of it.
怎么说？欧公要不要证明一下自己的华人血统？来一波大的。
Just slightly out of position on any of these boards, they can pull the trigger.
He's trying to prove his ancestry right now.
As long as he keeps in mind that Leon Poppy can beat her in a moment's notice. And G2 keeping a very tight leash on the vision surrounding this Baron. No team has soul points, so
any personal problem if you keep picking Kai'Sa? I mean, it's technically game 4 now. I think Kai'Sa is the type of champion that could be considered once the AD carry pool is getting pinched. It's fine.
Immediately going bot lane. Keen, the member who doesn't have that extra walk, doesn't have the extra cleanse.
He's dead. Wait, who the fuck is that? Skuman? That's Baron? Yo! How the fuck did Skuman die? Eh? Nani? Nani desu ka? Hontoni?
Gonna be tough.
Nani? Oh my god, the W doesn't even land, by the way.
Trying to get out of vision, I think, but he will be spotted. They don't have that much damage.
Oh, true man. LeBron ulti, but it don't flash the puppy away. Actually, a big flash the puppy. Aatrox no ulti. Any smites? Why? What the fuck? What the fuck was that damage from the Jace? Oh, it's the Corki damage. Oh my Lady Gaga, that Corki damage. Yo, Corki is gaming. Oh my god, Corki is gonna get a triple kill. Why didn't Kai'Sa? Oh, I guess Kai'Sa had to hit Ruler.
G2 cannot make it happen.
Ruler, I know you love your Quadras, but I don't know about chasing the Aatrox.
Kai'Sa got her pussy popped, bro. Eh? He saw him?
He's not afraid. He's just gonna keep on going. Broke a blade. Mission impossible.
He's dead. He's dead.
Against the wall.
Bye.
Too fast.
Bye.
One more dash over the wall, still running. An auto on a minion to buy a bit more health and final chase.
Is he dead?
Q1 on the way in. Gen.G.
Oh, he's not dead.
I think he's out Keen. Coming in on an angle.
Rick doesn't connect. Shock blast from Keen.
Not even close,
oh, Shiba Sekia. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Dude, look at Kai'Sa's HP. 卡莎的血条去哪里了，哥？
For Gen.G, and even then, look at the burst here going down onto Canyon. If he ends up dying, if that mechanic
look at the Kai'Sa!
What? The entire fight might end up being a complete disaster. Instead, Ruler doesn't actually get
Why was
taken
Caps?
down.
Oh, I guess Caps was hitting Chovy that time. No, they needed to hit Ruler, I think.
Get the big resets, and Chovy goes uncontested in this fight. Means that the objective doesn't go that way.
But Skirmishes is such a tilter.
Gen.G to
oh shit, that's soul point for Gen.G as well, and 2 Baron buffs.
Yeah, but it gets them the soul point, and it allows them to fully take control of this map. And
thank
as we
God
all know,
I'm on
trying
speaker.
To play a TF from behind is just a miserable experience.
Yeah, we've got Serelda's now coming in for Keen as well. Armor
this game, honestly,
major physical damage carries.
I just tried to push up my glasses. I forgot I'm not wearing glasses.
He's just gonna die.
Is he alive?
He'll live.
I don't know. He seems pretty dead to me.
Round 2. That's twice. He was a cat. He'd be 7 out of 9 lives.
Holy shit, bro! The Jace Corki with the double Muramana hurts. 我的天哪，这个飞机伤害会不会有点太高了，哥
？G2 managed to find the advantage, managed to find the win. But since then, it's been Gen.G.
Oh, there's the combo.
From Canyon to keep him standing. It's Han Sama. Chovy's damage. Doing the work, knockup going in from Duro. LeBron trying to retreat, that's the ulti. Canyon ready to go forward. Chovy just continues to lay down the poke. And Gen.G merciless as they march into the base of G2.
The G2, they gave it their all, but even the early leads.
I respect that play. I respect that play. Corki was alone, but like, there was just pathetic amounts of damage for that. There was actually pathetic amounts of damage for that.
Just too much. The front line of G2 slowly being whittled away. Duro taking down the tower.
Oh, it's so GG.
Keen jumping in.
OMG! Yeah! 我的天哪 G2 stands for going to airport! 我的妈呀! I don't know if anyone was watching that game, but Trophy's like setup that game was crazy good. Trophy playing like the second-hand man or whatever was really clean. How did Skumon die? Skumon just like randomly died before Baron. I feel like the game was actually going fine until Skumon randomly died. This is a 4v5. Even for a 4v5, it was a very close fight. 我说实话 ，Skumon 刚才大龙前是怎么死的？因为他们4v5就no, it was a 4v4. Sorry, someone died bot. I don't think Keen was there. 4v4打得也蛮那个什么的呀，蛮近的呀。
So damn good. 2, calm, collected. 4, messy as G2 made it. And 3,
it should have been 3-0. It was a 3v4. Was it? They had Aatrox TF
against PLG.
Aatrox TF.
Here they managed to find a game.
They had 4 people. They just didn't have Skumon. The other 4 people were on Baron because I think TF Aatrox killed Jace. Yeah, because Jace died and then Skumon died, so it was a 4v4.
Winner of AL
哎呀 ，G2 掉了，兔宝。Okay, everyone, that's all for the G2 Genji series. Tomorrow will be AL vs FlyQuest chat. 明天是 N1 Legend 打。
And then on the flip side, I think for G2, there were still market improvements, right? I think Labrov in particular, especially there, looked a lot better. But unfortunately, Genji.
And I think in the PGB powered by AWS, we see a pretty clear picture painted. As much as there were kills for G2, there wasn't a whole lot of damage, there wasn't a whole lot of gold. In the end, there wasn't a whole lot of hope, but again, a chance to rally. It's a double elim tournament. You have time to adapt.
30,000 damage difference. 我靠，3万多经济差，不是什么伤害差距。
We saw individual performances. We saw
3-1 good prediction. Thank you. I got my prediction exactly correct. 怎么说？我预测的很准吧？ And FlyQuest take a game tomorrow. I don't know how good FlyQuest is. / I think AL might have like a couple of slip ups. Because I think AL have 2 newer players that have never played international. Not new, but they just never played international. Is that Jason?
Thank you so much. Ruler, 생일 축하드립니다. Thank you so much for being with me. Let's talk about game 1, night and day with the rest of the series. How much was that you guys getting used to the stage or readjusting to what G2 threw at your face?
우선 가장 먼저 1세트 얘기를 좀 여쭤보고 싶습니다. 아마 이번 경기를 놓고 봤을 때 빛과 어둠이 있다면 어둠 쪽에 좀 해당되는 경기였던 것 같은데 아무래도 무대 적응이라든지 좀 필요했던 것 같으신가요?
확실히 무대 적응이 좀 많이 필요했고요. 저희가 좀 얼어 있기도 했고 뭐 조합상으로도 저희가 초반에 좀 유리하게 굴렸어야 됐는데 계속 좀 톱니바퀴가 좀 잘 안 물렸던 게 좀 가장 컸었던 것 같습니다.
If CFR win or not against T1, what do we think?
To the stage, and also we were not fully warmed up. Also, our comp was
Why are you
all
feeling
about
like a
the
bad
early
bitch?
snowball,
Because I am a
but
bad
think
bitch.
Everything just didn't really work well.
Standout performance after that, and you, with the experience you have, you are playing with a support that is really new to the international stage. How much are you helping him? What kind of advice did you give him?
그리고 또 이번에는 좀 비교적 신인이라고 볼 수 있는 주로 선수, 첫 국제대회 무대를 거는 주로 선수와 함께 MSI를 치르고 계신데 경험치가 많은 룰러 선수인 만큼 어떤 식으로 조언을 주고 계신가요?
일단 계속 좀 편한 상태를 계속해서 유지시켜주려고 좀 노력하고 있는데 민규 스스로 듀로 선수 스스로 좀 그런 걸 좀 잘 하고 있는 것 같아서 아직은 좀 더 지켜봐야 할 것 같지만 오늘은 그래도 좀 긴장을 덜 하고 좀 시인답지 않게 좀 잘 했던 것 같습니다.
I think the most important thing is feeling comfortable and relaxed on stage, so I'm focusing on that. Well, I mean, we'll have to wait and see, but based on the performance today, I think he was not nervous at all.
He played phenomenal indeed. I know that you had an interview recently with Cloud Sitki where you said that you didn't have the confidence that you had in 2023, despite the fact that you went 18-0 in the LCK and you're the favorite team to win the tournament. Could you explain why?
现场好多Genji的粉丝啊 Holy schmoly, there are so many Genji fans at the arena.
오셨고 지금 많은 분들이 우승 후보로 꼽고 있는데 그런 식으로 인터뷰했던 배경도 궁금합니다.
일단 사실 제가 LPL에 있었을 때가 가장 좀 제 실력적으로 좀 가장 하이였다고 생각을 하는데 그 이유가 어쨌든 LCK에선 이렇게 적극적으로 소통이 가능하지만
Okay, I get the Kai'Sa pick, but oh my
god,
bro, I swear Kai'Sa into Corki specifically is not great.
집중을 많이 할 수 있었던 환경이
I think this is what
됐었어가지고
happened.
좀 그런 쪽으로 많이 신경 쓰다
We saw
보니까
BLG
제
play
실력이 좀
this
많이
comp.
나왔던 것
We're gonna
같아서
try it.
그렇게
We're gonna single
했습니다.
out people.
It was mostly
But they're not
because
supposed
when it
to
was
lose
back in the
2v2.
LPL,
LeBron is not supposed to die
communication was not
level
as
3
flawless as
or
I
it
do
was
in the
at level
LCK because
4.
of language barrier. I was
The
kind of slacking on
2v2
the studying
and
new
Corki is not
language,
supposed to be
but
this
so
ahead.
that made me
And then
focus
he
100%
misplayed every
on my
fight.
gameplay. So I kind of thought that was like performance-wise my prime time.
No comment, no
So
comment.
that was the
no
main
comment,
reason
bro.
why I said
That
so.
was stinky
We
Kai'Sa
saw
game.
that you were flashing the JDG emote in game. Is that about channeling that confidence that you had back then?
그리고 오늘 인게임에서 계속해서 JDG 감정 표현을 보여주셨는데 23년도에 그런 자신감을 좀 다시 가져오기 위함이었을까요?
좀 겸사겸사 느낌이 있는데요. 일단 23년도 MSI 감정 표현으로 제가 장착을 했었던 것
I don't
같은데
understand how he
기억상
can troll the
일단
whole
그때
draft.
제 실력이 가장 좋았었던 것 같아서 이제 그걸 보고 상대가 긴장했을
Like
수 있겠다
on
이런
paper,
취지로
the
좀
draft is fine.
들었습니다.
Into Corki,
Yeah,
it
kind
is
of.
not okay.
And I
If you
think
take Fire
specifically
instead
that
of
was
Ghost.
2023
Nah, I think the
MSI
Ghost is
JDG
honestly
icon, so I wanted to show off the aura.
Let's see if you can channel that
if you
success
watch
once
the
again.
game, the Skarner couldn't land any good ults.
감사합니다.
If you seriously analyze the game, the Skarner was not able to get onto the
and that's all for us here on that side of the stage.
onto the AD carry. Caps just had really smooth movement,
Thank you
but
so
like
much. T-Sun is doing a
Skarner
phenomenal
did not
job,
have
but
any
you're no slouch
impactful
cheater,
ults.
Lore. I hear that, Korean.
Ghost is fine.
Of course,
It's just the
yeah,
way
it's
he
insane.
played
And
with the
Ruler was
Ghost
also
is not
insane. And I
fine.
just gotta say, I like that she brought it up about kind
Watch
of
the
the
trade
JDG
bot,
Evo,
it forces the
this guy
swap.
is. Oh, hello. We met you before. You're amazing. You look
Did
amazing.
she change
Great
outfits?
energy. This is so cool. There's so many like really young fans here.
Yeah.
I don't. Did she
and they
change
might have
outfits?
seen a
Was
lot
she
of
always
eras of
Katie
Ruler
Ari? I
as
thought she
well,
was
right?
something
Because
else.
we
Ari.
had kind of the world champion era, and then the
Who is
JDG
this?
era,
Just
and now he's back. He's at
fangirl.
Genji, and
One of the
he's
one of
such
the
an
fans
exciting
at
player to
the
watch.
arena.
And I love
I
that he
guess.
was talking about having like
Timo was not
that aura.
played. Yeah, wasn't
and
played.
also just talking about
Alright.
how he had
Well,
the
I guess that's
confidence
the
back when he
stream,
was on
guys. I
JDG
think
because he was
I guess that is
focusing
the
solely
stream.
on his play.
Our prediction is
well,
right
I
so
mean,
far.
it just looks
If
like he has been on point today. I don't know. He looks like he's getting back right back to
G2
it.
won against Genji, like I said, 85% of people's Pickems would be fucked. Or maybe not 85, maybe like 98. Good 4-hour stream? Yeah, a little 4-hour stream. Painful to see and read socials? Oh shit, bro. I don't know if I want to be reading socials after that one. Okay, guys, I'm gonna head off now. 主播要下了，主播要下了。明天继续播. Tomorrow we will have the same schedule starting at 5 o'clock. Tomorrow will be FlyQuest versus AL, another best of 5. And the day after, because it's going to be T1 versus CFO, I won't be able to cover that day because I need to go to the actual arena since I'm working for CFO. And if CFO somehow wins against T1, like, I'll be on stage translating for the players, so I'm kind of looking forward to it. But that's the upcoming schedule we have for the next 2 days. 所以用中文说一下，就是我明天会继续下午5点播 AL 打 FlyQuest 的比赛，然后后天因为是 T1 对阵 CFO， 我是 CFO 的队内翻译。CFO 要是能赢 T1 的话，会去台上当翻译。Okay, everyone. 那我们明天见 See you tomorrow. And I don't think I can stream the day later, but I'm sure I'll be watching the games anyway. Okay, everyone. Bye bye. See you, everyone. Take care. 那你应该可以放假了吗？什么意思啊？不是你什么意思？你给我说的好听一点。Nice fit, thank you. Bye, everyone. Bye, Jerboa. Thank you for the gifted subs earlier as well. Bye, Gary. Bye, Archer. Bye, Jack. Bye, Squall. Bye, Senna. Bye, Song Yuqi. Bye, JK. Bye, Turtle. Bye, Crepe. Bye, Eels. Bye, Lux. Bye, Jivan. Bye, Cog. Bye, Kepi. Bye, Seba. Bye, Sunny. Bye, Chris. Bye, Lena. Bye, Coriander. Bye, Bao. Bye, Dust. Bye, Zoro. Bye, Raven. See you, everyone. See you tomorrow. 明天见，明天见。Bye, bye, bye, bye.